Welcome to this 2,000 point live stream battle report where we see the Eldari Harlequins versus Space Marines Raven Guard.
Successors.
Okay.
They're different.
Yeah.
They don't normally do this.
We don't.
We don't ever normally do successors.
We don't. Unless it's Eldar and it's Craftworld, then we definitely do.
Well, that's more custom, isn't it?
Yes. So anyway, I'm Stephen from Vanguard Tactics, and this is Jake, and we are going to be bringing you this 2,000 point live stream. As always, 7 o'clock every single Tuesday night at the British summertime. And yeah, we really hope you enjoy this one tonight. Our battle reports are a little bit different. We try to mix that kind of education with entertainment, and we really hope you enjoy this one tonight. So I'm going to be running the Harlequins, Jake's going to be running the Raven Guard, and we're going to be doing a full deep dive into our lists, the map, the mission, and then that turn-by-turn analysis of how we play. Now, like I said, we do things a little bit differently. We are going to be having some coaching moments, more than likely. You know, some situations are going to evolve. And yes, we're going to be playing competitively, but that is not the sort of main focus. But the main focus is to help you learn more about 40k and get confident and just get real clarity with the rules, really. So that's kind of what we're going to be going for today. Now, we've also got our team in the house tonight. We've also got on the deck Liam, and we've also got Eddie. Look at that.
Hi there, stream.
Yeah, well, I say hi, stream, but stream are currently having problems with the audio, Steve.
Yeah, we are having a little issue.
So they can hear you.
Okay.
They can hear you.
Yeah.
It's just super echoey.
And a little quiet.
So I'm just currently panicking to make it work.
Okay, so we're going to see a little bit of teething issues there, but anyway, I'm sure you guys will fix that as we go. We've also then got Robbie Cam, and we've got the biggest fun in 40k, as you can probably see. There we go. Missed you guys. Robbie was away on holiday last week. Look, he's been probably setting this up all week.
He's been writing that all week.
All week, yeah.
It's actually a tattoo.
We've then also got Daisy Cam as well. And this is the biggest fun in 40k.
The biggest one.
Look at that. It's never going to get in focus, I don't think, but there we have it. So we're going to give you some action shots. We've got the overhead cam, and I think tonight we're rocking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cameras for you. We've got, I think, the most high quality dice cam you could ever imagine, as obviously we really want to make sure this is something that you guys enjoy tonight. So Eddie, shall we go over to the mission tonight? So the mission is going to be battle lines, and this is a hold 1 and hold 2 mission, where you're going to score 5 points if you hold 1 objective in your command phase, and if you hold 2, you'll score additional 5 points. If you happen to hold more than your opponent, you'll score a further 5, up to a maximum of 15 for that battle round. It's capped at 45 points over the course of this entire 5-round game, and then also we're going to be picking 3 secondary objectives each, in which each of those are able to be scored up to 15 points also. Now, that in itself means that there is a total of 90 points available. Each of us will be scoring 10 points being battle painted to a maximum of 100. So we'll go over the lists. Now, you've seen me play this Harlequin list before. This is new for you though, Jake.
This is very new for me, especially because it got changed about an hour ago.
Well, we found some models that we thought...
We thought, put in short guys, you basically were going to see the Iron Hands list again as
Yeah.
Raven Guard, so this is actually a bit more interesting, a bit more fun.
This is much more Raven Guard-esque.
Yeah, it's the V-Team Marines are going to put on their Raven Guard hats. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so if we can go over, Eddie, we're just doing some audio tampering, I believe.
Liam's being a little
Yeah. All good, hopefully.
Does that sound any better, chat? Let us know.
Okay. So if we can head over to the army picture, and let's have a little look at Jake's list, the Raven Guard.
Put me on the spot here, Steve. Right, Eddie, you're going to assist me if I get anything wrong, because Eddie actually
I'll do my best.
is the one who basically wrote this list. So I am a Raven Guard successors today of Born Heroes and Whirlwind of Death. So they're the 2 successor traits I've taken. So basically to be successors, I get rid of my normal trait and I gain 2 of the custom ones from the Space Marine Army book. So the Born Heroes is that when I charge, I get +1 to hit, and Whirlwind of Death is for every 6 to hit in combat, I gain an additional hit, which is really, really nice. So in the battalion, we have the HQs. So we've got the Warlord today, who is a Phobos captain. he has got the X Tenebarnus relic for a CP. And his warlord trait is the Lord of Shadow. So in short, I can redeploy 3 Phobos units. I'm just looking at Eddie just to make sure.
It's the Master of Ambush, but you
Master
crack
of
on.
Ambush. We move. And then we've got a Master of Sanctity, aka Primarch Chaplain on bike. He has got the Warlord trait, so I spent a CP for an extra Warlord trait. He has got the Swift and Deadly Warlord trait, so basically he can make core and all character units advance and charge within 6.
Swift and deadly,
Swift and Deadly.
or is it deadly and swift? Who
Well,
knows?
If we're going how it should be, Deadly and Swift. Then, finally, we've got the Phobos Librarian, one of the favourites. His powers are Shadow Step, so he can pick a character and they can redeploy, basically. And he also has, I can pick an enemy unit with an 18 and they are -1 for their hit rolls. Again, quite useful. Moving into the troops, we've got 1 unit of 10 intercessors with auto bolt rifles, and then we have 2 units of 5 incursors and a unit of 5 infiltrators. Yeah, that is it. And then in the elites, we've got a Chief Apothecary.
Yep.
He has got Selfless Healer for
Yep.
1 CP, the classic. Never leave aim without him. And Le Banner, the Blade Guard Ancient Banner.
Yeah.
Because he's 5 points more, and he benefits the next unit, which is a unit of 5 Blade Guard Veterans.
Yep.
Don't see them a lot on the channel.
No.
For us, we're not big fans.
We have got 15 of them.
We have got 15 of them. That's just a little tease for you.
Yeah.
And then we have the channel's favourite unit, 10 Vanguard Veterans.
Yes.
Yeah, with Captain Vanguard in there.
Yeah.
Well, we've picked one that is going to be him. They've basically just all got chainswords. There is one with a Thunderhammer. Do I actually have the Thunderhammer?
You do.
Awesome.
You have 3 Thunderhammers.
I have 3. That is right. I have 3 Thunderhammers and 7 chainswords. So there we go.
Well, we felt like you needed some anti-tank.
Yeah.
And what's better than some good old classic Thunderhammers?
Thunderhammers, yeah. You got to know and love them. And then that's the elites. Yep. And then heavy supports, we've got 2 units of eliminators. So again, another Raven Guardy themed unit. And then for fast attack, I've got 2 units of suppressors. And then finally, in my non-Force Org slot, I have a Colexus Assassin.
Very nice.
And that's 2,000 points.
Very,
Raven
very
Guard.
nice.
Did I get it right?
You did, yeah. Spicy list.
Nailed it, mate.
Nailed it.
Right, so on to my Harlequins list there, Ed, if you wouldn't mind bringing this one
I'll
up.
do the honours.
Okay. Look at that beautiful picture, by the way. These are stunning pictures, aren't they?
Are you talking about the person in the top left-hand corner or the army?
We're talking about the army.
Oh,
The
okay.
army
Yeah.
picture.
Who's in the top
both
left-hand
were true.
corner?
Yeah, why
Obviously
not
Steve.
both?
Obviously Steve.
Oh,
Left-hand corner
I'm
right
in
now,
the top
isn't he?
left. Oh, very
Oh.
nice. Okay, so we're going to kick this off with, it's a double battalion of Harlequins.
Double.
Now, I do have the Incarn in this list. Okay, I would not leave home without the Incarn
You
when
love
I'm
your
running.
Incarn.
Oh, it's just got the tricks. Okay, so it's double battalion. Both of those are the Frozen Stars, which means I get +1 attack on the charge. Okay.
That's very nice.
So the Incarn, he's got a couple of psychic powers. Now, all the links to the lists are going to be in the description below, so you can just go and check that out. It will take you to a blog page, and then you can just see all the lists, all the artwork there, and you can check it out in a little bit more detail. I've then got 2 Troop Masters. They obviously give me the rerolls to wound, which is super clutch, and they've both got power swords. I've then got 12 units, 6 and 6, of 5 Harlequins, and all of them have the Harlequins Embrace, which is strength 4, -3, 1 damage.
AKA the bane of my life.
I used to run strength 5 -2, 1 damage. But
Why have you changed?
Because they're 1 point more. And when you're running 60 of them, you save a lot of points.
Steve is Captain Efficiency.
So we've got that. And then we've got 3 Shadow Seers.
3.
3 Shadow Seers, all with an assortment of psychic powers. And then one of those is going to have a pivotal role, which means I minus the range of weapons by 6 when you target me. Okay. This Shadow Seer is the Yvrain conversion that we've done there. And basically, I've given her the relic to extend her aura out as well to an additional 3 inches. Along with her psychic powers, and then she's also got the Warlord trait from the Frozen Stars, which means that every time I roll a 6, I ignore the wound roll, and I basically stand back up, which is great.
Well, that's quite powerful.
And then
We like it.
in the dedicated transport, I've just got that 1 Starweaver.
1.
The Weaver of Stars. Yeah.
No more.
No more. Just the one.
Just the one, actually.
Just the one, actually.
There we go.
So I'm starting on an entire 8 CPs. How many are you starting on?
I realise I'm actually starting on 9 because we have to spend one for his relic because he's taken a main Raven Guard relic and he's a successor. He has to spend a CP.
Oh, very nice. Okay.
Thank you, Eddie. For
Very
that.
cool. Now, guys, just a massive thank you to all of you that tune in live, and also we have our super chat enabled. So if you have a question for myself or Jake or any of the stream team here, then all you need to do is pop those in the super chat, and we have our super chat phase, which is also during the movement phase. Now, that's your time to get any questions answered that you have, which we'll pause the stream for.
We can do it pre-game as well, though, right?
We can do it
now.
pre-game
Because we do
We
have
can do it live.
3 super chats already.
They're on it already.
And the first super chat
Yeah.
wasn't from Robert Welsh. No.
Are you okay?
A rare shot.
Cameron Wageman says, I hear Eddie is there. This means Eddie gets the best boy bucks. So there's
Thank you,
super chat
Cam.
for Eddie straight away. $19 as well. What a legend. Thank you very
Sort
much.
us out.
Dave Cornwall says, $5
Dave.
from me. Go, Jake. Nothing is true. Everything is permitted. Crush those flippy space clowns. And the other $5 is on behalf of Gabby, who said, yay, Stephen, before she left for school this morning.
Oh,
Legend. Thank you for the super chat. And
Well, thank you very much, Gabby.
big shout out to Gabby. Yeah. And then the third one.
Can you guess who it's from?
The third one.
Robert Welsh.
Something. There's 3 things that are certain in the universe: life, death, and Robert Welsh will super chat. That's the 3 things that are certain. $30.
Oh.
Good day, you guys. Hope all is well. Just wanted to get you guys' opinion on whether or not Castellan Crow will be worth using more often in the new Grey Knights 9th Edition Codex. Best of luck today, to you two as always. Thank you very much, Robert Welsh.
Did we
Your
just talk
opinions
about
on Castellan Crow? I don't know if they've released any rules yet on the community page. No, I didn't think they had.
Robert Welsh trying to get a cheeky,
Yeah.
Cheeky little.
get a bit of cheeky insight out of me
He's
there.
fishing, isn't he? He's fishing.
But I will say this. The model is
Is
that
amazing.
incredible. I don't see why you wouldn't put him in anyway.
He's literally amazing.
Even if his rules are terrible, even if they are, I think that model in itself is just the bee's knees. And I've always loved the sort of the Castellan Crow sort of vibe.
I've
There's this-
loved his backstory.
Yeah. I mean, I've definitely read all of that.
No,
but
I know that.
I really
yeah.
like the...
So, I can say-
Liam, don't choke on your pot noodle.
He's all right. Don't worry.
It's all right,
I think
Andy.
we just
It's
show-
just bolognese.
Let's show, look at him. Look at him, chap. He's a state, isn't he?
I've not had any food today because I've had a really bad day. And then
Oh.
when I do take a mouthful of pot noodle, that and other food sources are
Steve
clearly
makes
available.
it very good funny.
Steve then does this one joke a week when I'm eating my pot noodle and I just choke on
It
my
will
food.
always come at any time.
So, Steve, we've got actually one more super chat
We
before
do.
the game begins. It's from Bugle Bat Reps for £5.
Oh.
Come on, my Jakey boy. Carry on the undefeated streak. It's true.
Streak? There's no streak.
He's not wrong there.
There's no
Yeah.
streak, Martin. I can say.
By the way, guys, when you're reading out the super chats, I'm just going to say that camera has to be on you. It's so much better when you guys are talking and the camera's on you, and then when we start talking, you flip it back to us. I'm actually watching the stream, and I'm engaged in our own stream. This is epic.
Is
Yeah,
that why
but-
you keep going like this?
I'm like, this is awesome.
This
yeah.
has got to be one of the most expensive stream setups in the world right now for 40k gaming.
Yeah,
We may have got a bit silly
and
on
we
this.
love it
yeah.
All the cameras.
because we love all of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if we go over to Daisy Cam, then you can see that even Steve can see what we're looking at right now.
That's 2 Liams on the
Zoom
screen.
down a little bit there.
Does anybody want more than to look at that? That's
Oh,
Liamception
infinite
right there.
Liams.
That is.
That's infinite TV.
That's too many Liams.
That is Inception right there. Look at it. There's cameras and cameras and cameras and
We've
cameras.
just entered the Matrix, and then Robbie's got some side profile.
Look at
All
this.
the
Look at
angles.
us go.
All
And we've
the
got
angles.
another super chat.
Another super chat. Who's this super
a
chat from?
side
then?
angle super
Is it
chat.
for all the TVs?
It's from Durr for $5. Happy stream day, boys. No time to play anymore, but great to hang out and watch.
Oh.
Thank you very much. And thank you for all the super chats so far, guys.
Yeah.
Keep them coming.
Well, part of the reason why we've got all of this equipment, Steve, is because of super chats.
It is, yeah.
Right. So basically, anything that gets super chatted to the channel goes directly back into improving the stream, and that's why we've gone from 1 camera in December to 6 cameras now. That's why we can do it.
Yeah.
and
Because
we've
you
also
guys.
sorted the white balance, so I'm no longer orange, unfortunately.
Not that you tell me that.
Just a little setting I found earlier, and I was like, oh, let's try that. And all of a sudden, it was like, wow, this is a game
To
changer.
be fair, first thing I said when you got in the car, well, the first thing you told me when I got in the car was, well, the stream's less orange now.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, Eddie's not here.
Yeah.
It's going to cost me a fortune in fake tan
I
to
know.
keep the actual orange up now.
Okay.
All this moisturiser's gone to waste.
Anyway, let's move on swiftly. There is one thing you may have noticed about myself and Jake, and it is not that I'm slightly taller than Jake, and it
I'm
is
incredibly
actually
handsome.
Liam. Was that the second Joker today?
You're on fire, Steve.
If you hit 3, you're gonna have to sit down.
I'm gonna.
I wondered how long it would take. I've been with you for about 6 weeks now. I wondered how long it would take. It's working. It's working.
All that coaching you've been giving me. So you may have noticed these little badges.
These are
These little badges right here, and that's because the Factorum and us tonight are supporting Models for Heroes.
very good cause.
So remember, guys, make your models for heroes. Great charitable cause, and we'll put the link in the description below after this live, and you can check out more details on that from the Factorum page. So if you come to the Factorum, then you'll also be supporting this incredible charity.
It is an incredible cause.
So anyway, moving on to our sponsors of today is obviously Factorum for this incredible studio, then also Foreground for this awesome terrain, and then we've obviously got Siege Studios who are commission painting our first army, and myself and Eddie did an awesome podcast with the owner of Siege Studios today, James, and I don't know about you, Eddie, but I found it incredibly enlightening actually on how much depth and knowledge James has around getting your models built, ready. So that's going to be on the Competitive 40k podcast coming out very soon. Am I right, Eddie? What did you think?
I learned a lot, yeah. I really did. There was a lot of tips and tricks that I'd had no idea about. So he's a really knowledgeable guy.
Yeah, it's an awesome
Great
show.
podcast, yeah.
Get those
Looking
10
forward
points
to
for battle ready, you see. And so that's obviously Siege. Then we've also got JW Gaming who help us out with these awesome mats. And also we've then got Entoyment who help us out with our models. So a great way to support us is to also support our sponsors. And there's also a little link in there to DZTV, which is Liam's show, and where if you want to get more battle reports, then you can check out that. And obviously the links to the Academy there if you want to improve your confidence and clarity in the game of 40k and learn from myself and the team from those weekly lessons and also those modules where we cover a lot more of this in so much more detail. This is your entertainment, that's your education combined. It's like a winning formula of 40k.
Got like a big 40k sandwich.
You forgot about the third prong of that fork, Steve.
Yeah.
And that's the fact that this last weekend we had the first ever official Factorum event.
We did.
Yeah. So not only have you got your entertainment and your education, but you can then put it in practice at the Factorum, and they're running an event at the end of the month, near enough every month.
Yep.
And it was incredible, right?
You enjoyed yourself, didn't you?
I had a whale of a time. I
did.
really enjoyed myself, yeah.
You had a great time.
I had a really, really good time. I was very, very happy.
And also, everybody had a great time playing you, apparently.
Yeah.
Because you won most sporting.
I did. But can I just say, before he jumps in, me and Liam were actually tied for best sporting.
Yeah.
And
but you were more...
because I'm more handsome,
Yes.
I got it. And, well, Liam said it's because I look like a 12-year-old. It's actually
Just nodded it in your favour.
No, it's actually because apparently I finished above him. But equally...
can we just clarify how far above you finished?
One place.
There we go, thank you.
By about 2 points.
And as you can see, Liam's being very sporting about it.
I was really... But honestly,
I was so angry.
To be fair, we got the lift home and I saw Liam and I was just like, Liam, you can have the prize from it. Let me just keep the plaque.
Yeah.
But no, it was really humbling, really, really happy.
Yeah, and Robbie
Awesome.
played.
And Robbie played me as well.
Yeah, do you guys have a good
We
game?
had a great game. Well,
Yeah.
we had a great game. Well, Robbie apparently did as well. But... No.
Yeah, so Robbie and Jake played. You guys had a great game. And Robbie, you won 2?
I won 2 out of 3. No, 2 out of 5. Jesus. 2 out of 5 games, and that's the best I've ever done in an event. So
Yeah. And that's only your second tournament.
Yeah.
So
I'm proud of you, Robbie.
Pretty decent, right?
Did you
Getting
get best Necrons at the event?
no, that was little someone's.
Yeah, so
fault.
he got something. Like,
Did someone steal that one from you, Robbie?
Maybe.
You've been working really hard for that one.
I
as
felt
well.
bad for that as well. I felt really bad for stealing best Necrons from
I
Robbie.
nearly got best space range with Grey Knights. Like that was the
That's a good effort.
hero play.
Anyway,
You got best sisters.
I did, yes.
Sorry, Adepta Sororis.
Adepta.
So Steve, I
Sororitas, yeah.
think we're ready to play.
I think we're ready to play. We've had
Well,
enough. We've had enough
We've
waffle.
had
We-
waffle.
We've got
Apart
plenty of
from-
super chats.
Apart from the 5 super chats that have come in, the chat is smashing it tonight, right?
They're on it.
So we could play, but we've got the 5 super chats to read out. Before
Okay.
we should just
start.
do a stream where we just listen to super chats.
Yeah.
So £5 from Kylo, 'cause
Oh.
Kylo's a legend. Hope
Another
you are
one.
all well. Hope Eddie has top up his tan. Love Liam. Steve for the win. Sorry, Jake. That's not very
He's
nice.
never sorry. He's not sorry.
He's not actually sorry. So yeah, thank you very much, Kylie, for the super chat. You're an absolute legend. He dropped in on my stream last night in super chat as well. What a
Good
hero.
lad.
What a nice boy.
$9.99 from Cameron Wageman. This is payment to make Eddie orange again. So I'm not sure they like the nice white balance on Eddie. They want him orange. Thank you very much for the super chat, Cameron. £5 from the Factorum towards a permanent thumb camera.
I like it.
I kind of like that idea. And then we've got, how do I say this? The Moose Tradimus. I think that's
Good
right.
effort.
The
for,
moose.
For Box, can you explain why you don't run Skyweavers? I'd like to know the rationale behind it as a new player. Thanks and keep up the great content. Thank you very much for the $5. Steve, why don't you run Skyweavers?
Okay, so the reason why I don't run Skyweavers is because I do have 8. No, I've got 10
You have
upstairs.
10.
I've got 10 upstairs, and it's simply because of their points. I find that they die way too fast, and you lose far too many points far too quickly. They can be quite useful. I don't really like the D6 shots.
You don't like rolling dice.
I don't like rolling
You
dice.
don't like rolling
it's
dice.
a cause of concern for me immediately. So anytime I can be a lot more in control of my movement is something that I'm always going to appreciate. And I just feel like with these little small units, especially as Dracaria are out there, and then also the Admech, for example, I can just against those armies, I can just play the mission. So I can just use them to move block, and I'm not sacrificing too much. Whereas if I do try and put down a block of 5 of those bikes, if they go into combat and maybe bounce, as it were, and what we mean by bouncing is when you go into combat and you don't get the result you want and you end up locked in there and your opponent kills you in your own phase, then ultimately I could be losing a 350 point unit for free, and I do not ever want that to happen. So I prefer these much more smaller units, but they can be a tool in the toolbox, no doubt.
And then finally, because there is one more, we have a £5 super chat from Andy Downs. Let's go, Jakey. Time for the sneaky boys to shine. Remember the infiltrators strat for pre-game move and advance.
Sneaky beaky boys.
Sneaky beaky boys. Yeah, absolutely. So thank you, Andy, for the £5 super chat. Thank you, the Moose Stradamus, for the $5 super chat. I hope you got the answer you wanted from Steve. That's all the super chats done. We need to move quickly
You're
before
on
they start
fire,
doing
chat.
it again.
Right.
Here we go.
We're going to get a game
Roll
in
off,
tonight.
roll off,
Come on.
roll off.
It's the roll off over to dice cam. We want a full-on dice cam right now. I think it's not even. There we go. There it is. Are we ready then, Jakey?
Oh, of course.
I'm on the white dice. You're on the black dice. Jake, I wish you the best of luck.
I wish you the best of luck.
And I've rolled a 6.
Wow.
Oh, 3.
And Jake,
This is a big moment.
That's a rare 6 from Mr. Box as well. So enjoy
So-
that one, chat.
we won't see many of those. But anyway,
Let's just get that one in there now.
but when it's morale, you'll definitely see lots from me. Anyway, so I look like I'm going first. But do you want to redeploy anything? Because I know you got some redeploy shenanigans. I also have redeploy shenanigans.
So who goes first for
It's
it?
the player who's going first will
So
redeploy first.
You do yours,
Okay.
and then I'll do mine.
Right, I'm just going to have a think about any that I want to do. And I actually think... I've gone for Rod, haven't I?
You have.
Oh, yeah, do you want
we
to go
should
over our
probably-
secondaries?
We'll quickly do that. I've
Bit
gone
of
for
formality.
Retrieve Octaris Data. I've also gone for Stranglehold. And then I've also gone to the last, which will be my Incarn, and then also my main Warlord. And then it's also one of the other Shadow Seers, which will do as this one on the pointy stick. Okay.
Then mine, I've gone with Engage in all fronts, Retrieve Octarius Data, and Grind them down.
Very nice. Because I've got lots of little units.
Yeah.
That makes perfect sense. So you've gone for Engage.
Engage, Grind them down, and Retrieve Octarius Data.
Perfect. All right then. So I'm going first.
Yep.
I'm not actually going to redeploy everything. I'm redeploy anything.
Everything.
Sorry.
Everything. We're doing a duo.
I'm kind of happy with that.
No, and I'm not happy, so I'm gonna.
You're going to redeploy those
So,
incursors, yeah?
Yeah, so I'm going to use the Master of Ambush, whatever it's called, that
Nailed it.
Eddie told me about.
Yeah.
So I can redeploy 3 Phobos units into back anywhere I want, as long as they're in my deployment zone.
Nice.
So all the ones that moved here.
And you did that. You put them forward to get your rod, didn't you? Early doors.
Yeah. So obviously I did that. It's basically what's nice about it though is obviously turn 1. It just means that if I go first, I can get a rod.
Yeah.
If not, I don't want to just leak because the units will die if I don't redeploy them.
You're right. They will.
I think you can set them up anywhere you want, actually, Jake. I don't think they need to be within your deployment zone.
I'm
But
pretty sure I don't have the marine book handy, but if I'm honest, they would still go in my deployment zone anyway.
You kind of want to keep them out of threat range, right?
Yeah.
Because I can move 8. I can also advance. So
6.
maximum is a 6.
So then
and
we're
then I've got
outside.
a 12.
Which
so
is-
I mean, I'm unlikely to roll all that many good dice to get you, so you're probably fine.
I'm happy. Are you happy?
Yeah, I'm always happy, mate. Always happy. And you obviously by putting them in the building, you set to defend, get that +1 to hit.
And also they're next to my eliminators, just in case.
Love it. So I gain a CP.
Nice one.
I've not got a command phase. Now, forgive me, guys. I'm a little bit rusty with this list. You're going to be very rusty.
I'm going to be very rusty.
So we may get a couple of things wrong. If we do, just let us know politely.
We did a VT Jake special and read the codex on the train.
Yep. So remember, guys, just be polite in your comments. It really, means a lot. Okay, so what I'm thinking is my command phase. There's nothing to actually do. All I'm going to start to do is actually plan out my turn. Yeah. So what I'm considering is what I'm going to kill, what I'm going to hold, and what objectives I'm going to score. The first thing that I'm going to try and do is get a retrieve Octeris data. It'll be with either this unit or this unit. And then I need to try and get that stranglehold as well. So I need to make sure that I'm on both of these objectives.
So we're going to have to, because the thing is with this map, if you want to get that stranglehold, you've got to be quite aggressive.
I do. I'm going to have to put some units out, aren't I?
Yes. So.
And then obviously I need to protect my characters as much as I possibly can.
Because we've got these eliminators.
So in terms of your deployment, you've got that unit over there, and a big block in the
middle. So basically
yeah?
we've got all the characters, the intercessors, the blade guard, and even the collector's assassin is in there for a bit of a laugh. And then I've obviously, all the infiltrators were over there, but now they've moved back to here, and there's a unit of eliminators on each side. What's also cool is Raven Guard in the tactical doctrine, their super doctrine is that they get +1 to hit and wound versus characters, which is obviously quite nice with the eliminators, and potentially, obviously, if I do get into the Incon for some reason on turn 2 or 3, I'll get +1 to hit and wound him.
Oh yeah, you can shoot them.
Yes.
Are we going into the super chat phase?
Hang on a minute.
He needs to think here because he didn't realise.
I forgot.
He forgot eliminated. Had a
I'm in danger.
That looked like a panicky face right there, Steve.
This is panic mode. Immediately, where's your eliminators?
Here and here. So I won't be able to shoot in directly. So they can't get line of sight to him. They can't get line of sight to him.
Right. They need to die.
They do need to die. That's why they've moved back here.
Immediately.
Immediately. We're like, as in now.
Okay, well, while we're in the super chat phase, then, if we have a super chat, I'm going to have a little think about what I'm going to do.
This is the steam box thinking phase.
So from Havoc V, we have $5. Thank you very much. For Stephen, do you like the Harlequin Plus Craft World lists popping up? And if so, will you ever try some variation?
Ben used it on the weekend, actually.
Well, funny you should say that, because I think about, it must have been about 6 to 8 weeks ago, I was actually running a combo. I had 3 units of Dark Reapers, I had a Night Spinner. I was running that about 8 weeks ago.
Yeah, I remember that now.
That battle report is actually on what was VTTV. It was it's behind our paywall battle report program, which we're no longer actually doing because we can't keep up with this level of streaming. But it's actually on there.
You get it though in your Academy membership.
You do, yeah.
So
you get the entire archive of that as become part of the Academy. But yeah, I was running, I think a Night Spinner and 3 units of 3 Reapers. Oh, I also had, it's 3 units of 3 Reapers and 2 planes.
That was it, yeah.
Because the planes, the Crimson Hunters, are very good at picking up raiders.
Yes.
And it was the Drakari meta at the time. So
a few tweaks for the AdMech meta, but we're in.
So yeah, I'm certainly not opposed to it, but I just prefer this list a little bit more.
You do like this list.
I do. It's just super fun.
You like pure armies as well.
I do, yeah. It just sort of suits me a little bit more. So yeah. So what I've done here, guys, is you can see these sort of dice I've laid out. That's my disengage 3. That's my movement of 8, and that's my auto advance 6 inches from the strap. Okay. And then what we've got is the ability then to make a cheeky little charge into here. Because if I can just get one of those, get rid of one of those.
One of those. It's big. It's a big deal.
Yeah.
It's a big deal.
That's super, super nice, you see then. Because I'm going to need to the wall. Well, that's a 6 there, yeah. So I think I'm going to do that. And that's what's quite nice about this Star Weaver. It's just getting me that extra 3-inch movement.
Vehicles are transporters are very, very useful, not just for having people in.
So I'm going to put that model right there.
Because you're going to get auto advance 6.
An extra 3 inches is so important.
Oh, yeah.
Any time you can boost your move, it's just really, really nice, Really nice.
Just like to let the chat know to look out for Steve's eyebrow. That's when you know he's really doing the tactical thinking.
Yeah.
Did you see it?
When the eyebrow's on, you know the thinking's happening.
The box is on.
As soon as he found out about those eliminators, it was going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's when he starts flexing as well.
So now what I'm going to do is this blue unit's just going to move and end their move within 3 inches of this Star Weaver.
Yeah.
Okay. And then said Star Weaver is now going to fly over here.
Oh, that's a bit cheeky.
Yeah, I'm going to put a little bit of pressure on over here.
Don't like that.
Yep. Just going to go 16 to there. Okay. And that's the blue unit that's just jumped on in. And then they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go.
Because so one's got out, one's got in,
That one.
and the fun boat is moved.
Yeah, basically.
The party bus.
So they're back in there. Very nice. And they can just get a cheeky bit of line of sight.
Yeah,
onto,
I couldn't stop that, sadly.
I mean,
so
it's only 6 shots. You're probably fine.
it's fine. Famous last words.
Famous last words, yeah, absolutely.
All 6 hits, 6 wounds, 6 dead.
And while Steve's continuing with his movement, we have another $5 super chat from the Mostradamus. For everyone, what is an army faction you'd like to see more play from? So while Steve's doing his movement, Jake, I guess we'll ask you first.
As in play from the channel or just in general?
I think just in general. I think there's some factions that maybe don't see a lot of table time in comparison.
We could be obvious here for me and say Grey Knights, but I think give it a week and we'll see it quite a lot. Probably demons, Chaos Demons. I love Chaos Demons.
Yeah, I think Chaos Demons is probably the one where I would go as well. Actually, I'd like to see more pure demon armies on the tabletop, and we just don't really see many at all. And I think mono demons is just even more rare. I think than
there was that sort of weird patch between 8th and 9th where you saw just like the Keepers of Secrets and the Million Demonettes, but. You know, when obviously in 8th edition and stuff, I had a demon army. I mostly ran it pure. I had Bloodletters, I had Pink Horrors, I had, Plague Bearers, the lot. But obviously, I think you'll see. I think as obviously more books come out or things become good and counters are found, then they may have a place again. But I'd love it. I love the models anyway. So.
What about you, Eddie? What would you like to see more of?
Gene Stealer Cults.
Oh, interesting.
I think that they've got some great tricks. I mean, I know that they can be a bit predictable if you know what they can do, but I'm hoping that their new codex, when they get it, will shake things up a bit because they're a great little army and they've got some really cool units.
Is he the Troop Master?
This is my Troop Master.
He is my Troop Master.
What about you, Liam? What do you want to see?
Yeah, I'm with Jake on the demons front, but I'd like to see mono demon builds. Is what I really want to see.
I do mean mono demon, not just I've popped a Lord of Change in my army or something.
Yeah.
So
yeah, either that or we probably could do with more Admech, I reckon.
Yeah, we haven't seen much of them recently, have we, really?
What do you think, Steve?
Yeah, love them.
Yeah, they're usually only on one table, aren't they?
You enjoyed them game 4 as well, didn't you, Steve?
Oh, we had a great time. No, my opponent, James.
He was lovely.
Absolutely smashed it.
Really,
he really
really
did.
good guy. Really nice guy.
And basically what happened was, guys, so I unfortunately flew too close to the sun day 1.
You were pumped, flexing.
I was.
Having your weeping tiger.
I was at the top,
enjoying yourself.
Yeah, I was on my big wins at the top. And
you were like, bam, 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 bam.
Yeah, me and my sisters, we were just rocking it and doing really, really well. And then day 2, up against the Admech. It was not the best mission for me. Overrun, very hard when you got a hold 2, hold 3.
It is a very hard mission.
Set up the deployment, we picked secondaries, and I just went over to my whiteboard and I went, if I stay exactly where I am, I score 70 points if I'm lucky, between 70 and 75. If he stays exactly where he is, he's going to score 85 to 95. So I'm losing this game regardless. I could just sit here and be 3 hours of a super boring game. Might help me podium if it comes to points, but I was like, nah, quick game's a good game, ran it all forward and then got tabled turn 1.
Quick game was a good game.
It was a very quick game.
Steve went, do you know what? I only fancy 4 games of 40k this week.
Yeah.
This is your 5th.
Ran my army forward and yes, I got tabled. Pretty much turn 1.
It should be noted, taking nothing away from James whatsoever,
James
but
is
he
a very
was
good
also
player.
playing with the pre-FAQ rules, if you guys were curious, so it was still the top sort of power Admech kind of build that he had.
He played it really well.
He really did play it really well, absolutely.
Yeah, he was a really nice guy. Him and his group of friends that came
really
as well were
game.
really nice.
In like I said to James, like he played it perfectly.
Yeah, he knew what he was doing.
He saw what I tried to do, and he thought he didn't. He got his target priorities on point. Everything was perfect, and it was a great game.
Well, I maintain as well, right? Give me that same list, and I wouldn't win the event. Genuinely, right?
Same for me though. Like I have no idea what that army. I have an Admech army. I have no idea what that.
So although the list is incredibly strong and incredibly powerful, give that to me. I wouldn't win the event. So he played it really well.
I'm just going to follow up with something that was mentioned in chat on the Chaos Demons front. Which god would you pick, Liam?
I'd like to see more mono Khorne or mono Tzeentch demons, because I think we've seen tons of Slaanesh, because Slaanesh are a decent. They're a decent. They were a decent faction anyway, because their fight first stuff that they have.
It's fight first, running
Right,
charge.
is really strong, right?
Good.
And same as Nurgle demons. I saw tons of Nurgle demons because you just got bogged down by 30-man Plaguebearer units, and they were actually
Decent Nurgle
incredibly
everywhere.
quick with the characters. They could get up to sort of 7-inch moves,
Infantry.
additional advance and stuff. Really, really quick, really, really tough. They could wound anything. So I've seen tons of that. So we didn't see much in the way of mono Khorne. You'd see 30-man Bloodletter bombs in demon units, in demon armies, but you wouldn't see them as a mono faction. Bloodthirster's not that scary, really. And I think Tzeentch, again, is one of those where you see them as additional units in an army, but you wouldn't see them as a mono faction.
Yeah. What about you, Jake?
Do you know what's really funny is mine is Slaanesh and Nurgle. Because I think the Nurgle,
Contrary.
I like the Nurgle models anyway. Like just from a point of view of like if I had to stare at something for 2.5 hours, other than Liam, what would I be satisfied with? And it is the case of I love the Nurgle models, I love the Slaanesh models. Like you said, Slaanesh is probably the better god at the moment.
If you were going mono, yes.
If you're going mono, yes. Nurgle provide a really good. So, for example, if you want like to deal a bit more with, if you're a chaos player and you want to deal a bit more with Admech, you can take a lot of plague burst crawlers and then have a lot of plague bearers to try and weather the storm. But obviously they sort of took a slight indirect hit when 9th came just because of the minus, this cap at -1 a hit. Because it used to be put -2 to hit on them and, happy days really. But yeah, if I had to pick, it would be those. So, which works,
Brilliant.
nice contrast. So.
Yeah. Well, we've had another super chat. This time from John Taylor for £5. Loving these live bat reps, guys. Cheers, John. Liam, do you think Valrak has put out a rumour video about a World Eaters Codex to distract you before you face off?
Yeah, I saw that today. That's a horrible move from
Sneaky.
him. I don't think he has any
thought
information
better of
whatsoever. I think he's just doing that because I've been obviously. I can't say the words. I've been smack talking him. I can say that, Steve. Right? I can say those words. I can say smack talking Valrak about the bat report we're doing live on my YouTube channel on the 21st of
Steve's
this
been
month
coaching on the smack talking.
from this studio. And I've been smack talking him quite a lot. And I think this might be a big distraction kind of fix from Valrak to get me excited.
Yeah, he's trying to
The
put you off your A
undefeated.
game.
Yeah.
Or put you off your C game.
put me off my D game. I've only got a D game.
But don't worry, because what I've done for you, Liam, is I've sent him the wrong address.
I've won in the sat-nav phase of the game.
Done him.
Win by default, right?
I've won in the movement phase.
We'll start, put the clock on, and sorry, Valric.
Oh, sorry, I've just gone to the complete wrong.
Sorry,
I'm in
15
Wales.
were you, mate?
Sorry, 15 minutes late.
Minus 20 points.
Yellow, Stephen Box gets the yellow card out.
Boom. Anyway, thank you very much for those super chats.
Yeah, thank you.
I've moved my army.
Yeah, Steve, we've seen you do lots of measuring for ranges and auras and stuff. So if I move the top down, do you want
Yeah.
to tell us what you've done?
Okay, so I did the Kansas City shuffle from this section over to here, okay? We're up against the wall. Now, basically, I've done a bit of a cheeky maneuver here, and I've kind of integrated units like this, okay?
He's done a
Then
classic.
what I've also done is I've put more units on top, coming down. So that means if Jake charges me, he's going to have to charge
Every single unit.
all the units.
You did this in the Death Guard game as well, and people know
So-
how much I love that.
So if you charge my one unit, you've got to fight 4. And then you can spread out your attacks how you want, and then I'm going to counterpunch. I'll lose
Your
something.
personally.
Yeah, watch your step, Jake.
Then what we've done...
Gonna break
so
my wrist again.
what I was measuring out earlier is I was kind of screening out the backfield with this unit of pinks over here, and then we've got the unit of blues over there on this other side. Now, I've gone with the rod
Ooh.
with these over here, okay?
Interesting.
I've
A bit of
gone for.
rodding.
Bless you.
That's what we've gone
Rodney.
for over there, yeah. And that just means, because this is my weaker side, I want to get that rod done nice and early.
Yeah.
All right, I'm pushing harder on this side.
They're more likely to die.
They're more likely to die, so I'm going to do that now. And then basically, I'm going to spend another CP, which takes me now to 7. And at the end of movement phase, I'm going to pick up one of my units. Okay, and then I can put it back down on the table next
Did
turn.
you remember your CP to move this unit 6?
Yeah, I started on 9, now I'm
Oh,
down to
okay,
7.
that's
Okay. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to pick up this green unit right here.
Cool.
And that's what that's going to mean, like I said before. In fact, no, not that green unit, because they're actually shielding my character there. We're going to go through this 5-man unit up here. We're going to put them in deep strike. It just means that we've then got a bit of a threat for you. You now need to start screening me out a little bit.
Yeah.
So that's that. We've got the 9 inches between this aura range to give these units basically that minus 6-inch range when you try and shoot the yellows. The blues I can't do much about. Okay. But now we're into the psychic phase.
Very, very brief, I think, coaching moment for retrieving Octarius data as well, right? Because I think that's a really common secondary we're seeing nowadays. I think tons of people taking it. And I think it's really easy for people to default to doing a rod in their own table quarter or their own deployment zone in the first sort of turn.
Yeah.
But if you can get one in a place that's more difficult, get that one every time. Save that easy one.
So what I've done, I'll talk about without giving too much away, but I'm going to do it anyway.
What a hero!
I've put the Skyweaver here. I don't know if we can get on this on Daisy Cam.
We can. There it is.
Skyweaver. It's just here, look. You see, it's on the objective. Now what I've done is I've placed that just on the halfway line of the table, because there's a unit inside. If Jake wants to shoot me off that, then obviously what's going to happen is more obsec bodies are going to jump out onto that objective to help me get the hold more, and then that means I can move 3 or disembark up to 3, then move 8, and then I can get my rod in this quarter here, and Jake can't really stop me. So that's probably next turn's rod is this quarter. Then later on in the game, I can probably get this one done. And then the last turn of the game, I can try and do that one once Jake started to move his forces around here to counter my initial charge. So hopefully I'll get 12 points on the rod, providing that all goes quite well.
We're praying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry too much about giving it away. Jake's got his own rod to think about.
Yeah.
As
And
we all do.
we're now into the psychic phase of the game.
Yes.
And what we're going to kick off with, first of all...
I'm pretty sure I can't deny anything, so you go for it.
Okay. We're going to kick off, first of all, with a -1 to hit power. Goes off in a 7. That fails.
Oh.
Let me check it's a 7 and not a 6.
It's not like you, Steve. Off to a good start.
Failing a psychic.
Have you noticed, Eddie, that you took ages to set that dice cam up and it's twisted?
No, I actually got it right. It's Jake's knocked it again.
Has he?
He's got very powerful rolls. This
No,
boy.
I'm saying you set it up and then they've already ruined it.
Yeah,
It didn't take
yeah.
long, did it?
Because you said there's blue.
It doesn't take long for them to
Wow.
ruin your
There is.
story.
It's just there's not enough.
We spend so much work, but so much time and effort behind the scenes to get this right.
It
And
takes
then
us 3 days to
the
set this stream
superstars, they
up.
just walk in with their big dressing gowns on, and just before the stream starts,
Oh,
and
you have a dressing gown?
it's like
No.
he puts the Rocky music on. He comes down them steps. Rocky music's on.
Towel round the neck.
So that failed. Goes off in a 7.
Oh,
when I
dear.
cast it on you, it's a 6.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
We've got
Well,
a
that's
certain
interesting.
person that's just turned up in chat. Well, Chapter Master Valrak.
Yeah,
Oh,
he heard you
no.
talking
Of
about
course he
him.
has.
The people tell
It's
him.
like you summoned him.
Do you know the worst part about this, Steve? Is that I'm not allowed to swear on your stream.
Yeah. And what's your problem?
That's the worst part about him being here right now.
That's the worst.
You're going to have to bite your tongue.
I
gonna be
like
difficult.
you.
Well, I have to do it sat next to you, Liam, so you can do it for Valrak, I'm sure.
Jake, Sam did say that you were his favourite from the Vanguard
Yeah,
Tactics
did you
team.
hear about this?
That's fine.
Oh, cool. Right.
Don't worry. You pick your favourites, Valric.
Hi, Valrak.
Don't worry. I wouldn't have picked a favourite. You see,
We'll
I'd have
go
just
for,
been
we'll go for some
nice about it.
coffee, talk football, talk gaming. It's all good.
Yeah.
So,
This
you're going
is
to do your impression of football again, aren't you? I was gonna say.
No, because it will shake the camera.
Yeah.
We can't
Yeah,
afford
no,
that.
don't do that.
We can't
To
afford
be
one
fair,
of those.
a few weeks ago when you were rolling like that, it was quite funny.
We've got so many cameras here today that if you do
Okay.
knock one over, you'll probably knock them all over.
six to be precise.
6, yeah.
Cameras.
This guy right here.
You can't
The shadow
touch
seer. So what we've got is enemy units within 18 of this one now. I think I'm out of 18. Yeah, I'm out. Couldn't get in with my advance roll. So I'm not going to cast that. That's Fog of
You could have.
Dreams. No, I can't. I'm outside of
Oh,
18.
okay.
But I'm going to go for Webway Dance instead, which gives this
Ooh.
lot a 6+ feel no pain.
Oh, that's right. Any perils is?
Wow.
Awesome.
Good start there, Steve. Good start. Right, okay. Luckily, this isn't a While We Stand We Fight one, because they're all over there.
Yeah, they're all in
protected.
the...
D3 mortal wounds on me then. And that's the solid 3.
The only time you roll high.
To be fair, Steve, you've just rolled 3 6s in a row, so let's not...
That was brutal.
Of course.
I know how you
And
feel after the
basically,
weekend.
now what I've got is the 6+ feel no pain, though.
Come on, triple
So here we go.
6. Oh,
No.
that's
Oh.
just teasing you there.
Just the 2 wounds left. Cool.
Actually.
Wounding.
What a mate. Right.
That was quite an aggressive mate.
Yes. Okay, that's that. Next up, the Incarn reroll 1s on himself.
And he loves it.
That passes. Okay. What else can he do? He can do a target smite when not in range. Could do a double move with this unit, but it's not really worth it
Yeah,
necessarily.
yeah,
What have you got over there?
So I've got the 10 intercessors, 5 blade guard, and all the characters. The Colexis is right in the middle though, within 6 of everything.
See, it's just a regular normal move, so it's not really worth it. Her other power is a targeted smite, so she can't use that. Well, let's have a little look at mirror mines though.
Or is this the way we have the roll off?
Yeah.
The
If that's 24, we might be all right.
Do you-
Am I within 24 inches of your unit?
Do you feel sorry for
'cause I'm
Steve
just
right
out
now?
of 24 view.
No.
Am I inside 24?
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
he-
Cool.
he has
Yeah,
it coming
the
every
intercessors,
week.
yeah.
He's
Okay,
been mean to me all day, so
we're going to
calm.
go
Steve's not mean.
mirror mines.
He's a good guy,
Well, Eddie has been all over the place today.
hasn't he?
Yeah,
Nightmare.
Just
So,
can't.
do we need to? Is this a one for the?
Do you know,
WhatsApp?
for the whole
Just can't get the
pre-stream,
stuff.
Jake, all he cared about was that screen behind us. That's all he cared about.
yeah. But come on, chat. How much better is this screen behind us? We're in a little booth now.
I liked the bird.
better than
cage.
looking at a microwave.
Oh
isn't it?
no,
Steve.
Steve! I'm sorry, Eddie.
I think it's all over, isn't it? Nasty way to go.
Do we need to sit on the sofa again?
Wow.
Do we sit on the sofa?
Are you
again?
not gonna maybe a command point reroll for that psychic
Do you want a
test?
pity roll? Do you want a pity?
I don't
roll?
think you can give him pity rolls.
No, I think I can give him a pity roll for this. Do you want a pity roll? You can say yes. No one will think worse of you.
No.
I will.
No, come on, Steve.
Look at that amazing
stop being
macro
stubborn.
shot.
I
Look
know
at that.
you
Look
are.
at that shot, Jake.
You're
Look
gonna
at that.
re-roll it.
And we basically have a macro shot of Steve being sad every week.
That
don't we?
face actually looks like he's just been kicked in the gentleman's region, doesn't it?
The
Yeah,
gentleman.
I'm being polite. I'm on your stream.
He
I'm being
does. He
polite.
does come up with ways of doing it, don't you?
I don't know what to do here.
I don't know what to do.
I can't spend the CP, so.
Do you want a pity roll?
No, I'm just going to have
Are you sure?
to take the mortal wounds.
Oh, and it's a free.
You couldn't write these rolls, chat.
In fact, I think we need to go to main dice cam here because we can do that now.
So I released a video today,
oh yeah, no, you did. Which is quite ironic.
and basically the video is on Instagram, and it's why dice rolls do not lose you games.
Which is a part of the short video series
Yes,
that you
yeah,
do on Insta.
the little tips, basically the warm-up tips for the academy. So just to give you some little sneak peeks into behind the scenes,
Everyone
or
loves him.
what's going on in my brain sometimes. And it is actually, you've seen it here for the second time. Well,
In a
you
row.
see it every week. My appalling dice rolls. It actually makes me a better player.
It does.
It hurts me for the short term.
Deeply.
But what doesn't kill you?
It's a deep burn.
What doesn't kill you makes you stronger, Steve.
But it does make me a better player.
It does.
Because I could have spent a CP there. I'll regret not having it later. I can take the 2 wounds. I have to play super cagey of her now to make sure she stays safe. She is a to the last. That is a slight problem. But hey, we live and die by these dice rolls necessarily. No, we don't live and die by the dice rolls. We live and die by your strategies and tactics.
By your Vanguard tactics.
By the Vanguard tactics.
What
yeah.
what was hilarious was Rising Crescendo in the chat said just before you rolled, Mirror of Minds, the greatest power, Warp Charge 7 for 0 mortal wounds. Then you rolled and he went, I mean, that's the only way to make the power cause any mortal wounds. I stand corrected. The timing was perfect.
It is
So-
like the anti-Steve box power. Have
Yeah.
a roll off with your opponent
And try and beat
and
them.
try and beat him.
Yeah. Okay, so that's that. I think I did that power out of order. So anyway, it's not.
Did you?
it's
You
all
didn't
good.
roll your
Can we
feel no
can we just get a
pains?
composure check, Steve? You
I
do?
don't actually get the feel no pains over there
Why?
because it's over here. Yeah, the feel no
Can't
pain
get the
is over
staff
here.
these days,
yeah.
can you?
Okay, yeah. So
Every week as well.
I know, it's just tragic, isn't
But
it?
he's consistent.
And next week on Vanguard Tactics, Steve Box runs the stream.
Well,
Yeah,
no,
but
we have
there's
a
going to be
cool-
no
we have
one
a-
playing.
No, we've got,
We've got a
awesome-
cool one next week.
next week, guys.
Oh, guys.
Next week, because it's been announced officially, hasn't it? Now,
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep.
what's coming? What is coming, guys?
There are
My-
some,
the best day ever.
there's some codexes that are up for
Awesome.
pre-order on Saturday, aren't they, Steve?
There are. So,
So,
what,
There's a large amount of suns,
yes.
probably about 1,000 of them.
Versus,
Some knights that are painted the same colour as all my armies,
great.
because I haven't painted them.
So 1,000 knights versus
1,000 knights.
Grey
Grey
Suns.
Suns.
Grey
Grey
Suns.
You heard it here first.
That's happening next week on Vanguard Tactics at 7 o'clock. So be sure. So hopefully we get our codexes from the beautiful and very kind Games Workshop, and we'll be able to deliver that for you next week to get you excited about the review. Anyway, so after I've had 2 perils,
Speaking of Psychic Army,
I won't be running Psychic Armies ever again.
well, you have to if it's Grey Knights versus Thousand Suns, Steve.
Yeah, I'll just skip over the Psychic phase. Probably
and
safe.
now for the main bit. Oh, we're done.
Probably safe for everybody, especially my models. Right, on to the shooting phase. I've just got this Star Weaver is going to do some shooting at It was because I used my dice shaker.
Your
Robert
gift.
Walsh has said that.
6 shots.
Robert Walsh has said you need to use your dice shaker, then you'll be okay.
Go for it.
For the laughing god. Oh, and look at that.
So he was
Oh,
right.
there
He
you
was
go.
right as well.
Look
See?
at that. That is actually
That is
a hit.
actually a
It's just,
free.
it's just lost a pip.
Pip's gone.
Let's get rid of that
The
dice.
bottle's
it.
gone.
And you can buy decent deploymentzone.tv dice from the website.
I
These are
heard,
great.
I heard the other day, though, that when you were playing Maxine
Yeah.
from Vanguard Tactics, she was rolling all the 6s.
She was rolling
On a
all the
VT dice.
6s. She was.
Look at these are much better dice. Yeah, we need to keep on these. Right, so that is 1 at -3 Jakey and 3 armor saves.
So 5+ for the -3 and 2+. So all good except 1.
Okay. Well, that was a bit underwhelming, wasn't
No,
it?
it just did a 360 and
Right.
a wound marker.
That was a nice little spin you did there, Jake.
I tried
like
to
that,
find
yeah.
the wound dice, didn't find it, so just looked like
I
I did
felt
a
like we needed,
360.
I thought we needed some Michael Jackson music in the background.
It's a 360 dice placement there. This is what I bring to this.
Right, now my other weapon is range 18, also out of range,
Oh,
so
no.
we'll not be using that. So now we're going to go into the charge phase of the game. It's a very quick round from me, and as I said, we're within 6, so I need to get a 5 on 2 dice.
And I
Yeah,
will.
make sure you use the cup.
And I will set to defend.
Come on, Steve, you can do it. It's a 5. You can't fail a 5.
And he's done it.
He's only gone and
Not
done it.
He's all right.
I didn't see that number for a while during my tournament. So.
Okay.
La la la.
In they go.
So what are the stats on their weapons? They're -2,
-3, mate.
-3, but they're just 1 damage.
They're just the 1 damage,
Ah.
unless I
Just the
spend
cheeky
2
one.
CPs.
Ooh,
Yep.
I think that's a hint.
So how many CPU you got left now, Steve? Is that 5?
No, he's on
Or was it 4?
I'm on 7, mate.
Yeah, you're on 7 at the minute, but you just said you were going to spend 2 CPs.
No,
It's
potentially.
an
Oh,
if, Eddie.
yeah.
Listen,
God,
listen,
come on,
Eddie.
keep up.
You need some decent headphones on.
These are Steve's headphones.
Are you running some bows there, I see, Lynn?
I am running some bows, yeah.
I love
I have to
bows.
bring my own headphones from home for this stream. And 3 of the cameras and the switcher and both
Alright,
microphones.
alright.
And
Come on,
The
you're giving all the
cables.
secrets away.
I do like bows, to be fair.
Do you?
Yeah,
Oh, good chat.
I used to have a pair.
How many attacks does your chaplain get?
5?
I'll have a look for you.
Yeah, I think it's
I'll
5.
just confirm.
I think it's 5.
Eddie's playing through Jake. That's what's
I am,
going
yeah.
on here.
Can you see the strings? If you look really
the list at
closely.
the last minute got changed, so I spent ages reading what all the units did, and then
So he gets a whopping 4 attacks normally,
Yeah.
5 on the charge.
say 5 in the charge. So I was right.
But doesn't he get an additional one for shock assault as well when he's charged?
Yeah, that is the
Yeah,
5.
that's
That's the
inclu- so
5
he's
on the
4
charge.
base,
Come on, keep
five.
up, Liam.
But
You said on the
not,
charge.
but not
Yeah,
if
5
I
on the
Not
charge.
if he piles into me.
not if I pile into you.
He's being a little cheeky.
Shock assault, yeah.
You don't want Steve piling into you.
I think he would potentially kill me. Right.
Steve's gone quiet already. He's already thinking it's in
Is that a
turn
little
1.
flex from you there, Jake?
I saw that, yeah.
Yeah,
trying to get
Stephen,
the
you better
flex
keep the
counter
flex
up.
counter for Jake
We're
this
trying to
week.
get each stream. We're trying to beat it.
So I got 25 attacks,
Yeah.
Good luck.
and we're not getting any rerolls.
It's this fight right here, so you guys are aware. That's those Harlequins have just charged into the
What a beautiful shot.
Raven Guard.
Just going to quickly check his strategy.
Can you not just jump?
Can you not move, Jake, is what he's asking.
I'm trying to measure precisely here, Jakey. I can't actually get in there, which is a shame.
We need to speak
Right.
to the Factorum about actually getting those floorboards nailed down properly.
I'm actually going to go for another charge before we move into the combat phase, and I need a 11 with this blue unit into this unit of Reavers over there, okay? Those incursors. Right, Jake?
Yeah, that's fine.
And I failed it. Don't worry, it's okay.
I forgot to use a very good Raven Guard strat at the start of the turn. It's fine. I forgot
What was that,
it.
mate?
It's 2 CP, and for every time you spend a CP on a 5-up, it costs 1 more command point. And I had it in my head, and I only just read it again. It's fine. We'll forget it because I
Yeah,
forgot it.
don't worry about it.
But
Okay,
for,
cool.
for future tips, it's quite good.
That's a really good strat,
Yeah.
right?
It's
No.
what the Calidus does.
I'm
basically.
not going to... I'm not going to... What do you call it?
Extra damage.
Spend the 2
Not
CP for
gonna-
extra
not-
damage.
not-
Yeah,
gonna do it.
pretty
No, it's still on
confident. This is
7 then.
-3 to be fair.
Yeah, it's -3. I'm hitting on 3s, wounding on 4s.
Yeah.
25 attacks.
The beauty of the
I-
dice cup there.
eyeballed
Jumped
me.
it out. He did, I saw him watch you when he did it, yeah. And it wasn't just a gentle look, it was hatred in his eyes.
He was like, "I'm coming for you. I'm coming. You see this? This is happening now."
Playtime's over.
Playtime, and I hit him with a piece of lily.
I'm going to stop clowning around.
Where's the piece of lily? Got some branding in there.
Right then, Jakey. On those then, matey.
Um,
-3, son.
So 9.
Just roll those.
Oh, ooh.
Just gonna save
Oh, they are basically dead. They are basically dead. Good luck.
Now the question is, what I do at this point, because I can pile in through the wall,
Poor little guys.
Yeah. Or
what I can do is spend 2 CPs and move them 8 inches back.
So pretty much put them back where they were.
Yes. Now I was thinking I could have a cheeky like move block over here, but you're just going to run through the wall anyway, and that's not really going to gain me much. I could move 8 inches over here and steal that objective, but it doesn't actually benefit me whatsoever. So I'm not going to do that. I could just pile into you here, but I think with your attacks back, you've probably got enough to basically
I'll
wipe.
get 11 attacks there.
You're basically going to wipe my unit anyway. The other thing that I could do is, because I've destroyed you, I could actually move my Incarn over now.
Yeah.
He's destroyed you, Jake.
Oh, he did that a long time ago.
Because I destroyed a unit, I could move my Incarn over,
no.
but I'm not going to do
You're
that.
not.
Don't do it.
You
Liam.
don't make it easy for me, do you?
What?
Just to behave. We have had one of the best comments ever so far. So Steve, Hobby Hero says, I want Steve to pile into me.
And then someone else said while rodding. Good work, chat. Good work. Keep it
Good
up.
work, chat.
You can do our
Right.
job for us.
I'm sick of this. Okay? You lot and your filthy minds,
Yeah, you've been
funny
told
though,
off
isn't
there
it?
by
Yeah.
Big Daddy Box.
stop it.
Are you Simon
It's a-
Pegg and I'm
it's
Nick
a-
Frost?
it's a
Have you
kid-
ever just thought about
It's a
that?
kid-friendly show.
It definitely is.
You're Sergeant Angel.
dream
Constable
combo.
Butterman.
You'll find official vocab guidelines say none of that dirtiness. All
And
right?
look at that side act profile as well.
Stephen,
Yeah.
do you ever cook any fools?
Well, only whilst flying through the air and shooting 2 guns.
Did you ever fire your gun in the air and go, ah?
I will be in a minute if any more of this chat happens.
Well, it
You
wasn't
lot
even me.
Watch
wasn't
it.
Me.
You and you
Wasn't
watch
me.
it. Okay.
Wasn't me. Wow. Wasn't me.
So I'm tempted to.
Sorry, sir.
I'm tempted to fall back and do a complete move block here.
That
and
would be
then
annoying.
Also pop the Incarn up over here, because I don't think these 5 dudes really handle that. But then you could just kill me, and then you'd be charging. Let's not get the Incarn over just yet. He's going to settle there. I'll hold tight, save my CPs, and that is the end of my turn. So what I've managed to achieve is perils twice. I don't get any victory points for that, sadly, but what I do get is one of my rods. I also get my stranglehold because I'm on 2 objectives.
Well, 3 objectives.
3 objectives,
Don't,
yeah.
don't do yourself
Sorry,
dirty there,
I need to
Steve.
be on 3.
So
yeah.
you've rodded once,
Yep.
you got Stranglehold,
Yep.
and you still got you to the last.
And do you know what?
Just about.
Actually made a massive error because I didn't even need to get that one.
Why?
That is a lesson I've just learned. I didn't need to hold that one because I only need to hold
Oh.
half and more than you.
Ooh.
So I've given you a unit for
Do you want
freezies.
to take that away?
No,
But this could be a mind
No
game because the
take-backs,
Incon could
Jake.
go over there, so... I know your game. Mr. Box.
no.
Oh, no.
No, he's not
Right,
going
on
over
to
there.
Jake's turn 1.
Cool,
Super
okay.
chat phase.
The super chat
Gain
phase.
a command point.
Rachel,
real
just-
quick, can I just do a litany?
No, you can't.
Oh.
Of course you can. Box is up.
+2 to charge on the intercessors, yeah.
You do it, and then we'll,
And then-
we'll go over the super chat. Just right. You tell them what happens later.
Oh, and then I'll
You
just...
think
yeah,
about what
+1 to
you're gonna do.
wound, cool.
Over
that's
to
fine.
those guys.
So to draw me away from the smut that's currently in the chat, Steve, because you're a horrible influence on me, chat.
It is funny though, isn't it?
Although I will say, I have had a personal WhatsApp message from someone who's watching live saying, your commentary, Liam, is the best part of the whole stream.
Oh,
He obviously didn't put it in the YouTube chat, so he didn't feel bad about it, but I want to just read that out loud. So we've had £5 from the Factorum that said, I want a picture of that sad face on a T-shirt, and that was around when the time when you were perils in all over the shop. So
gonna run the intercessors.
Flores clearly wants Steve's face on T-shirts, but only the sad face specifically. Thank you very much, Factorum, for the super chat. You absolute legend. And then Alan Richardson has super chatted another £5. Loving the channel, getting me through my isolation. Shout out to Andy, Dirty Raven Guard player, Matt, Mark, and Matt, the Silent King, is coming. So I assume that's his gaming friends. So glad that we are giving you some sort of entertainment whilst you're isolating. Hope you're feeling better and that everyone's okay, obviously and clearly. But thank you so much for the super chats as well.
Yeah,
Another £10
keep them
super chats
coming.
too. Absolute legends.
Good work, chat.
Yeah, thank you very much, guys. So Jake, you've just advanced your boys over
Yeah.
because
and
they
I
can
made the
advance in
criminals.
charge. Is that right?
While within 6 of the chaplain,
Oh wow,
the Charlie chaplain.
that's a very strong ability. What's that called?
It's cool. It's his warlord trait, swift and deadly.
We've had another super chat from the Moostradamus. decided to play salamanders recently. Salamanders, sorry, that did sound very bad. Salamanders.
You've got your silver
Any
spoon out
chance
there,
we
haven't you?
could see a rat rep for them in the future? And thoughts on the current position of them in ninth?
The old
What do we think?
salamanders.
The
well, I mean,
salamanders.
the
They're
bonus,
cool,
the bonus with the studio army is it's a custom army, so we can run any chapter, right? So you guys could run them as salamanders in the future. So what's your thoughts on the salamanders and the salamanders? I'm doing it now, and their strength in 9th edition. Steve, what do you think about them?
Well, I think they've got, when they first came onto the scene, they were very strong, weren't they, in 9th? And I still think they're there. There's certainly the tools in the toolbox. They're very durable. I think you could lean into some particular builds as well, certainly with things like dreadnoughts, which could be quite useful. But yeah, like the extra re-rolls on the flamers can also be great. Obviously now we're into this kind of slightly ad-mech meta, or even, does they have a stratagem that allows them to shoot into combat with their flamers?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, so that's obviously awesome when you're being wrapped up by witches and all those different aspects as well. So we can definitely get them on the channel. We just need to get, I think, a few more salamander-esque type characters and and models, but that's something we can definitely do. But they're extremely efficient with their melted weapons, obviously. Yeah, and there's some really cool builds you can do with warlord traits, relics, and other shenanigans for some super durable tanky characters.
Yeah, I mean, I think that to some extent, almost any faction is viable in 9th edition. I mean, there was, I think it was the Glasshammer event this last weekend. I think Custodes won it. They're an 8th edition codex.
Yeah, I think it was the London one that was it.
Was that what it was? I don't remember.
so,
There was
yeah.
an event that was won by Custodes at the weekend, which is a pretty big event as well. So I think you can easily make Salamanders work with the new 9th edition Space Marine Codex and the Salamanders supplement. Because you still get all that core strength from that basic Space Marine book as well, right? So you still get all of their core units that they have, you get their new rules, you get all their stratagems, which is most of what makes Space Marines really good. And obviously the supplements give you those additional rules, i.e. Dark Angels that are currently out, etc. But I still think that if you've got that as your core book, even if you're running a separate chapter that's not one of the current sort of majorly ran ones, you'll be fine, you'll be okay.
Yeah, I mean, people have done really well with Iron Hands recently, and they haven't had their supplement yet.
Yeah. And Salamanders, their trait's pretty strong still, right? Rerolling ones to wound
and ignoring AP as well. That's very strong.
Big deal.
Yeah.
And we have had...
That's what we try and do on our channel, obviously, is where we may differ from others, is that we really try and give you a real breadth of armies. Some old, some new, some recent, some new. And that's what we try to do, is show you how you can use these armies to the best of your possible ability, some strategies and tactics with each one. And obviously on the Academy, we go into everything in so much more detail, from the fundamentals of the game to our weekly training nights and our weekly live shows. So again, it's just all about helping people understand that you don't have to buy the latest hotness. There's really no point trying to chase the meta. It's extremely costly, and you're always probably going to end up just that little bit disappointed, I think. So you're better off really mastering your faction, really mastering your army, and that way you're going to yield much greater results with it in the long term, and you're going to just get so much more hobby success. You will have highs, you will have lows, but that's life, and if it was all easy, then it wouldn't be as enjoyable as it is anyway.
Definitely. And it's a good way to avoid hobby burnout. There's nothing worse than burning out because you're having to paint a whole new army in 2
Painting
weeks.
120 Vanguard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Painting.
I mean, I love the model though.
Did you say painting or playing against? What did you say?
Do you know what I love having?
Love the model.
I love owning 12 boxes, ironically. I don't. Before we go any further, I own a lot of Striders, but that was more by accident.
Before we move on, Jakey, I know you've got dice in your hands. We've had another super chat.
The man, the legend.
Mr. Robert Welsh.
Robert.
£100.
US
Robert.
dollars.
He's outdone himself.
£500.
Basically, what Steve's saying, Robert, is that you've let him down by only super chatting $5.
$1 million.
Whether that
I mean,
be
he's
5 or
easily
500.
super chatted that much over the past.
Yeah,
few
I mean, I
months.
think we can.
$1 million.
It's like, that's 500 cents. So there we go.
There we
Yeah.
go. Thank you,
Yeah,
Robert.
a huge thank you for your super chat again. He's off to work. Always a pleasure coming in to watch and support the channel. Sorry, Jake, but hoping for a Mr. Box victory.
Hey, you're not sorry.
He's not sorry,
You're not
but he did super chat, so
But
he doesn't need to be.
No, Robert's a king. Okay?
King Welsh.
King Walsh.
King Robert
I'll,
Welsh.
I'll dedicate this victory to you, Robert.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on.
If I
Hang on,
win.
wait a minute.
If I win.
Hang on, Steve.
And he's had a great first turn as
I'll
well.
be honest with you, Steve. That's a bit presumptuous, since currently you're on a losing streak right now on the streams, aren't you?
I know. I've come back. It's come
Lost
back.
to
you see. I'm the underdog.
Lost to Mr. Matthew Chiz.
4.
Now losing lost to Jake last week, and Jake, when he jumped in the car with me on Saturday morning to come to the event, he said, "Hey Liam."
I knew you were going to say that.
Yeah, you knew I was going to bring this up. He said, "Hey Liam, you know
this is
that stream where I beat Steve on Tuesday?" I was like, "Yes, Jake, I was there. You've texted me about it every day.
Oh, yeah.
We know you beat Steve
Every other day.
We know you beat Steve. You text me every day." You went, "Well, actually, I was watching it back, and Eddie didn't give me all the points. I actually beat him by 3 points."
Did you actually?
You forgot one of my engages. It doesn't matter.
I mean, that is like me. So sorry, Jack.
Eddie, I've got a calculator for you.
Have you? Because I heard you threw it away.
No, he didn't throw it away. He's misplaced it somewhere.
Oh no, wait,
at
sorry.
the
I
tip.
heard you misplaced it in a landfill dump.
No, not in the landfill.
No,
At the
recycled
dump.
it.
People just call it the dump.
No, I didn't recycle it. No, it's upstairs somewhere.
Yeah, so Steve really loves tat, don't you? You really love
what
it.
it's
It's your
called?
favourite
Right,
thing.
let's move on. Let's swift and deadly.
Let's
and all
Swift
that.
and Deadly,
If
right.
anyone has any tat, send it Steve's way.
Double checked as well. It's as long as they've advanced. Well, as long as they started the move. Within 6.
You've got to be within 6, mate, of your
What,
character.
now?
with it.
Or
Yeah,
is
yeah,
it-
yeah.
Oh, right.
Because it's not it's old
There we go.
wording.
That's
right?
why I had it there, but
Yeah.
I didn't know. Right, so at the end of my movement phase, so what it was, I'm rodding with the eliminators over here, and then I've moved up the incursors here, advanced the unit of intercessors, got a 6 on those, so they went through the building like this, 12, so they were nice in here. Chaplain's just behind them for that reroll charge.
Yeah,
Not
so
reroll charge, advance and charge.
It's an aura, mate. So yeah, you need to
okay.
have it in him there. It's not a command ability.
No, that's fine. And then Blade Guard just moved up a bit in this building, so then I've got one of them within 3 inches of all of my characters.
Yeah, Bruce.
Just to make sure. I've got the Colexus in the middle of the objective, just for when eventually they all move off and leave him alone. This unit just moved here 6.
Why is your cloak assassin there?
There's nowhere else for him to go.
Okay, I'm going to show you where he needs to go. Now, as you know,
You can go.
the Klux assassin is the main man. For me, he needs to have the ability to. You need to leave a large enough base size. You don't need to worry about me coming round the edge because I'm just going to fly over it on my Harlequin. He needs to be right there with the ability to heroically intervene 3 inches either way. So he's got range to go to there or to there. That basically means this whole area is completely unchargeable.
Yeah.
That's where he needs to be.
There we go. So he's right there then.
Yeah.
And then I've got-
Yeah, that was a good move, Jay.
Plus, the other reason for that is now his aura is -2 to cast is much longer.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I can stay outside of it and cast my psychic powers. Well, I mean, potentially.
Bit presumptuous.
I've still got a roll, not a perils, but yeah, it makes it a little bit harder for me as well.
And you
And
can
then-
learn tips like these and many, many more on the Vanguard Tactics Academy.
Become a great player like you, Eddie.
Yeah.
And we'll see you next week because
We will.
you're running the
I'm going to
Thousand
be
Suns next
ripping
week.
you up with the 1,000 Suns in that psychic phase with you rolling all those double ones.
Steve, does
It'll
that
be
mean
great.
you're playing Grey Knights next week?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Wow.
We're really shaking it up.
I'm excited for that.
yeah.
It's going to be fun.
Jake, does that mean that with the brand new Grey Knight Codex and it's a favourite faction, you'll be sat this side of the table with me instead?
I'm
The thing
taking it
is,
away from
right,
him.
before anyone says anything, Steve would have had a lot more opportunity to read the book before me, whereas
Yeah.
if I did it, it just wouldn't be fair because I wouldn't get to show off everything. However, Steve did promise me something instead, which I think is cooler, if you even remember what you said.
Uh-oh.
You said that I could do a podcast on the Grey Knight book instead. I have the messages. Yeah, see? Yeah, he's fine.
Cool, Jake. Well, let me know when you want to do it, mate, and we'll get it recorded. I mean,
So,
Steve will be busy
yeah.
that week.
You
no
looked
doubt,
a
anyway.
little bit worried then.
I was like, please, Steve, it's all I've got.
Nothing left to give.
That my sweet style.
Ian Beelan. Right, what's happening
Right,
now then?
so we're
Hang
going to
on,
go on
wait,
to the
though.
psychic phase.
Before you do hit the psychic phase, we have
and
one
obviously
more
I'm
super
rodding
chat.
with the eliminators over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, you said.
Hobby Hero, $5. Thank you very much. At Steve, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it was Hobby Hero that wanted you to pile into him, so he just said sorry.
I'm
I
sorry.
say him, I've assumed there.
Yeah. Him
It's
or her.
Hobby Hero, could be a him or a her, so
Or are they?
or they, absolutely.
Don't.
Thank you very much, Hobby Hero.
Discriminate too.
Keep them coming for the next movement phase / super chat.
Yeah,
And,
legends.
continue with your psychic.
And
phase
less
as
of the
well.
smut, you lot.
Yeah,
all
no,
right?
more of the smut,
Yeah, come on,
especially if
guys.
it's super chatted, because then we have to read it out.
Yeah.
Me and Liam had a funny inside joke after your stream last night. Steve senses profanity in the force.
Yeah.
Watch your
With your blue roll.
profanity.
You didn't come and watch my stream last night, Steve. We're not going to dwell on it though. We're going to go into Jake's
I
psychic
watched the
phase.
whole thing.
You
I
did,
was-
Jake.
I was very, very busy last night.
I'm sure you were, yeah.
Very busy. I can't even tell you what I was busy doing. It was so secretive, but I was busy.
That sounds swift and deadly. Smite from the Phobos Librarian into the Harlequins. Now I am -2 to cast because
You
obviously
are.
Collectus affects everyone. It doesn't matter though because I rolled a 7.
Well,
Well, a 9 but -2.
You're not rolling them in the dice tray now. You're
Oh,
rolling them where you want, are you?
Ooh.
Wow.
Oh, better.
Oh, that is better.
So, hey,
Wow.
so-
Eat that, Steve.
Wow. Well, I can't do anything about it. So you're outside 24. So carry on.
So that is 3 mortal wounds on these players. No, I'm sorry.
That's right, Steve. That's right. It's not just you that can do 3 mortal wounds to Harlequins.
It's anyone.
Steve is currently mortally wounded.
If you want to be a big cop in a small town,
Somewhere up the model village.
try it.
we won't do the whole.
No, we won't do
quite-
the whole bit. I think that's honestly it. I don't really want to shadow step right now.
Steve, when does your 6+ not dying?
Oh, that. Okay, so Robbie's raised a really good point over there. Basically, I've got a 6+ I don't die, and that's over here within aura range of this model right there. If we go over to Daisy Cam, you'll be able to see her in all her glory. She's got the beautiful pink cloak, or purple cloak even. So yeah, aura range around there. Then I've got a 6+ feel no pain around this aura from this character. So yeah, that's where all that's ticking off. Yeah.
Nice. Coolio.
All right, what's next then, mate?
Well, that's it for my psychic because I don't really
Shooting
want to
phase?
shadow step, and the only other power I could cast would be on them. So,
Mhm.
right, so shooting. So we're going to go with the Primaris Chaplain into just in Harlequins there. So 2s to hit.
Yep.
And then 3s to wound. 1 wound.
The one wound.
Just the 1
actually.
wound actually.
And I'm dead.
And I'm dead. Cool.
It's gone.
And then the incursors will also fire their shots into this one model as well.
Mm-hmm.
So 3s.
Shall I just pick her up?
Yeah, I think that'd be best for everyone. And then
And before anyone in the chat says, I did accidentally fade to black for a second. But I am using new tech tonight, Steve, aren't we? So I
We
think
are.
I can be forgiven because it's a brand
And
new
then-
piece of technology we're using to try and run the stream.
Don't worry, Steve. I'll put a strike on his name.
and then and then this unit
Breaks
of
it.
intercessors
Yep.
will shoot the blue unit. So they get 30 shots.
Am I obscured there?
Yeah, I'll see. But only this unit's trailing through the building here, so I can see through the wall. Are we like 1? I think. Let's see.
As in, because I'm not in the build. I suppose I am.
Yeah,
there,
that's what I
aren't
mean, you're touching it through there.
Those back ones, yeah. Are. Okay, cool. Yep.
Cool, so 30 shots.
Very nice. A lot of shots.
I need some more dice actually.
Some
I've got
beautiful
18
close-up
here.
shots there from the
Yeah.
camera crew.
Mm.
Fantastic
So
work.
I don't have any rerolls, so I need to roll 12 more after this.
Yep.
3s, and then
Oh, Jake, that doesn't look great.
it's okay. We've actually got more shots. And then
That looks really bad.
and then
Oh dear, oh dear.
I'll just roll that again.
How many do you need?
3, 6, 8. So I need 4 more.
4 more.
Yeah.
I'll roll them for you.
Oh, there we go.
Look at that.
Nice one.
And
Oh,
these aren't re-rolls, chat. This is just because Jake was short of dice. So.
yeah.
I rolled better than you did.
Just because Jake was short.
Yeah.
It's just because Jake's
It
short.
does.
And then 3s,
Sorry, I had a slight delay. in
You're
the stream
-1 to wound,
Oh.
actually.
4s.
Oh,
Yeah.
is that because of the
Shadow Seer.
Shadow
Shadow Seer's
Seer.
ability? Yes.
The
Now,
hungry,
I'm getting a
hungry
4+. And I've done very well
Ooh.
there.
Hot dice there from box.
Very well.
I don't want.
And it's just the 1 damage. So
Just the 1
this,
damage.
if it's a 6, I don't feel it.
Come on, Steve.
No, it's a 5.
Oh,
Just take the one closest to, and the reason why I've took the closest away one is to make your charge longer in hopes to increase the failure point so you fail your charge and then you stood there like a
lemon.
lemon. Okay,
Cool.
so what we like is lemonade when life gives you lemons.
And then I'm
Tactical
actually so
mastermind here.
I'm going to spend 2 CP and do that again.
Oh,
3, 6.
that was some hot rolling there, Steve. I was a big fan of that. Losing 1 quid to that much firepower.
It's a shame you did all your hot rolling in one roll, though.
yeah, I know.
You burnt it for the night now.
5, 6.
And can they all see though?
There'll be a few that can't now. So
Yeah.
there's 3, 4 that can't. So
Okay.
actually,
You don't need to
I
roll
think
those
that's
dice anymore, do you?
3,
Those extra
6, 9.
ones. Yeah.
Perfect. There we go.
You do forget that the intercessors can double shoot.
Yeah.
It is a really good stratagem that I think a lot of people do forget.
That was also awful again.
Oh, Jakey.
Oh, no.
Oh, Jake.
Your dice rolls are rubbing off on me, Steve. This isn't good.
Thank God it's only the dice rolls.
Thank God it is.
No
Right.
one else wants Steve
4,
rubbing
no
off of them.
minus.
4.
No one else wants Steve rubbing off. You've been rubbing off for me, Steve. I don't want to play competitive.
That's really good again. Oh.
It's the cup.
It is the cup.
Jake, would you mind just tilting the dice tray back a little bit for me? Perfect. Otherwise, the
we
OCD in chat is going to be.
We can go full dice cam now, by the way,
Look at
chat.
that.
Look at that.
Close up.
This is a proper camera.
You never
as well.
go full dice cam.
Yeah, I don't know if there's any stream out there that has a dice camera as expensive as that one. I think we're the only ones now.
It's just a £2,000 camera.
Yeah.
With a
So I need a 5.
Yeah, you
lens
really
is
don't
that?
need much to
With
set up
a-
your own stream.
with a £500 lens. Just
Just chilling.
You
No,
can get
that-
started for
and the
just
mount.
20
That's
grand.
an £800 setup. Yeah, cool.
Right.
Just for you guys.
I'm not. I sort of want to shoot over there.
Yeah.
Over where,
but
Jakey? Show
I-
us. Show us.
sorry, I want to shoot that into that.
I think
but I'm
I think Robbie's getting the close up there.
I'm a
if you
bit
go to
scared that they're going.
I'm waiting for him to settle. Once he settled, we're going to go. Is Robbie settled? Boom!
look at that.
Transition.
I am tempted to shoot this unit of incursors into this unit of players. However, I also want to get on that objective.
He wants to get on it.
So, but I am going to shoot them anyway.
And that is the unit that you thought maybe that's a mistake sticking on that objective as well, right, Steve?
Yeah. Now, am I hidden inside the building though? Oh no, because there's one guy's poking out, so you
Yeah.
can see. Yeah.
So,
Because remember, because the gap's there, you still need to.
yeah, I still need to.
You still need true line of sight
You
from
never
the
wanna be
obscuring
poking
part
out,
of the
Steve.
wall.
Yeah. And then freeze 5, please.
5 saves, not a problem, mate.
Not a problem. Not at the moment. It's not for you, right?
You're on a hot streak for the old save rolls.
Just knocking him out the park. Look at that.
Oh.
Oh no, it's 3 dead. Yeah.
Oh. Oh.
What a roll.
What a roll. What a guy.
This guy rolls dice.
This guy rolls dice.
So again,
No.
just making you charge a little bit longer there, mate. Yeah.
Now, the only downside we've got is
Yeah.
that is this guy.
Ginger
There's no-
Steve has said, Steve,
no way.
£3,300 spent just so we can watch Steve roll ones in beautiful clear HD.
In 4K.
I mean, it's not wrong, right?
No, it's all for you lot.
So,
See my pain.
what I need, ideally here.
You talking to yourself, Jake, or us?
Well, I'm talking to everyone. Anyone who's listening, to be honest. Right, so obviously that's all my shooting now. So charge phase. Obviously this guy right here, he's going to be a bit of a problem because I can't stop him from heroically intervening.
You can't, no.
So now what I've got to do is try and make. So I obviously don't want him to pile into this unit.
You don't know.
I've got to try and get him into this unit. So
Okay.
I need a big charge to get round.
Okay.
Equally, I also need to declare the yellow unit
Okay,
as well.
all right. So what do you need?
So that's what I was just measuring.
All right
and then
then.
you were,
Here we-
and then you asked who was I talking to.
Right. Well, why don't you just go in round there?
So if I go round that
'cause-
side, it's a 9. If I
Okay.
go round that side, it's a 9.
Okay, so you.
Well, an 8, 9
Okay.
if I want to get where I want to.
All right then.
So right, we'll do this one first.
Well, you could just guarantee the easy charge into that,
Yeah, and then he can pile into my intercessors.
but then you can swing on him and kill him. Honestly,
Oh
don't,
yeah.
don't worry about
Fine.
it, Jake. Just
I
attack.
always assume.
Just
I can't
get
fight
the
him.
easy
That's fine.
charge.
So I'll
Still,
just-
still the objective.
So
off
he'll
me,
go
yeah.
into them.
Yep.
So 6. So
Yeah.
obviously he's in.
You always want to reduce your failure points, and if I heroically intervene and take some models down with me, yeah.
And then the intercessors will charge into the players and the transport.
Okay, yeah.
So they get +2 to charge because of the litany. So they're in on a 13.
On a 13, cool.
Yeah.
Well, they're going to set to defend.
Yeah. No problem.
Not that they're going to be alive much longer after that.
Beautiful shots from Daisy Cam, Steve. Look at that. Look at that.
That is very nice, Daisy. You're doing
Really
a
nice, isn't it?
stand-up job there.
Yeah.
Okay, then. I think those 3 Harlequins are probably about dead, I reckon, don't you?
Yeah. I'm also +1 to wound as well.
Are you now?
Because of the other litany I did.
Little flex.
Okay.
Little flex there from Jake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A wound.
That's
That's,
is it an
that's
actual
what he
flex?
teaches me.
No, it wasn't an actual flex. It wasn't for the flex
I think,
counter.
Jake, can you give us a little flex counter?
Steve also teaches me that as well. Oh, and then the incursors
What was that noise?
into them. 6. I don't think they're in actually.
I think that's a fail, mate.
that is definitely.
Is that a
fail.
reroll, Jakey?
So,
Is that-
yeah, I've got to re-roll it,
You
just
d-
because.
You don't have to.
Well, I'd like to. No,
It's a 6 again.
it's a 6 again, but in a different way. So,
Yeah.
right, that's that.
Fair enough.
6 of one, half does another, some might say.
Mm.
Mm.
So,
Where you going first, mate?
combat. Would you like to heroically intervene?
Nope.
Coolio. Right, so I'll do the big unit of intercessors
No,
first.
thank you.
So I'll do. So there'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5
Yeah?
into the players, and
Yeah.
1, 2, 3 into the transport.
Yeah, because 3 can't fight because they're not inside a half an inch of a half an inch.
That's fine, and I can't get them anyway more round.
Okay.
So right, this is into the transport. So freeze to hit,
Yep.
and then I'm strength 4,
Right.
but then I'm
Fours.
Plus 1 to wound, so 4s. So that's 4, no minus.
4 no minuses. 2 go through. And then I need to check if I get my feel no pain.
Ooh.
Let's have a little look.
I think
power?
Let's have a look, see.
Harlequin unit. I'm a Harlequin unit.
There are Harlequin unit.
Pointless roll in it. All right, anyway.
And then
Cool,
the 6
down to 4.
and then the 6 into the players, so that's including the sergeant.
Yep.
The Factorum have said that they're going to get a looped video of Steve rolling 1s in HD and put it on the big screen.
So this is at my 2 Harlequins.
Yeah. And
Wow.
then it's 2s to wound.
You're -1 to wound. So
Say 3s
3s.
to wound.
And I just need to boss all these.
Or up in
These
Van
4 plus
Steve.
invulnerable saves.
It's doable.
50-50 coin flip, let's go.
Oh,
Now 6 plus feel no pains, yeah?
Yeah.
time for a Yahtzee.
Nope.
Oh,
No.
cool. So they're dead. So
3,
that's
3 have died.
so I match you on. So now I've got my grind.
However, one of my units has died. And now the Incarn.
Oh lord, here he is.
Uh-oh.
Oh, and him.
I'm going to show you something really cool, guys. Oh, it's exactly 3. So I could
Yeah.
go up there.
I'm going to go to Robbie Cam. There we go. He's up on top of that building.
I think, yeah, so we could go up there. And now I can actually place myself in engagement range.
hmm
But a little bit janky.
What do we say to Jank here?
Why is it janky?
Okay, so you've got to remember that when this model came out, it said that you couldn't be placed within an inch of an enemy model.
Mhm.
Now, then obviously that was back in 8th edition. When 9th edition was released,
Yeah.
it said that the height of engagement range now is 5 inches.
Yeah.
So I am technically over an inch away from my models,
Yes.
from where I was destroyed. Agreed?
Yeah.
And I'm also over an inch away from your models.
But you're in engagement range.
But I'm now in
because-
engagement range, so that would mean my Incarn could now fight.
Yeah.
Now, I think for our streams, in terms of fairness and what we like to promote, it's probably not the best way to play that.
It's up to you.
I'd love it to get FAQ'd.
We need some clarification.
Yeah, we need clarification. However, so what we're going to do is I'm just going to place her just
So,
there.
so what we're saying is strictly rules as written.
I
that
could.
would have been okay.
Yeah, so if we're in a tournament, that could happen, yeah.
Yeah, and then the Incarn's in engagement range. The Incarn gets to fight, and then Jake loses a few intercessors.
Yeah, so I'd roll 6 dice. She rerolls 1s for herself because of the power. 3s to wound, reroll on all failed wound rolls,
Wow.
and that'd be 5 dead.
5
Yeah.
dead.
Well, as long as, I
Well,
don't roll,
DC's
as long as I don't
down.
roll any 1s,
But
which I did.
okay, so 4 dead though.
Yeah.
4 dead intercessors,
Yeah.
if that would have been... And
Is it game changing? No,
No.
but it's.
I think
so,
it's the fair way to play it, though.
especially for the way we like to do our
Yeah.
streams.
If
and
we
stuff,
think
yeah.
that if that rule, how you ever got to think about it, if that rule was written now, what would it say?
100% it
So-
wouldn't work. yeah.
Okay,
Right, then I'll consolidate. Well, I'm not going to.
I think the important thing, the reason why I want to bring that up is if guys are going to events out there, some of the big events, and that does happen to you, it is strictly
Yeah.
okay to do that. And I don't think a player should necessarily be reprimanded for doing it because
No.
it is in the rules.
It is rules as written. You can do it. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
we should like to do things a little bit different, don't
Yeah. We don't like the old jank.
I appreciate it, Steve. I appreciate it.
Yep. When the rule gets rewritten, it won't work.
Just
the
like
same.
That's the
I'm
thing,
always
we? You know,
sure
it's
of
just
that.
about
Clarified.
kind of helping people do the right thing, isn't it? Yeah.
Playing in the right
Especially if
way.
you're playing against your mates, right?
Yeah.
Playing a hardcore tournament, yeah, rules is written.
Rules as written. Go for it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right. Freeze.
Ooh,
Oh dear, man.
that was
Oh
nasty,
dear,
wasn't it?
oh dear, that
And
was-
you are -1 to win because this unit isn't. This is the Incursors now, isn't it?
Yeah.
I will say, Dice Cam is much clearer. I can even read it.
Big fat nothing.
Sorry, you're not -1 to wound. But you needed 5s anyway,
Yeah,
didn't you?
yeah.
Yeah. You didn't get the
Um,
+1 to
They
wound.
would have just piled him slightly round.
Hey,
No
Eddie,
worries.
It doesn't make any
Eddie.
difference, but just for my.
Mm-hmm.
you see, they've twisted
Okay.
your dice camera again.
Oh, God.
There's
Now-
models
Guys,
there,
you've
so-
twisted the dice cam again.
I get my
Thank
attacks
you.
back.
You say there's blue tack. I've not felt it this whole thing. Oh,
Wow, Steve, that.
1 wound.
because he gets reroll ones or reroll wounds. Is this on this unit?
Yep.
Yeah,
You're
I'm
okay.
alright. Cool.
All right then.
So
Is that the end of your turn, Jakey?
it is. So I will get my grind because I killed 2 units.
Absolutely.
So Steve killed 1. I've started my rod, but sadly, due to some failed charges, no engage on all fronts for me.
No engage. That's a shame.
That is a
I need to
shame.
take a morale check over there. I don't think if I've lost 2, I can fail it because I'm leadership 8, so I'm actually fine.
You can
If
fail it on a 6. Because if you've had 5 and you lose 3,
Over there?
yeah.
How many models have I got left, Robbie?
I thought it was 2. Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's I rolled a
That's
2.
fine. There we go.
I thought I only lost 2.
That's fine.
So that's me. You do or don't get your engage.
I don't get my engage because I believe they are.
So what you could have done here, I know the dice tray it impeded you a little bit. You could have put your unit here.
Yeah.
So could we go to Daisy Cam?
Of course.
Okay. What we could have done, I'll just move the dice tray out of the way for now. When you made your charge, and I'm happy to say that
I didn't roll enough.
this is the right thing to do. Yes, but remember you get 3-inch pile and 3-inch
Oh,
consolidation.
right.
So you rolled a 6, I believe, right?
Yeah.
So that gets you to there. Now what you need to declare to your opponent is at that time you move them all 6, yeah?
Yeah.
And then what you do is you pile in 3, ending closer to that
Oh, and I
closest
get
enemy
all
model.
around.
So you have ended closer, right? And then what you do is you then pile in another 3 to clear you that line right there
And get you engaged.
and get you that engage. So I'm cool
You
to say that
sure?
we did that, yeah.
Okay, so
But you just got us the outside inch and the yellow team.
There
So-
is loads and loads of ways you can manipulate consolidating and piling in the fight phase for your benefit.
yeah.
And you can even use it to do things like move, block. I mean, I have forever played World Eaters, right? Con Berserker's activating twice. There is so much free movement to be gained that people forget about.
It's like there's all these lessons on the academy where you can watch this kind of stuff.
But it's true though, isn't it, Steve? Like
Yeah.
how many people will do the fight, roll the dice, the opponent removes models, and they forget to consolidate 3 inches, and that 3 inches is a big deal, and it can make a massive difference later on in the game.
Well,
that
it's 6
extra
inches,
movement.
isn't it? 3-inch piling, 3-inch
Yeah,
consolidation.
absolutely.
Yeah, awesome. All right then. So yeah, you get your 2
So I'll get
points.
two for that, 3 for grind, and I started a rod.
So, did you spend any CP in that turn?
I did. I only spent 2 CP for the.
So you're down to
double
8?
shoot. Yes. Oh yeah, because I didn't gain my one.
I gain a CP. I'm up to 8 now,
Ooh.
and I am on 2 objectives. So I score 10 points.
That's why that charge would always
Big
been
10.
really nice.
I can add 10 to a score quite easily as well, so it's great, Steve. Keep that one up.
All
Easy
right
for
then.
Eddie's maths.
Right. So what you've also done by charging me here, now because you wanted to get the engage, that does mean I am going to be free to move out, as we said
Yeah,
earlier, to
that's
get my
fine.
rod.
Yeah, no problem.
If you-
There was no way of stopping
yeah,
that.
if you
so.
do stay there, then I mean, in fairness, I move over you anyway because I'm a
Yeah.
Harlequin, so it would have made 0 difference
Yeah.
whatsoever.
As I said, my goal was to try and kill the transport, just to try and get
Yeah.
them out. So, and equally also use that thing to get me on the objective.
Mm-hmm. Like it.
So we're coming into the super chat phase in a second, so get ready for it, chat.
Yeah.
We're ready. We're waiting.
We're ready for you. I'm ready to receive you. Super chats, Jake. What are you all about? I have twice now. There's a big button on the end of this new piece of equipment, this new switcher that says fade to black. And if I press it, and I'll show you guys now live. If I press this one button, it does that.
It fades to black. That's
It
weird.
quite literally
Surprising.
fades to black, yeah. And if I press it again, it comes off, right? And people keep saying I've pressed it twice because I have such a big switcher now. I actually have to use both hands to press all the buttons, so we can do all those different camera angles and do Robbie cam and Daisy cam and top down cam and commentator cam, etc. So if I do that, it's just because I'm getting used to this. But Gaz Briley has asked if when it fades to black, is it the commentator's blinking?
Yeah, we only blink once every hour. It's just such a riveting game. We can't take our eyes off of it.
This is an interesting price for a super chat, Eddie.
Oh wow! So we've got a super chat from Kylan for £6.66. That is interesting.
Yeah.
There's
Loving
probably
the
a very
reports
good reason.
and
for that.
great beard Liam. I would also attest to that. Tempted to join the academy if there was a dance off before rolling saves when characters fight. I think that could probably be arranged.
What, we can have a dance
A
off?
Steve versus Jake dance off for the first character fight tonight.
I mean,
I think it's going to be a big one as well, because not to put spoiler alerts on anyone, but the incarnate.
what a great way to come into the academy as well.
yeah.
I'm game.
If you go to the if you sign up to the academy, me and Steve will have a dance off for
There
the
you
first
go.
character fight.
Yeah, what we'll do is just as the stream ends, what we can do is we can fade to black, pull the table out of the way, and create some space.
We're not doing like Just Dance 2, are we?
I mean,
High School Musical it.
someone's just said more fade to black than the Sopranos.
Oh,
Keep it up, Liam. Fat hands.
Kylo says, "Love his beard, something to hold on to." Cheeky, cheeky Kylo.
Cheeky. Keep it PC, boys.
PC
Girls.
principle.
The fade is like the end of a sitcom, and I expect to see the credits rolling. We haven't
We need
got
credits.
I've now got credits working on my stream. Did you see
Yeah,
them
you
yesterday?
did. So we discussed this in length.
Does
I
it just
also-
say Liam Dempsey?
No,
Liam
no.
Dempsey, Liam Dempsey.
The credits on my stream roll anybody who super chatted, became a member, subbed on Twitch, or donated on Twitch.
That's great.
I know, really good, right?
There you go. Made me look a fool.
Basically, I use my stream as a test
You're
bed
gonna-
for
you're a
the
smart
tech
man.
before we then bring it into Steve
Give him
and
the
blow his
mirror.
mind.
And still get it wrong and mute everyone
Yeah,
at the
see,
beginning of the
I've
match.
intended the blade guard just to be touching that, so they
Right.
should be within 3.
Okay.
What's going on, Jakey? I've just switched to camera 1. What's going
Oh,
on?
we're just discussing characters.
Oh,
and-
okay.
So I've got the blade guard up against the wall.
In camera
So
2,
I
here
can
we
try
are.
and
Protect your.
keep the Primaris chaplain safe,
Okay.
because otherwise he's dead.
So what I've done is I've made that unit. What I've done with all my characters here
Yeah.
is I've made him the closest
Just visible.
visible unit, so I can smite him off the table.
Yeah, no problem.
Smite him.
Luckily, you are -2
Smite
to
me,
cast.
almighty smiter!
Yeah, -2 to cast, but I don't get. I'll only get to deny the. Oh, well, actually,
You'll show up,
I'll get to
Yeah,
deny
you
all
will.
of them,
I'm
which
just
is cool.
waiting.
But I only get 1 deny.
He almost chats as much as Bob.
So, any Academy members that are watching will know already that we have our own in-house tournament coming up. And if anyone wants to join and become a VT Academy member, then they can get involved. It'll be coming up in the next couple of weeks or so, I think. So
Is
we've
it a
got-
TTS one, is it?
It is a TTS one, yeah.
Okay. And there's also another Factorum event at the end of this month as well. Tickets are on sale on the Factorum Facebook
And
page.
you get. Do you get money off if you're an Academy member? Is
You
that-
do.
You get 10%
you
off
go.
if you're an Academy member.
Wow, look at that.
So another benefit of the Academy.
And whilst we're in the super chat phase, we've had $5 from the Moostradamus. He's throwing money at you tonight, Steve.
Legend.
Yes.
What a boy.
If you all could instill one piece of advice to a new player in 40k, what would it be? Where should we start? Steve's thinking, Jakey, so we'll start with you.
Oh, just go with what you like. Don't like no, honestly, like the amount of times, like when I used to do work for GW in the shop side of things, the amount of times when people come in and go like, oh, I want the army that will do well, and at the end of the day, it's go with what you like the look of,
Yeah.
because then eventually you will find a way to make it work, which is also what the Academy does a lot as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, just go with what you like and run what you want. Obviously, don't be oblivious to like obviously if a certain unit's really useful for you. Obviously don't be afraid to put it in your army if it's going to help a lot. But yeah, ultimately just go with what you like.
Eddie, what about yourself? Any advice for new players?
I would say my best piece of advice would be to build around your secondaries when you are building your list. Just have a real look through what you've got available in your codex, if you've got a 9th edition one, or obviously in the chapter approved, this little number. And just try and think about those secondaries when you're building your list to begin with, because I think it'll really help you win games.
Yeah, absolutely. I think if I was to try and chuck any advice at a new player nowadays, there's tons of content online for 40k on YouTube. It's a great place to learn and to understand how games work, understand the mechanics. Streams like these with Steve. There's plenty of channels out there as well. Tabletop Tactics, Winter's SEO, Hellstorm, all those different channels that exist. You can learn tons for the game in those channels, but you also have to be careful not to listen too much to other people's opinions.
Can you remember that?
So, like Jakey said at the start, if you want to play something and you end up going on a forum like Daka or a Facebook page and everyone tells you it's rubbish, be a bit careful how much that you listen to. If you love it, and I'm sure you're going to make it work. The internet can be an echo chamber of advice, and not all of it is great.
Yeah.
So, find people that you sort of relate to, and find people that whose content you enjoy and are running the factions that you want to run, and then kind of focusing on that. I think is the best thing, the best piece of advice I give people. Now, I am conscious Steve is thinking, so we're going to see if he can think and advise at the same time. Steve, have you got any advice for new players?
Well, I mean, aside from just joining the academy, I mean, I think that is.
On top of joining the
No,
Academy.
so just to follow on from what Liam said, be careful who you listen to.
Yeah.
There is so much out there, so much information, and it's a little bit like when I still do now. I do a lot of coaching for fitness and nutrition. There's more than one way to skin a cat. However, if you try and do absolutely everything, if you try and intermittent fasting, you try and do keto, you try and do running, weightlifting, Olympic weightlifting, powerlifting, fasting in the morning, juice dieting, you're actually never going to achieve anything. All you need to do is understand your next logical step and follow the correct path that is right for you in order to get you there. So it just needs to be literally laid out in front, and just take those steps. So lean into one type of guidance. So if you're watching us, fantastic. If you're watching somebody like Winter's SEO or Deployment Zone, brilliant. The guys over it, for example, you've got Tabletop Titans, give us some great advice as well. So whatever it might be, just lean into that approach and follow the progressions that they lay out. Okay, we've got a free course called Learn to Play 40k. Sign up for that. All we get is your email address, and what you get in return is a full modular-based systematic approach of you improving the game. So yeah, just lean into that one way.
And is the first month on the Academy still half price? Is that still a thing?
The first month of the Academy is still half price, yeah. So now's a great time to do that before September. That'll be our 2nd birthday.
Ooh. What are we doing for that? We need to get you a big cake.
Should we get a big cake?
One giant cake.
A big protein bar cake.
Steve has to eat it all on stream, yeah.
I think you'd do that.
And we have...
Especially if it's cookie and cream protein bar.
So I hope that answers the question from the Nostradamus. Thank you so much for the super chat, you absolute legend. And whilst we're talking super chats, James Parrott Young has said, for £5, I have a rules question regarding how and if the Custody Strat Tanglefoot grenade works on Death Guard or not due to their inexorable advance ability. Now I think Tanglefoot doesn't work because of inexorable advance.
They can't take any modifiers to their movement.
Yeah.
Correct.
So Tanglefoot is an amazing stratagem. If you guys don't know what that means, it's a stratagem that the Custodians have in their arsenal, and they can use it in the movement or charge phase. And they roll basically a d6, and they subtract that from your opponent's movement or charge distance, which is amazing. I've been caught out by it a number of times playing Wild Eaters against Custodies. But because of Death Guard's inexorable advance, you cannot modify their movement or their charge. So Tanglefoot grenades just doesn't work. And if they were to use it, they'd be spending a command point for absolutely nothing.
Yeah, great advice there, I think, everybody. Good team effort.
Cam, I think it's pronounced Wagaman, actually, not Wageman, apparently. Or Wagman. He says he's still waiting for Steve to eat a model on stream.
Well, yeah, why is
What
that?
happened to that model? Have you already had
He's
that?
eaten it.
You've eaten it already? I thought you were supposed to eat it live on stream.
When did I ever agree to eating a model?
didn't you lose
We
a
did
little
do a
bet?
super chat for eating a model.
Yeah, pretty sure you did, Steve.
I don't remember this, Steve. I don't remember this.
Don't take his side,
And if
Liam.
I mean, to be honest
it
with
was
you,
made of marzipan.
if he's
apparently.
gonna do it, that we have got the income on the table, that'd be an interesting one.
Yeah, no, please don't.
We
I've
do have
already
two-
glued it back together
we
about
have
3
2 yin
times today.
cards, so it's all right. Yeah, we've got 2 yin cards.
Okay, so now I could rod here when I've got the opportunity to, and I might do that because I was on the line.
Because you got your deep
I've moved over. I've just brought those in.
So Steve,
So what about the ones in here?
Still in there.
why wouldn't you rod in that corner? Because what you taught me
Yep.
was if you can rod in the opponent's deployment zone or that back table quarter, the one that's furthest away from you, just do it.
Okay, so because I had those 2 remaining guys that were on the line,
Yep.
they've got movement 8, and their base is under an inch. They've been able to move 6 to clear the line.
Yep.
And so I'm actually going to quarter, still in Jake's, but I've got the opportunity to do this with a 2-man unit.
Yeah.
Okay. Now the unit I've brought in over here is actually just helping me screen out Jake. Okay, so what we've got is loads of 9 and 18-inch auras absolutely everywhere, so that what we can try and do is zone out. And basically, I've still got this unit inside this objective. Sorry, inside this Star Weaver here. Okay, so if he does explode, I can get out 3 on the other side of this building, and then I can rod next turn.
Yeah. So what we're saying is with that 2-man unit that we're looking at the bottom of the screen right now, that's why wouldn't you rod is what I'm asking. It's almost a given that you have to get that done if you're going to max out.
They're dead next game.
Yeah, if you're going to max out retrieve Octarius data, now's the time to just do it. And you're conscious, and for those of you that are aware, you know you're going to lose those 2. And I think to play 40k, you have to be prepared to lose units.
Oh yeah.
You have to be prepared to lose models. And Steve knows those 2 are probably dead whether they rod or not. So you might as well get the points out of them.
Yeah, it's a sacrifice.
My Grey Knight list is just around losing models, basically.
So games or models?
Poor old Jeff. Oh, wow.
I went 3 and
Eddie,
2, I have
shots
you know.
Eddie, that was harsh.
The only
But who
thing
did you play against?
Robbie and Blood Angels and White Scars, Paddy and Tristan. Tristan on the Academy and Paddy who won Best Painted, who is also a very good friend of mine.
Paddy's army was incredible, I have to say.
I'm so glad he came along.
Yeah. He
That's
spent
all-
4 years working on that, apparently.
No, more than that. More
Longer?
than that, yeah.
Wow, it looks incredible.
I've known him for free, and he was like just halfway through at that point.
So I just wanted to check before I confirm that this unit is going here, if I could keep them off reserve for a little bit longer. I can't. I've got to bring them back on this turn. So they are going to stay there. But
Do you
while
have
we're
another
doing the super
unit in
chat,
reserve?
no, just the one.
Oh, okay.
I spent the CP and put them up.
Oh,
turn
okay.
four.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay then. So we're now on to the psychic phase. Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you're minus.
This
Dangerous
is-
phase for you.
Yeah.
My favourite phase of the game.
The
you're
phase where
minus-
Jake does the most damage.
We're going to go with the Incarn first.
Right.
And
Smith.
she's going to cast Targeted Smite
Oh.
Okay.
on the Chaplain.
Yeah. So you're -2.
That fails.
Yeah, that's all right.
And -2 because
The
The
Collector's
Collector's
Assassin.
Assassin.
If you'd have left him where he was,
Yeah.
he wouldn't have done anything.
No.
Right, okay, so, wish I didn't coach you now. Right, then, now we're going to try to
You
go
played
for-
yourself.
I'm not used to using him, so it's nice to have because you use him all the time. So
Yeah, we're now going to go for re-roll ones.
on the
7
it's a 5.
5.
goes to a 5.
I think it's off. I'm pretty sure it's on a 5.
Let's have a little look at that one. Could be a 5. Let's get these up now because there's going to be a lot of...
There's going to be a lot of this.
While you're having a look at that, we did actually miss a super chat.
Yeah.
Did we?
Yeah, we did, from Casey Burke
Yeah.
for $10. He said, any tips for playing Dark Angels against Monster Mash with Be'lakor? Currently running 1 squad of Deathwing Terminators, 1 squad of Deathwing Knights, 3 times Deathwing Command Squads, and he's got multi-melter bites, Hellblasters, Talonmaster,
got
Land
loads.
Speed of Vengeance for shooting. So you've got quite a good list there. I mean, I play Dark Angels, so that, I mean, I'm seeing some of the things that I would want to see in there. What do you think?
We did miss
Steve?
that super chat. How did we miss that, Eddie?
Oh, don't worry. I may have glasses, but I luckily somehow spotted it.
Oh, sorry. I don't know what you were doing.
Just trying to measure because that Shadow Seer's out
I mean,
of 18.
I would say
Is she in denial?
the command
I'm pretty
squads.
Sure she wouldn't be.
No.
No, because he's way. Yeah.
Keep talking, Eddie.
Sorry, I would say that the command squads and the Talon Masters should be in pretty much every list. Well, the ones that I make for Dark Angels because they are an amazing combination. I actually really like the Vengeances just for their flexible output, and I think that the Deathwing Knights are going to be great against Monster Mash because they've got some abilities to really give them a good crumping. So I think keep them in the list. I don't know what your thoughts are on it, Steve. Whether you think against Monster Mash in particular, Deathwing Knights I think are a good shout. Wouldn't you say?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think by the sounds of your list, you've got the tools in the toolbox.
Yeah, I
it's
think-
not like you've got loads of things to do like lots of shooting. So I think you've certainly got it in there.
Yeah, you
And
just
now
need
it's
to
just a
be
case of
careful.
experience and using it in the right place.
Yeah, positioning is everything.
Okay, so this Psyker is outside of the Cluxus range and outside of the Knight. So I'm going to go with him next. This is the one that actually perils earlier. Now, 5. That
what were
is.
you wanting to do?
So I'm going to cut. I didn't even say, did I? I just
it's
rolled
fine.
some
What,
dice.
what, are we, what
I'm
going to
be smiting in shards of lighting, basically.
Yeah. So do you want to say that's a smite?
Let's 50-50 it because
Yeah.
I didn't
Okay.
say it. So 1, 2, 3 is a
It's
smite. 4, 5,
5,
6. It's a shards of light. It's a smite. So it's D3 mortal wounds on the chaplain. That's 3.
So he's down to 4 wounds.
Then we'll go with shards of light. This cast on a 7 that fails. Now I'd love that to go off, but
What's it do?
basically it's another D3 mortal wounds and also makes you -1 leadership. But I'm not going to get greedy. So we're then going to move on to this next one. This is the Shadow Seer that is inside that range.
And not in deny range?
I'm probably outside of 24.
We'll just... Yeah, there's only 24s there, so she's just out.
But this one will
The
be in.
yellow hatted one is.
Okay, so we'll go with this one next. And this is my Warlord. She will go for the -1 to hit power, I believe.
Ooh.
Let's have a little look.
Have a cheeky check.
Want to get this right.
Little look.
Veil
cheeky
of
check.
Time. No, not Twilight. So she's just going to go for a smite. And that fails now.
Fails, 'cause it's
of the
-2,
Yeah.
yeah.
Then the smites failed. Then we'll go with Veil of Time, Harlequins Infantry Unit. That also fails, so it goes from a 7 because it's reduced down to a 6. This next one is also going to cast a smite.
Is that the yellow hatted?
Yeah,
One?
so
So
you
I
can-
can try and deny if I want.
Still failed it.
Wow.
And then the next power is going to be trying to do the fog. That also fails. Cool. So that Clux Assassin really coming in quite clutch there.
Yeah.
Shows
That's
you
why
how
one's
important.
made it into my list.
But it shows you how important the Colexis is and why Steve takes him in almost every Imperial list he's got.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're
How many?
worth it.
How many points is he?
100.
100 points.
I mean, that's
a
worth it.
fat
right?
hundy.
But if you'd have left him back there,
Yeah.
Wouldn't
what I
do
want.
anything, yeah.
do what I
exactly.
want. And all those powers would have gone off. Chaplain would have been picked up. Yeah, and that would have been a completely different scenario. So now we're into the shooting phase. And you've said you've left 3 inches, right?
Yeah.
So I can't
So
target
they're
him.
right up against the walls. They are touching the walls. You can charge them.
Okay.
But it was the risk I had to take.
So it really didn't go as well as I'd hoped, but he is going to shoot it because it is closest.
Yep.
In fact, no, what I'll go is on this 5-man unit over here
Yeah.
with the 6 shots because they're outside of the cover, so you're not going to get your armor save. And
Yeah,
that's a
no.
strong hit roll there.
Ooh.
Look at that, Steve.
We've got
1 at -3.
1 at -3 and 4 armor saves.
So the 1 at -3, I fail, so 1 will die.
Yeah.
And the 4 armor saves, all right.
They're okay.
So the 1 cheeky chappy dies.
All right then. Then we've got a pistol from the Troop Master into the same unit. That wounds.
Ooh, one.
Takes a wound. These are behind the cover, so you can't overwatch me.
No.
So now we're into the charge phase. So what we're going to do first of all is the Yinkan is going to charge into this big blob here.
Just stand. I don't think I can set to the fence.
Oh,
I'm
hang on
not
a
all in the
second.
scenery.
Hang on a second. See, what I didn't realise earlier is my mistake. So what I was planning on doing was shooting this unit,
Yeah.
and then, sorry, this one was 2 wounds left.
Yeah.
I was going to shoot you there,
Yeah.
and then I was going to fire and fade.
Do you want to do that?
No, because I can't target you because you told me about your
Oh,
blade
yeah.
guard, you see.
Okay.
So,
Is it indirect?
no, it's not.
Oh, right.
Unfortunately, I need the line of sight. So unfortunately, that's not going to be. I should have walked all the way around, but it's one of those things with the stream.
I don't mind if you want to do it.
It's all good. I got my smites off, so I'm not
Okay,
going to take
alright.
both. So the Incarn, you're up against the wall
Oh.
on the 12,
Yeah. Bang.
straight in.
think someone's dead here.
Yeah. Hopefully, and then this Troop Master
Yeah.
is going to go into this unit here of Incursors.
Yeah. I'll just stand.
Yep. Like so. Then this yellow team, green team's going to go into this big unit. 10.
They've got very original nicknames. That's what we like.
Big team.
Hey, yeah, no, green team.
Yellow
green
team,
team.
green team.
I
Yellow
quite missed
team.
the Knights. They had great names.
The Knights
well
had
with
the
those.
best
Oh
names
yeah,
you've had on the stream
spikes,
so far.
spikes,
Bites.
pipes, and
And
Bites.
Yeah, that's it.
Then the
had to
shadows.
close my eyes to remember that one
That's
as
a
well.
task that was. It's been a long day, Jake.
Yeah.
The yellow team's going to go into this unit of Incursors.
Making charges all over the place, Steve.
Yep. I'm just going to go within an
They're
inch.
just clowning about.
Whee.
Oi.
He's here all day.
Shadow Seer going into the big unit because I need to get these out of dodge from
Yeah.
your eliminators. Next Shadow Seer going into that unit. Double 1, I can't fail it. So it's
Yeah,
gonna just
they're
go
all
to there.
within
This Shadow Seer is also going to go in as well.
plenty.
10.
You can flip over if you
I'm
want.
gonna
Look at these
flip.
big charges
gonna
from
flip
Mr.
over.
Box.
Well, I went from double 1
Because that's
mate
the
to
one
a
on
10.
2. That's the one on 2 wounds. So that's good to get
Need
her
to
out
get
of line of
yeah,
sight.
out of that line of sight, yeah, from those eliminators because I do not want to get shot. And then what we've got over here is this guy right here because I really wanted to get rid of that chaplain to stop those litanies going off. I'm just going to. I've got 4 wounds left.
Because I can heroic intervene. I'm assuming you would have been outside 3, so I can't heroically intervene.
I'm going to charge.
Oh. There we
That's
go.
4 inches.
Don't need to.
Just to pop to
It's not a
there
lot to
like
work with
so.
there, Steve.
Okay.
4 inches, not a lot to work with.
No, it's not. Then what we're going to do is that unit rodded over there.
Mm-hmm.
This unit here is going to attempt to charge.
I'm going to go for it.
Yeah, I'm going to attempt to charge on your Libby.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Or shall I go? No, I'll go on the chaplain.
So you'll need a 9.
Yeah, I'm going to need a 9.
Oh,
That's
look.
on the chaplain. He's there in.
Ooh. That's big.
Yeah, that is nice. And I'm going to stay outside of 3 inches from that
Yeah, so
character
can't heroic intervention. That's absolutely fine.
there. Okay. And then any other charges? Tempted with this blue unit to go on these incursors over here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Give it a go.
I am within 9, so I need an 8. Jake, if you don't mind rolling me a charge roll,
Oh,
please.
Steve. No, wow. Go on. It's a 7.
Okay, cool. That's that then.
I did. We did say.
Yes, no problem.
Camera 1 is frozen.
Jake, don't forget about your doctrine, about your surgical strikes.
Yes, because I get +1 to hit and wound versus characters.
You do. You must not forget that one.
You must never forget what happened this
Never
day.
forget.
Any
Also,
luck?
I forgot I played 6s in combat. I'm going to remember that now, Robbie. Thank you. That one's Robbie Cam's okay. Oh, is it Robbie Cam?
Battery pack on camera 1, Stephen.
Battery pack, camera 1.
We're on it. Stream.
Robbie, battery over there, please.
Don't you worry, team. It's all right. Eddie, I think it's time that I bought those continuous power packs we were talking about earlier.
Yeah, so we were discussing how can we stop this happening, and obviously Liam and I were ahead of the game, but we don't actually have the equipment yet, so we need
No.
to test it on his stream first, and then bring it here, and it'll fail next week for you.
Live tech support look on Daisy Cam there.
Oh,
Steve,
look
changing
at that,
This is what we like to see.
that bright light blinding everyone's eyes.
No, it's like he's come in like a saviour.
Mr. Box in action, putting out fires. While Liam
And we're
I sit
back.
here.
There, look at that.
Is that definitely on track? Can you
Jake
check
in
his
glorious
the
HD.
green light's going?
Oh, I went to
Awesome.
switch it.
Cool. That
Okay,
gave me
then.
a bit of time to decide some stratagems. So that's okay.
Thank you for waiting for us, chat there, and thank you very much, Steve, for live tech support. You're
You're
absolutely
a hero.
hero.
No problem.
One and all.
Right then, into the charge phase, combat phase.
Cool.
I'm going to go first of all with this big unit of 5.
Clowns. So, oh,
You've got
Oh, no, I
exploding
can-
sixes.
I'm gonna
remember, as
spend-
well, Jake.
oh, huh?
You got exploding sixes as well.
I forgot that last game. I was just saying to Robbie, I'm going to remember that this turn. So,
I'm going to spend 2 CPs
yeah.
for +1 damage.
Ooh.
And then I'm going to spend
Oh.
another
Oh God.
2 CPs.
Ooh.
How many have you got?
I've got 8, so I've got enough to interrupt,
So you've got enough to interrupt.
and I've got enough for transhuman,
Transhuman. So
which is more what I'm looking at.
yeah, because I'm wounding on 4s anyway.
Yeah.
So there's no point me doing the 2 CPs reroll to wounds.
Okay.
So
But you're rerolling wounds anyway.
sorry, +1 to wound
Oh,
I can
sorry,
get. Yeah.
that's
So you're only spending 2 in total, not 4.
I'm going to do 2.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
because I can do transhuman when I'm targeted, so I can wait till if the incarn gets the fight. to
Yes,
do it. Yeah, so
exactly,
I'm going to
yeah.
wait to spend my CP, but
Yeah.
I will pretty much be interrupting.
Cool. Right. So yeah, here we go then.
Here
Looking
we
for
go.
3s. No
That's
rerolls.
a solid roll, Steve.
That's good, mate. That's
That's
really
a
good.
really good roll. Look at that.
I like it. I
He's
like
peaked.
He likes it.
it. Now that was straight out the hands that time. We're going to put them in the cup this time.
That was
We're going to
brave.
see the cup to hand ratio. See if
We're going to go
Watson
cup because I think it's safer in the cup.
Everyone loves a good cupping.
I don't
4s.
even understand that reference.
Ooh.
Well, that was terrible
Well, that was very bad. But
Don't worry, I
you've
got the
reroll
rerolls.
wounds.
because I'm a troop master.
You a master of what?
Troops. Okay, so Jakey, you've
I'm
got
just gonna pick these.
that many 6-ups.
And it's plus
Many.
1 damage in it.
It's +1 damage, yeah.
Oh no, don't like that.
You've done well. You've rolled 4 6s.
But
That's 3, 6,
It's-
9, 10. That's
it's
the unit.
exactly the unit.
That's the unit gone.
That is quick maths from
Captain
Stephen Box.
efficiency.
So now, because I've destroyed a unit, the Incarn now
Can
can
actually
pop
pop
up
round.
inside and keep myself safe from those pesky eliminators, you see?
Pesky eliminators.
It's cheeky.
Yeah.
Delicately placed. Then,
Have you ever built that model, Jake?
what, the Incarn?
Yeah.
I built 3.
It's disgusting.
So I built 1 for myself, and I built 1 for conversion. That was even worse. And then for some reason I wanted to build another one.
You're
It's
saying they're
disgusting.
disgusting to build?
Do you-
They're disgusting to build, so Steve wants to
No.
be gentle with it because you don't want to break it.
His sword has snapped twice today.
They're on the bottom level of the green team, by the way.
Yeah.
Obviously. Do you want to interrupt anywhere?
Now, they can't. What damage are these guys? They're all just 1,
One.
aren't they?
Just
And
the
you'll
one
be
damage.
winning me on 5s.
Yeah, but I've got.
You've got a strat for +1.
Yeah.
Or I could fight here.
Mm-hmm.
And how many attacks are these?
He's going to get 6 attacks.
It's more your yellow team, though, isn't it?
Yeah. But he's based those 2 models.
Yeah, so I can get 3 attacks on the yellow ones at the moment. Oh, no, I can't.
No, because they're just
I can
within
get
an
2
inch.
attacks on the yellow ones
Yeah.
and 2 attacks on him. Or I can try and make sure.
No, this guy won't because I'm only within an inch, not half an inch.
Oh, so
So 3 have to go on
Oh,
him.
he can pile in like that.
Okay,
and
true.
Then
Yep.
create that.
Like
so,
that. Yep.
So yeah, I'll just fight on them.
Okay.
Might as well. So sergeant's on the troop master.
Yep.
So Threes to hit. Oh no, twos to hit because you're a character, and exploding sixes because of my trait.
Okay. Let's see what's happening here.
That was a good roll, Jake.
And
Is that a
then-
2 CP interrupting you there, Jake?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then your toughness 3.
I am, mate.
I'm
but
plus 1 to wound because you're a character, but I'm -1 to wound because of.
Yeah.
So looking at threes again.
That was a good roll from you, mate. This is on the Troop Master.
This is on the Troop Master.
Oh.
Master Blaster.
And that is 5 have gone through.
Wow.
Ouch.
Now, I could CP reroll 1.
They're 5 wounds, aren't they?
I
Yeah.
believe they're 5.
I
Let's
think they're
double
5
check.
wounds. So at the moment,
I'm going to nick
Dead.
your white
So I've-
dice for grind.
I've got
by
a
the way.
50-50 right now that I survive.
yeah. So at the moment, as it stands, the Troop Master's dead, and if Steve manages to successfully re-roll one of these dice on a 4+, I believe, they're invulnerable save,
Yeah.
Yeah,
you keep him alive.
which I'm going to do. I think it's worth it
Yeah.
Defo
to
worth
keep the
it.
Troop Master alive over here. Then I've got that 6+. The 6+, if I roll the 6, I ignore it and I'm alive with the wound left. So here we go.
Well,
Here we go.
so do you have to roll that now before you roll? Oh, yeah, of course you do, actually. It's a stupid question. Ignore me, carry on doing what you're doing.
So I need to see if I'm dead first.
Of
Because
course
it's
you do,
not
yeah.
a feel no pain. This
No,
is
it's-
different.
you
But if
only
you,
do it
but if
on
you do
death.
fail it, you still get all 5 6-ups, don't you?
Nope.
No, it's
1.
It's when you lose the last wound, you roll for
Oh, is
the
it?
last
Yeah,
wound.
it's,
Yeah.
it's
Oh.
different to a feel no pain.
It's why it's better on 1 wound models, but not as good
Yeah.
on
Right,
multi-wound
okay, I'm with you.
models.
Here we go.
Okay. Could be clutch.
This is quite.
This is
I wish I had a
tense.
bag as well. About
This is I don't know. I don't know if this is just Steve keeping tense dice rolling or just flexing.
Steve, don't look. Don't look.
Steve,
No.
keep looking at the main screen, Steve, that I set up for you.
Robbie, quick, composure cam.
Right, it's okay. It's okay.
He's scared.
It's okay. It's okay. We've got a 6.
Okay.
I'm keeping it on main dice cam.
Come on.
Come on.
Then we're going to switch straight to Robbie cam once
Give
it's
me
rolled.
the VT.
D6.
Oh! So,
So
close, yet
close.
so far.
Beautiful composure cam shot there, Robbie.
Damn it.
Fantastic.
That's.
a
How's your
real
boss? It's called.
artist.
We're going to rename
Robbie's
it. How's,
getting really good at tracking with the camera as well, and it's partly to do with the fancy tripod that I bought him, but he's getting really good at tracking
Not
with
like
the camera.
you to take credit though, Liam. So,
Liam's actually the humblest man I've ever met as well.
and almost the most sporting.
Almost, not
Almost.
quite.
You have to
Not
have the
quite.
height to be best.
Now this is
sporting.
on the.
On to the yellow team. So
Why
one
can't I
miss.
just roll a 6 then? You know, or a 4. Either or.
So that will be 4s to win because -1 to win. So 4 more saves, please, Steve. 2 die.
And then 6s. No, nothing. Well, that warlord trait's really coming in handy.
It did on the original, on the first game.
No, I didn't roll 1 yet.
Oh, have you not? Oh,
I've
right.
rolled 1 yet.
Okay. Ignore
Now,
me.
the Incarn did make a charge.
Yes. Oh no.
So what the Incarn can do, although I didn't declare it was an attack, I can still
You can still make your pile in.
I can still make my pile in because next turn I'm going to be swinging first.
Yes.
I was like
Key.
some tactics
There's
like that.
this Yincon, especially how Steve uses it, is a massive mind
And
maze.
same now for all my Shadow Seers. They're
Like
all,
Inception, but with an Incarn, isn't it?
It's
all
like
loads of
Steve's
levels.
this and that.
all the
Yeah.
Shadow Seers are going to pile in and consolidate during their piling consolidation
The-
phases.
The long and short of that is
They're all
so
within
then
an
they
inch.
can get within an inch.
They're all within an
And
inch.
that was the benefit of obviously me interrupting here,
Mhm.
because obviously if I didn't interrupt here,
Yep.
then they would have piled in,
Yep.
and then I would have got to swing on them.
And now I'm going to pop these models over here
And
to
they're gonna
wrap
fight
you there. Okay.
And now they're.
So the full wrap is on.
I can get out this way,
No,
but,
but
oh
that-
no,
but that
with that
model
one guy.
can't,
So I
you
have to
see?
use desperate breakout there.
You do. Emotional breakout.
Always wrap up.
Lots of crying.
So then what we've got is 15 attacks now.
He's riding the line, isn't he? He's riding the line tonight. You've just got a finger point from Big Daddy Box.
I know,
there.
yeah, I saw that.
That's another strike.
Watch it.
Luckily, no rerolls to weens now, so I'm happy about that.
Just 4s. But the problem is you can obviously slay the model
Yeah.
that...
Well, I've got to take this one at least first.
Oh, you do, yeah.
That's the thing.
So that many 6-ups, mate.
So
Okay.
none. So 1, 2, 3, 1.5. So long and short, we'll just keep the sergeant.
Yep.
Oh.
Cool. And then they will... I've got the pile in. I can still wrap you up nice and tight there. Okay?
Nice.
Beautiful. Rightio.
Well, so then you'll get a 2 each, right?
Okay. That's that then. So my rest of my combat phase now. You can't do anything now, can you?
No. I could fight on death with him, but only if he can.
So I'm going to go with the 4 attacks from the Star Weaver.
Oh.
3 hits. No wounds.
Just the
Then
no
one,
wing.
It's tense. It's tense.
2. It's the
That's
question
just
now.
Steve.
1, 2, Do I go +1 to wound?
My little
1, 2,
guy.
3, 4.
That's it. That's that 2 CP strat you were thinking about using earlier but didn't.
Yeah, but now might be pretty clutch because
Could
I'm
be
wounding on
worth it.
5s on that
And
chaplain.
there's no rerolls.
Yeah.
And he's
no
got
rerolls.
4 wounds.
And I got
There's 4
5
economical saves.
CPs.
Yeah, you do. 5.
So if I spend 2, I'm down to 3, aren't I?
Mm.
Yeah, that's how maths works.
That
Yes.
is it, yeah.
We like to confirm it,
Should have
though.
kept the calculator.
And how many wounds you got left? 'Cause
I've only got 4 left.
Oh, you've
I
only got
just got
4
a
left?
Yeah.
Oh, easy, mate. Don't you worry about that.
Easy peasy.
Lemon squeezy.
Easy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Steve, I'm loving having all these camera angles to work with. By the way,
Yeah.
They
good.
really do look fantastic.
it's amazing.
Because we've got a great team, isn't it? Great stream team.
Yeah, dream team.
The stream dream team.
There's a lot of
Dream
ones.
stream.
lot
Are
of
you
ones
spending
there.
the CP?
No, I'm not spending it. No.
You didn't spend the 2 CP.
And the
not
reason
spending it.
is because you found out I was on. I only had 4 wings left.
Yeah. I need to see these.
These are 5s, right?
These are 5s.
Ooh.
1, 2, 3, 4. See, even if I spent the 2 CPs,
5.
it wouldn't have done anything anyway. So I knew I could predict my poor dice rolls of rolling 4s. So 5 saves then, mate.
It's 4 plus, and
You-
I fail 1.
Failed 1. Cool.
Yeah, it was a good calculation there.
But
Failing
now,
1 though. That's not. I mean, what was the save at that point? Was it still 3 up?
4 plus.
4 plus. Okay.
however, the fun's not over.
This is where Steve's going to do some.
Now I'm going to spend 2
some
CPs.
Vanguard tactics. There you go. And you're
So
gonna.
I'm going to fall back with that unit. That's just 4.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm
I want to take the transport anyway.
mildly confused. Oh,
It's
And
a.
And I can move over units.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm going to do is plonk them there.
And take that objective off me.
Ah, that is
And-
a slippery move.
Because you don't have an OBSEC model on here.
I've got 1 obsec model.
Where?
And infiltrators.
Oh, it's because. Okay, yep. Right, in that case, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 models.
I'm prepared for this. I'm prepared for this exact thing.
I didn't realise because I thought he wasn't. I thought it was a different character. Okay, so that doesn't work at all.
They are in.
Right, so you're
coherence,
putting
they
that on
just
there.
can't.
Right. Okay, so that completely falls the plan.
You can go back and hide.
beautiful shot from Robbie Cam
Okay,
there.
sorry. I thought you didn't have an OBSEC model on there.
No.
So that would have been a great move there, Jake, but you've ruined it with your tactics. Of,
It's because I knew
The
this.
training's been paying off.
It's because I knew this happens. Because I was like, he's just going to charge in there. He's going to fall back. And he's going to be a tactical mastermind. And I
I'm gonna
just
try
can't
and-
handle it.
I'm gonna
I
try-
really was waiting for you to do it.
I'm going to try and say this, Eddie. You saw
I
the
saw
comment.
it,
Just
I was
looked
like,
at me.
I was going to ask you to say it. To be
Yeah,
honest.
Eddie read it on the screen and just looked at me in the side.
I
So,
was like, come on.
Tom Kando says, "Stream Dream Team makes the Dream Stream Dream Team work."
I'm impressed.
Did it
That's a
first
tongue
I'm
time.
twister.
impressed.
First time.
I would have
yeah.
made a right
quite
meal of that,
impressive.
so I'm very proud of you for that one.
Okay, so I can move. Well, I wouldn't have spent the 2 ZPs. I'll just
No,
took the
let's-
punches back.
yeah.
But I've said it. I
Right.
should have checked, and that's my own fault. So I'm still going to move out.
Yeah, that's fine.
You still spending those 2 CP, Steve? Yeah.
Because otherwise the
You're still
chaplain
spending them.
potentially-
I am going to still spend them. Yeah.
You're down
Okay.
to 3. It's getting tight.
Back to Robbie Cam to see what he's doing.
There, right, with my piling.
Yeah.
So I can put 5 models on there, basically.
So for those of you that aren't clear as to what's just happened and what's going on, Steve had originally used that 2 CP move because Harlequins can move over other models to dump his quins on an objective. That objective you can see right there on the screen right now. Now, if Jake had had no OBSEC models on that objective, Steve would have then taken that objective off of Jake and he would have held it, stopping Jake from scoring points in the start of Jake's next turn. Now, Jake, as you can see in the bottom of that objective, has got an infiltrator on that, which is an OBSEC model. So Steve might have more OBSEC models than Jake has got, but Jake outnumbers him in total. And it doesn't matter how many OBSEC models each side has got. If you've both got a single OBSEC model, it just simply goes to model count after that, which is why Steve is now no longer leaping onto that objective.
Yeah.
However, so what I've decided to do instead is basically zone out.
The
Yeah.
zone.
Yeah.
Yeah. The best way to think about it is if you've both got OBSEC models on there, neither of
It's
you
just
do,
down
and
to
it just
who
comes
has
down
the
to-
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
number of models, right?
Yeah, so I'm
That's
just.
something that people often get wrong, though.
Yeah, it
People
is.
often think that,
Well, I thought for ages it was who had the most OBSEC models,
yeah.
and then I found out
It's just key to clarify that for you guys so you
Yeah.
can work out why he was going to do it and then why he suddenly
it's
decided
very,
not
very
to.
important.
Because you've got your suppressors now.
I've got T-Unit suppressors and my Vanguard Tactics Veterans.
So what I'm going to do is basically move them here. So therefore, if you want to come on, because I've got a movement of 8,
Yeah.
I'm basically...
You're making my life difficult.
I'm making it extremely difficult for you to place these models. So the only real place you can go is you can go over here.
Yeah.
And you can go over here.
Yeah.
That's kind of where I'm leaving you. All right? That's what I've left you.
Thank
for
you.
now. No problem, mate. And just make sure I'm left myself within 3 there. Cool.
No.
Right.
Right. So
That's me.
chaplain time.
Chaplain time, yeah.
So, heading on twos. Getting
Don't
6
forget
for
those
exploding.
explodings. There he is.
I'm now
my
remembering
boy.
it. He's strength 6 with his craziest, so
Yeah.
2 at -1 doing 2 damage.
4 ups. Loves it.
Loves it.
Okay.
Cool.
All right then. That's me.
Lovely.
Now I've got a how's your bottle test, aka morale test, on this guy to do. So he lost 4.
You
There's
did.
no other modifiers for him.
Nope.
He's all right then.
He's all right then.
Sadly.
Right, so I've got my second rod, I've got my stranglehold, and I've still got my to the last on the table.
Just.
Going well at the moment, Steve. Just about.
So, my go.
Yes.
I'm going to gain a CP,
Okay.
and I'm only holding 1 objective.
Oh.
So I'm going to go up to...
Oh, it's nearly none.
7
wasn't it?
CP is
It
that,
was
Jake?
nearly
It's
none.
7 CP now.
And
So
then 5 primary points.
5 primary points. Litanies wise, we're going to do reroll hits in combat. So
Okay.
Litany of Hate, that's off because he's a Master of Sanctity.
He sure is a master.
He's a Master. And then... Oh no, it's not off because he's not a Wise Orator. So that's...
He's a master.
He's a
but
Master of
not
Sanctity that
wise.
lets him do another one, but he's not a Wise Orator, so he doesn't get +1.
That is unfortunate.
And however, he is going to give +1 to wound onto the Blade Guard Veterans.
Okay, then here we go. And
That's
that goes off.
Cool.
Nice.
So he's going to save his charge one because I can use it in a different
The
phase.
first time he was clearing his throat, and then he finally managed to get a shout out.
Yep.
Excuse me, everybody. Yeah, a +1 to wound over there, and blah blah blah.
So movement phase.
Yep.
Are you braced, Eddie? Are you ready?
I'm ready.
It's the super chat phase. We're waiting.
Go on then. Should
really
we?
wanna-
You go first, Liam.
Zoom into.
Oh, we actually have 40 super chats.
we do actually have to.
Okay.
I'll do the first one. So Dylan Schnabel, I think, for $9.99. He says, "Love you all. You guys have quickly become my favourite 40k streamers."
Aw.
Oh, that's lovely to hear. Thank
That's
you.
really kind.
I joined because I joined.
Yeah,
What?
exactly. The Stream Dream team is on it. I'm building 3 decimators right now, and my question is, why aren't we seeing more use of soul burner petards? They seem incredible, and they're the ones that do mortal wounds on a 2-up and mortal wounds to itself on a 1, I think.
So,
when
you
they
know,
hit.
so they used to do mortal wounds when they hit. They
Is
were
it
really,
not
really
the
good
same
previously.
anymore?
No, they changed.
Well,
They were
good.
really, really good previously. You used to roll to hit, and if you hit, you did mortal wounds. They then changed
Those
it.
wounds.
They then changed it in the new Imperial Armor book for 9th edition. So you have to hit, and then you have to roll to wound, and then you do mortal wounds. But they're still really good. I still
Yeah.
think they're an incredible unit. I just think they were a bit broken beforehand.
Yeah, I mean, rolling to hit is probably a bit busted. But, I mean, what are your thoughts there, Steve?
I'm not actually sure the profile of them off the
So
top of my head.
I'll read it out to you. I've got it right in front of me. So they are a 24-inch assault 2d3,
How
and
many
they
shots? How many guns? You got 2 of them.
have. I think
Yeah,
there's
that's
2,
per weapon. So
That's
it's
per
4d3 if you go dual soul burners.
So
only-
4d3. So that's average of 8 shots. Yeah.
The only issue with them is that they are strength 1. They have
Right.
no AP, but that
Okay.
doesn't matter. So each time the bearer shoots, if any unmodified hit rolls of 1 are made for attacks with this weapon, the bearer suffers a mortal wound after shooting with it. And each time an attack is made for this weapon, an unmodified wound roll of 2+ inflicts 1 mortal wound on the target, and the attack sequence ends.
So you're looking at probably about hitting on 3s. Yeah.
Without any buffs.
Yeah.
and you
So without
can,
like a Lord Discordant.
Yeah,
or
you
anything.
can buff them with the Disco Law, but without any
Yeah.
buffs, you're hitting on 3s with with an average of 8 shots. You're
Yeah.
hitting 5 to 6 times,
Yeah.
and then you're wounding on 2+, doing mortal wounds. You're averaging 4 to 5 mortal wounds. It's decent, but there are a lot of points for 4 to 5 mortal wounds. I think maybe.
Yeah.
I think Contemptors do it better, don't they?
Yeah, I think the Volkites are much better, out of the 2. However, what I do like there is in like Emperor's Children, for example, you can get reroll 1s quite easily. And then what you've got is the once per game reroll all wound rolls. That's quite
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
But will affect those units.
There's a place for them, absolutely. We do have another super chat, which is $6 from Dave Colmel. I think I've said that right.
Yep.
Can we start to super chat the equivalent of miracle dice for Steve when he plays non-Adeptus Sororitas factions? I love the idea and I love the
Yeah.
concept. I fear that it might get a bit silly if we do that though. So
I mean, Steve might win a game.
wow, Steve, that's from one of your own as well. We there was a little while ago. I remember we did super chats for command points, and that started to get silly quickly, so we had to stop that one as well. So
Yeah.
Put a nail in there.
Jake's ending up about 2,000 command points in 10 minutes.
yeah, I do love the concept of that. So I think it's brilliant, but unfortunately, I don't think that's probably the wisest choice in the
We're
world.
trying to play it to the rules if we can.
And then Moostradamus is in with another $5 super chat.
What a legend.
So and he said, for Jake, we are brothers in arms being hobbits.
We are both sure. I don't know who you are. But
he said,
we're
Jake,
both
listen to
sure.
this, Jakey. Are you ready?
Yeah.
If you carry the ring, I'll be your Sam, Mr. Jake.
Oh wow!
I mean, that's the ultimate
So here's
offer.
here's a bit of shock and horror. I actually have a friend called Sam who is the same height as me.
Oh dear.
Yeah, so sadly.
So basically, Moostradamus, what he's saying is,
You could
no
be
thanks.
You
That
could be
wasn't very
Pippin,
nice, was it?
yeah.
He even super chatted for that, Jake, and you've said no.
No, you can fine. You can do it. I'll anything for the content.
And then he said, by the way, what was Box's faction that you'd like to see more of?
Oh yeah, you never.
you
said.
never answered
You
it.
never answered that
I was too
question.
busy in the movement phase, wasn't I?
You were
The eyebrows
you
were
were
big.
deep in the movement
We said
phase.
me,
Even the
Liam
eyebrow
said
phase.
demons, and Eddie said. I can't remember what he said.
What faction would I like to see
I
more
said
of?
Gene Stealers.
There we
Yeah,
go.
he said
What,
decent
just in the
class.
meta, being
Just-
played
just on the
generally?
table.
I think just in general. I think
generally,
we can probably include battle reports, the tournament scene, local gaming
Right,
stores. If you had to pick a single faction that you'd like to see on the tabletop more often and more frequently, which one would it be?
I think just Chaos Space Marines.
Just generic. Any?
Yeah.
Okay.
Any man's.
You know,
Chaos Space
anything from Black Legion to World Eaters. Yeah, be super cool. Or,
I dare
or
say
what about Iron Warriors?
Oh,
like,
come on.
who's even seen them?
I dare say we are unlikely to see them anytime soon, whilst they still sit there with their single wound models, which they could have fixed in Warzone Charadon, but they decided not to for whatever reason.
Yep. Point of contention amongst the Chaos players, but I'm sure that, you know.
I'm trying not to tumble
There
down
must
that
be
rabbit
good
hole.
things on the horizon. I mean, everyone's going to eventually get a 9th edition Payday, so let's fingers crossed.
I'm trying not to tumble down
Imagine
that
if they
rabbit
just pulled the ultimate troll and never put them up to 2 wins.
hole. Yeah.
1,000 voices cry out in pain.
Don't.
Games
We're
Workshop like
friends.
No!
We're friends right now. Dave Colmore's also chucked another $5 at you. To be clear, that was a joke. I need Steve to keep rolling like he does because it reminds me that my equally atrocious dice rolling is not fatal. To be honest with you, Jake and I spoke about the last week's stream where he beat you by 3 points, not 1 point.
Thank you, Liam.
And what and what we did talk about on the way home was that the way you pulled that back to the 3 points, not 1 point at the end was actually really impressive.
Yeah, it was almost very close. 3 points, not 1 point.
And I said, and I quote, it doesn't matter what Steve rolls because his tactics are so good.
Yeah.
That it doesn't make a difference.
Jake did say in the car on the drive home because I have to give him a lift home all the time because you
have to.
You like car lift home.
You don't like
You
children on
car
the train
sport.
after a certain time.
Especially alone, otherwise it ends up like a Polar
He did
Express.
say that it is amazing how you can roll so incredibly terribly so frequently and still pull games out the bag. So
I
there you
have
go.
a
Which is
really-
A
actually
compliment
which
for
is a
you. A little
massive
compliment.
compliment.
Thanks, everyone.
I have a deep fear
That
that,
was just
I've
me,
been
mate.
taking the mick out of Steven's dice rolling for these past few streams so much that when I go on against him next week, I'm going to be cursed. And then
Yeah.
he's going to destroy me with
Jake.
good dice rolls and good tactics.
Jake, we're going to have so much fun over here.
I'm going to be gawping over the grain
I'm
on
in
drink,
trouble.
so that's my issue.
Yeah.
Right.
Anyway, have we done your movement phase?
Yeah, so I've advanced the Blade Guard here. The
Oh, yeah.
Collector's just moved
Because
normally.
that chaplain's still alive.
Yeah. The
Somehow.
banner's also gone with them as well. I've brought in my Vanguard Veterans and my suppressors over there.
In the corner, yeah.
So they also get plus
we
one.
get a daisy cam on that, on the gold,
'Cause
on
they get
the silver mass that's
yeah.
just appeared on the
Because
corner
the Vanguard
table.
Veterans are getting +1 to charge, so I'm hoping that something's going to happen there.
Sneaky, deaky,
The
beaky.
suppressor's also going to do my rod over there.
Oh, the suppressors are rodding.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, are they?
So yeah,
Like
because
it.
Space Marines have a
Love to see it.
stratagem that allow me
In-
to do a
what you
action
don't want to
shoot.
do is shoot, because then if I start removing these models, it's
Well,
going
I'm
to make your
more,
charge
I'm
much
more
harder.
looking at something over here to shoot.
Oh, are you?
Potentially.
So we might as well hit because you'll be firing through the forest.
We have to take that risk.
You do.
and then obviously that's it. And then the characters had a bit of a shuffle there because I debated shadow stepping the chaplain over there and then doing his and then using the stratagem so then I could get a litany off in at the start of a phase. But the problem is if I do that, the Blade Guard can't charge. So.
Okay.
But he's more now there just to smite.
Okay. Right
and
then.
scene. There we go. So,
Here we go.
Right,
Psychic
psychic.
phase.
So we're going to start with a smite
Yep,
onto them. So I'm -2. So that set failed.
that fails.
And then I'm going to do the shadow form spell onto him. So he's -1 to hit.
Okay.
And that is a perils and a 10, sorry.
So I
Is that
can.
the third perils of the game?
It is, yeah.
So I can deny this
You can.
because it's a 10. I need to roll over that. Nope,
No.
rolled a 3.
So the Yin Khan is -1 to hit, and I take 1 mortal wound.
Okay. But then I can set
which-
to defend. No, he's a monster, isn't
And
he?
on a
Can't
6,
set
I
to defend.
don't. So I do. Coolio. Right. Shooting.
Yep, shoot.
So the Eliminators are going to shoot at the
Carry on, good sir.
twins. So the bolt carbine.
The
Eddie,
instigator bolt
just
carbine.
To confirm
It's
when
an
I do the
assault
shoot
weapon.
move.
I'll give you the profile for
It's,
it.
yeah.
It's D3 shots.
Is it only on one of them?
No, all of them got
Oh,
D3
cool.
No,
shots.
no. There's one of them has got the sergeants have instigator bolt carbines. They're assault 1, strength 4, -1 AP, 2 damage, and they ignore lookouts there as well.
And I can move
24-inch
after.
range. And yeah, as long as you shoot with any of them, you can do another move.
Cool, that's fine.
Normal move, not an advance.
So I'll do him first. He hits.
Mhm.
He wounds.
It's on the 2-man unit, yeah?
On the 2-man unit.
One dead.
And then the other 2 will shoot.
Yep.
So 6 shots.
Yep.
4 hits.
Okay.
4 wounds.
One dead.
Oh, and then I'll just. Well, that is. Yeah, there we go.
Look at that.
That is sadly
Covering
the risk I
fire.
have to take. And then-
Beautiful.
and then
You got
just-
nothing else that can charge me over there, right?
No.
Bouncing that Incarna around all around the table there, Steve. I
It's
love
sort
it.
of all right because I wanted him away anyway. So didn't want him over there. Then we're gonna shoot with the infiltrators. We'll shoot here.
Okay, yep.
So we're now tied for units. Killed.
Remember these quins on the bottom floor, yeah?
Yeah,
I'll
that's
just put
fine. I can't
there
shoot
now
them.
for-
No, so
Yeah.
freeze to hit. 1 auto wound because of their guns.
Oh, spicy.
Freeze. So 4 at -1.
All
But
right,
it
then.
doesn't matter.
Oh, just tank them all.
Wow, look at that.
Look at it go.
Now we're going to use the special gun from this
Strong
guy.
rolling now.
The special gun.
He hits all of them, and he wounds 2 of them. It's
Don't
2
worry,
damage.
Not gonna look.
The special guy. Oh, you probably should have looked.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So it's the one dead, yeah?
Yeah, just the one dead. And then the librarian and the apothecary are going to throw frag grenades, or the D6 shot ones.
Okay.
So 5 shots,
Mhm.
because I'll just do them both at the same time. 2 hits. No wounds.
That was
shocking.
pretty horrendous, Jakey, wasn't it?
He's going to fire his piece into this guy.
No, yeah.
Hits.
Did you just say he's gonna fire his piece?
This is a VD special.
It's one hell of a piece.
Yeah, he takes one out gangster style.
Kalashnikov, where'd you get that?
Them mums are packing around here.
Like who?
And then I'm going
Farmers.
to spend 2
Anyone
CP so the suppressors can shoot this unit of Quins on the far
Farmers.
side.
What, in still action?
And still action.
Okay. All right, very nice.
How many CPs was that?
That's 2 CP.
2
So I'm down to
CPs.
5.
Cheers, Liam.
You
Yeah,
might
keep
wanna
me
hit
on
them.
toes.
Yeah. I did say 2 CP.
Yeah, I know, but Eddie
I
wasn't
was
listening
asleep.
to you.
I was
Jakey.
too
Alright,
busy.
that's
When I
all
ask you to repeat, it's not for my benefit. It's normally for Eddie's benefit.
right.
Yeah, it's just to
So
wake me up.
6, please, onto the pink unit.
6 on the pinks.
Please and thank you.
Can we have a re-wonk
Loves
of
it.
that dice box as well, please, Jake? Your powerful rolling has got it on the tilt
Oh.
again. Yeah, oh, there. Beautiful.
It's gone full tilt. It's had some pre-workout.
Beautiful.
So,
So I lose 2, yeah?
yeah.
Cool.
Please, thank you. And then...
All the shooting done?
Yeah, I've got the infiltrator or incursors. I don't want to make that charge any harder for me because I need to get out of that heroic intervention range.
Nah, stay in it.
So, right, we're going to go with some charges. So,
Yep.
we're going to start with the Vanguard Vets.
Yep.
So, they are getting +1 to this. And
Here we
8
go.
With
Here
a-
we go.
and
He's got a 9. It's
They're in.
big. It's
They're
very
in.
big.
Huge.
It's very big
a
there.
Yum, and then,
That was, just stand right in front of the camera, Jake. Why don't you?
oh, sorry.
Stop.
It's not your fault. It's my fault for not switching quick enough
They're in.
or slacking.
Now get on Daisy Cam right now.
Are we on Daisy Cam now?
But
Give
Jake, move all the way around. Go,
Yeah.
Keep going round. Look at that.
That's a beautiful sight right there.
See, even if Jake tries to use his pile-in and consolidate and kills the unit, I've still got that one. Daisy, could you just pan slightly to this side? Pan it, pan it, pan it, pan it, pan it, pan it. Okay, so behind
What a
here
pan.
is a troop with OBSEC just on there. So
It's why we were
you're trying to clear him, weren't
trying
you?
to get him off, yeah.
So even if Jake was to use that and try and steal that, he wouldn't do it because I've got that.
Then we're going to charge with the Vanguard Veterans
Yep.
into these 2 characters and the unit.
Now remember, you'd have to go. These are on the bottom.
Yeah, so I've
there.
got to go all the way
You need
around.
to go all the way through, and your unit needs to touch both.
Well,
remember.
actually, I'll just go with the unit then.
'Cause
so-
if you don't get the charge you want,
Ta-ta-ta.
so you would have failed that charge, and then you'd have had to CP reroll it. So yeah, reduce the failure points.
And then bloop, bloop. Like that. The Collector's
nice.
Assassin will go in.
Okay, very cool.
Bloop.
Yep.
Cool. You can make everyone fight last here.
A 3-inch aura.
Oh, 3. Oh, we'll
It's a 3-inch aura, and you need to spend 2 CPs.
we'll bin that one. And then the banner will go into this, the transport,
Yep.
just so then he can get his auras in range.
Yep.
And then, just to make sure, yeah. And then Captain will go into these guys,
Okay.
because I just want them gone. And I'm going to leave the rest. Oh, actually, no. Infiltrators will charge as well.
No,
3. No, they're not.
they're not.
And then the rest of them are just going to stay where they are.
Okay.
So, oh, sorry, the incursors into the unit over there.
Mhm.
That's in on a 6.
Very nice.
A lot of aggressive charging there, Jake.
You've got to be aggressive sometimes.
And you're getting outside of my heroic intervention, are you?
Yeah, very much so.
All right.
Because this one's going to have to go there, which means he won't be on the objective. Otherwise, I would be within your heroic intervention range.
Okay.
So, cool.
And your unit's over 3 inches away from the edge of that, correct?
Yes.
How far do you move, though?
Because you move your normal move.
So that would be
So
5
3
inches down.
Oh, 5 inches down and 1 inch.
Well, it would be
across. So
4 inches.
4 inches and 2. So 2.
So you
there.
still get outside of an inch away
Yeah.
from the wall, yeah? Cool. Just checking.
Cool. Right. Fighting.
Now, I'm going to heroically intervene over... No, if I heroically intervene, that would be a big mistake. And the reason for that is, although I wouldn't be going into the Blade Guard, I could heroically intervene this way, which I can do.
Yeah.
And I'm still outside of your 3-inch pile-in. And again, just moving at edge a little bit away, but because my base is under, just to squeeze those 2 into there. All right, so where are you going to go first, mate?
So we're going to go.
You're going to spend your 2 CPs to make me fight last.
Yeah.
If you spend 2 CPs here, that means this unit of greens
They
cannot
can't
interrupt.
So it gives me more freedom.
It does give you more
So
freedom.
I'm going to go with that one over there.
The incursor units in
Yeah.
the corner, yeah?
So 3.
Okay, it's a bold move. It's a bold move, Cotton.
Oh, move.
That captain is looking just tasty.
It's taken a little while, but they're all coming out now, aren't they? All the
Right.
references.
So because I charged and I've got the one
Great
of
times
them, and I hit him with a peace lily.
I'm setting to defend over there,
Yeah,
by the way.
So 2's to hit because I charged,
Same over here.
and then 6's explode. So 3 explodes, and then 3's to wound. Oh, that was not. There we
Okay.
go. So 7.
4 ups.
4
In the cup they
pluses.
go.
In the cup they go.
Here we go then.
Power rolling. Let's go.
Ooh. Oof.
Really?
Oof.
That's,
Wow.
the whole
anything
year.
but power rolling, Steve.
Wow.
You just made me look a fool.
Oh, 3. There, so I've got more for grind at the moment. Now he's going to turn up.
Said with such disdain as
Yeah.
well, Jake.
The dread.
Have you ever played Resident Evil?
No.
I know who you're
Yeah,
talking
Mr.
about.
X.
He
Yeah.
just comes busting in.
For the chat, Mr. X is the incarn in this game. He's just a guy who follows you for the whole thing for no reason. Well, there is probably a reason.
I mean, Steve's enjoying it.
And then Vanguard Vets over there will fight.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
oh,
whoa,
I know,
whoa.
you do get to interrupt.
Sweet child of mine.
Hold your horses there, JK.
Slow down, Biggin.
So I got 2 options. Option number 1 is
You
I could
can-
fight here. And I could try and kill that captain.
My Capitano.
Could try and do that.
My Capitan.
That is an
But-
option.
But what's the other option, Steve?
But the other option is going with this blue unit. Go with the blues, try and pick up as many of those Vanguard Vets as I possibly can. Am I likely to kill them on a 4 plus vulnerable
4
save?
plus vulnerable save.
They've got 2 wounds each, haven't they?
Yeah, they can't
So I-
transhuman. though.
So I can interrupt, but I don't get the extra attack because I didn't charge. But I am getting reroll wound rolls, which is nice. But I'm only going to be able to pile in 3, so I'm not actually going to be able to get that many that can actually swing. So it's not really worth it over there.
But on here,
Over here, let's
it's
have
a
a
bit
little
of a
look here.
different case.
Now, he can definitely get within 3. He's currently within 3, easily within 3. He's within 4 if I get that model within half an inch. So 3 would be able to swing. That is only 12 attacks. I need to do 5 damage. If I had another CP, what would be the great play over here would be to swing. If I had one more CP, this is why I was really hesitant about spending rerolls earlier and things like that. I probably should just let the Troop Master die in hindsight.
Yeah.
Probably should have done that, or not burn my 2 CPs when I realised I couldn't actually steal the objective earlier. Because what the play would have been is to interrupt here, okay?
Yeah.
And then move out of combat.
Yeah.
And just go to there, making sure that I'm over 3 inches away. That would have been the play, and it meant that those Vanguard vets, they've got a bit closer, but I've managed to kill a few off and that do it. But I don't have that CP, so it's a really unfortunate situation I'm in. But like we said earlier, if I wouldn't have known about the infiltrator on that objective, I wouldn't have done it.
So, considering everything you've just said, at this point, is there any point spending the 2 CP to interrupt at all?
No.
Yeah, that's what I was leaning towards with what you've just explained there.
Yeah. But it's nice to go over these different options as a Harlequin player.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's good to talk it out as well, because a lot of people, I think, default to spending the 2 command points to interrupt. When there's multiple charges, it's almost like people feel they have to spend those 2 command points, interrupt, and try and pick something up and get some value out of your units before they're then destroyed or they're killed by your opponent.
It's not always worth it.
It's not always worth spending those 2 CPs and being a bit more reserved with your command points sometimes. How often do we see a player, turn 1, dropping absolutely all their command points straight away, and then when they really need them for a clutch moment later on in the game, they haven't got them there?
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, Jake, continue.
Cool. So we're going to go with the Blade Guards into the Quins.
Okay.
So pile in. So only going to get 4 of them to fight.
Okay.
So 5 attacks each. Oh, 4 now, 5 attacks each. 4. And then can I have another 3 dice?
Jakey's
please?
got a count, he's run out of fingers.
And then, right, so 2s to hit. No rerolls because they're just outside the Chaplain's aura. But then I have 4 exploding 6s, which...
Why do you hit on 2s? Because of the banner ancient, isn't it?
And because I've got Born Heroes, so when I charge I get +1 to hit anyway.
4 dice?
But I wanted the...
You're a born hero.
And then...
He is a born hero.
He really is.
Strength 5.
Minus on the wound.
How many, please?
Go 4 ups. Let's see what I can make. See, if you wouldn't have spent the 2 CPs, I would have definitely interrupted there.
It's not bad.
Oh, that's a good
very
roll.
good.
That's not bad, Steve.
No, you wait. Watch these 6s.
There's a 5 in your hand there.
5.
There's a 5 in your hand there, Steve.
Refusal to yield. Double 6. Here we go. Oh, baby! He shoots, he scores! Bang, 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 bang!
I had that on main dice cam as well, just for the record.
I mean, it's not come up yet, but when it does...
Now,
that was the only time that'll ever happen.
the reason I fought with these first over the Klexus is because if I picked up these, the Klexus they could have moved here, made them all fight last, and then at least my cursor could have got to fight.
And that would have made all the
difference. And that would have it could have made a difference. I could have potentially killed a banana unit,
I like
or
it.
equally a Shadow Seer. So
Jake didn't seem so excited by that moment, did he?
He didn't, did he? He was a little down on it.
It's all right. I'm used to it anyway. Right, and then the assassin, my favourite model. He's strength 4, so he wounds twice. No, once because of -1's wound.
You did get unlucky there, mate.
It's all right. But 1 dies.
Right, I'll just refuse it. No, okay, I didn't refuse it that
So
time.
I'm pretty sure he ignores invulnerable saves.
He ignores. You might be right. I think he ignores all armor saves.
That's it, armor saves, not invulnerable saves. Cool. And then obviously they're not going to get moved. I'm going to go with the banner guy now because I really like him. So 2s.
Yep.
Let me see that. Slap him with his little skeleton hand.
I'm just playing with dice cam here. It's good fun.
1.
Lots of different options.
1, please.
Lots of different options.
It's okay.
Right. Then we'll do the captain. My captain.
Captain, my captain.
And then 3.
Oh,
Oh no.
Dangerous.
oh, they're gone.
That was cheeky.
That was.
Coolio. And then I'll go with the Vanguard Veterans over there.
I'll just pick those up.
Coolio. And then
Speed up the game.
I mean,
It's a good game.
I've had a good roll with the Blade Guard.
we've had fun.
I won't have another good roll like that. So
So there we go. Cool. And then that's it. And then it goes to the You Go, I Go.
okay, cool. So next up then, obviously my green guys have to go until the very end.
Yeah.
So first of all, we'll go with these 2 guys right there.
These 2 bananas men.
Yeah. Are you happy to pick him up? He's only got 1 wound left,
Yeah.
hasn't he? Yes.
Cool. And then my chaplain will go.
Mm-hmm.
So no, he's only getting 4 hits. 3 hits because the rerolls don't affect himself. 1 wound, -1, 2 damage.
Loves it on that Star Weaver with that 4+.
This transport's really bossing it.
I know, he's tough, and he's a tough little cookie.
He's a tough little cookie.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm definitely got grind now, so I'm happy with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you? Because I might do some killing.
Ooh.
That's
Yeah,
fighting
You just kill
speed.
3 units,
Well,
Them's fighting
I've
words.
killed 2 units
Yeah.
so far, haven't I?
Yeah.
Mm.
and I've killed 5.
You killed 5?
Oh no, hang on. 1, 2. No, 1.
Just
1,
watch the eyebrow
2,
there, chat.
3.
It's going.
1, 2,
You're fine.
3.
Eyebrow. Eyebrow.
4. 4. There we go. Yeah, 4. So you've
Right.
killed 2.
Troopy.
Troops.
Have you based me there? No,
No,
not quite.
no,
So I'm going
that's
to
fine.
nip to there like that. Just 2 hits. No wounds. Right. Okay.
Doing a lot
Then-
of killing there. You just wait for this fight phase.
My Star Weaver on your chaplain again. Let's go for it. Just 2 hits. It's 2
Ooh.
wounds on the chaplain.
-1. He fails 1. So he's
there we
down
go.
2, 3.
Power move.
Down 2, 2.
There's a strawberry basket. And then we've got
Right, the strawberry basket.
troops over here. Now, do I put the troops into Clux's assassin? I'm getting +1 to hit. Now is a great time to actually do him because I'm hitting on 5s.
Yeah, because it only turns your weapon skill characteristic to 6, not just your hit on
Yeah, because I'm not really going to touch the blade guard. But that fight last is well annoying. So let's go for that. So I'm hitting on 5s, not getting any rerolls. Because realistically, I'm not going to do much to the blade guard. Oh no, I could do enough to the blade guard. Not rerolling wounds though, am I?
On 4, yeah, 4 up invulnerable save.
And I didn't charge,
No.
so I can't use that. But by staying alive, I've still got the objective.
Yeah.
That's the important thing. Okay, we're going to put all of these onto that Clux assassin.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Watch him go full
Let's see
Neo
if
from
I
the
can
Matrix.
use the 2 CP stratagem for the +1 damage. I don't know if it's when you charge only. Here we go. Use the stratagem first time. The first time I'm selected to fight. For the first time, a Harlequin unit from your army is selected to fight in that phase.
In
Add
the
1
phase,
to the
yeah.
damage.
Yeah, it's the
Okay,
first
so yeah,
time you
it is
select
the
it.
first
Yeah,
time.
it just
In
meant
the
if
phase.
you used the fight again, you couldn't have it.
Yeah.
You couldn't do it on the fight again.
No, you only get
You
it for the
couldn't do it on
first
the
time you fight.
second. No, you
No, no.
couldn't use it on the
No, so
second.
it will still
Yeah.
affect you from it, but it
Yeah.
mean if you wanted to fight again, you can't use it on the second
No,
round
you-
of fighting.
yeah.
You
You
have to
would.
use it
Second
on the
activation.
first.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it will still affect you.
I could either do 1 of 2 things here. I could either just fight twice for 3 CPs.
Yeah.
Or you can get.
How many TP have you got,
Right,
Steve,
see?
at the moment in the pocket?
I've got 3,
You've
Got
got
3,
three.
yeah.
and I'm going to gain 1 at the start of the turn.
Oops, I did the black again.
Liam's just blinked again. Slow blink.
Could
It,
you-
it
got-
does look like a slow
You've got
blink.
5
doesn't it?
wounds.
He has 5 wings, and he's got 4 up invulnerable save, nothing more, nothing less.
My fat hands.
Right,
That's what it
I'm
is.
just going to go with no CPs, and
Oh, okay.
I'm just going to keep
Well,
the
because the
CPs.
thing is that it means if worst case scenario you can fight.
Bold move.
5's to it.
Because if I whiffed the hit roll, you see, then it would have all been for a waste. So
It was a bit of a whiffer there. Oh!
yeah, it was a terrible whiff.
Where's Whiffington?
Yeah, so it would have been a waste of 2
Whiffington.
CPs.
And then that's it.
So you
Alright
do
then.
get your grind as well then? It's guaranteed now.
Gets the grind. So I need some morale checks.
Yeah, so
My Harlequin unit over there, they've lost 4.
he lost 4. Has he got his bottle?
No,
Sadly
he has
not.
not.
He's off.
He's off.
It's an early bath.
Early bar.
Amazing.
Now, do I pick the Incarn up and put him
Are
over
you,
there?
are you allowed to with
Yep,
morale?
when I'm destroyed.
Oh.
Oh, I love this stream team, Eddie. It's
I know.
amazing.
It's great fun.
I think it could cause absolute mayhem. You're going to cause absolute mayhem.
Mayhem.
Oh no.
So can you just explain to viewers what is happening with this incarn? That people that don't play Harlequins and they just see it teleporting all over the board like some
We're gonna
kind of
use
maniac.
that
What's the
him again.
clearing here?
Let me read you what he does.
It's story time with Box. Off we go.
Once upon a time, there was a man called Stephen Box who looked at his phone and read us a story.
And then Mr. X turns up over it and absolutely ruins all
It
these
can be set
characters'
up
day.
waiting on the battlefield, whatever. Each time a unit, friend or foe, is completely destroyed, you may immediately set up the Incarn as close as possible to that position, more than 1 inch away from all enemy models.
That's pretty spicy.
It's well
The
good.
Incar may not charge in the turn it was set up in this manner. So,
But
Amazing,
because he's
though.
doing it my go,
yep,
he can
Yeah.
charge in his go.
His go. Yeah.
Incredible.
my turn.
It's Steve's turn.
These clowns have got some tricks.
Mm-hmm.
So, end of my go, I'm going to get grind for free.
Eddie's not listening to you.
Oh.
Sorry, go on. I
Grind
was
for
away with the
free.
fairies there.
I'll get grind
I
for
was
free.
thinking of Hot Fuzz quotes.
I get engage for 2.
Yep.
And I get 2 on my rod, so I have 4.
So
4 on your rod in total.
Yeah.
6 on grind in total.
6 on time, grind and take on 2 on engage.
4 on engage.
2 on engage.
4 points though.
Yeah,
4 points.
No, I didn't get engaged last
You got
game.
it. You did because Steve moved.
Oh
his
yeah, no,
stuff.
because we did that. Yeah.
So you got 4 points engaged, 6 to grind, and you've rodded twice.
Yes.
Well done. Very good.
Very nice.
Top work, Jake. Top
yeah,
work.
you're doing well.
I scored 10 points on the primary.
You do.
10 points on
You do
primary. The
score 10 points on
scoreboard
that
will be
primary.
going
He's
up
got
shortly.
The
Do
bananas
not worry,
and the
chat.
greens, the
I'm
lines
just
and the
editing it.
bananas.
And we move into the super chat
Oh,
phase.
our favourite phase.
And we have a $4.99 super chat from Jedi. And Jedi says that super chat is for some Velcro pads for the dice tray to help keep Eddie's OCD in check.
Thank you, Jedi, because it really does haunt me, and I
Yeah.
see it just go, and I'm just like,
When Eddie and I started running the deck together, we realised that in terms of OCD,
We're the same.
he is my spirit animal.
yeah, we literally are. Yeah, we're each other's spirit animal. We're just like,
Yeah.
tilted it again.
We also have, so thank you very much for the super chat, Jedi, you absolute legend. I'm sure we're going to do, I mean, Steve's got plans to have a custom table built at some point, which I'm sure will
Yeah.
integrate a dice tray rather than have it on the mat, and it'll all be nice and neat and tidy. So we're always improving, and these super chats help us to do that. So thank you so much for that. Although we might not use it on Velcro, we will be using it to improve the stream, and that will include the
Definitely.
dice tray at some point. We've also had another $5 from the Moostradamus. Thoughts on conceding for new players and when you should even start to consider it?
What, conceding?
Yeah, should you ever... So conceding in a game. So he says thoughts on conceding for new players. So basically, when you're playing a game and you get to a point where you realise all hope is gone, there is no way I can do anything here, and I'm thinking about conceding.
So is
Should
that deployment versus admit?
Yeah, should new players be considering it? Should they be thinking about it? And if they are thinking about it, when should they start considering it during a game?
So I think it
Good question.
depends.
Yeah, I think it really does
So
depend.
I'm going to go under the assumption a new player is not in a tournament.
Yeah.
Okay. Now conceding typically, there's a difference between conceding and talking it through.
Yeah.
There really is.
Massive.
Sometimes if you're in a tournament and you get decision fatigue over time, so sometimes just kind of conceding, it's not great,
No.
but in terms of it can help both players just get fresher for the next game.
Yeah.
And you can pretty much talk things through if it's only maybe a couple of turns. As a new player, though, you're better if you're just playing your friend and it's gone really badly from turn 1 because you completely misdeployed.
Yeah.
Then just re-rack.
Yeah, just
go
go
from
again.
the straight
Just
and go look,
again.
because you're not going to learn anything over the next 3 hours by getting just picked up off the table.
Yeah.
Whereas if you re-rack, you can maybe go or actually say to your opponent, look, Jake, I'm cool for you to win this game
Yeah.
because there's no way out from this. Do you mind if I just go back to my movement phase
Yeah.
and I redirect? and
Try
you take-
something a little bit
Try
different.
something. Try a different path.
I don't-
You'll learn.
I
So
don't
much
think
better.
ever just going like that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it's a good mentality to go in with thinking you're going to lose either, and looking at like if something bad does happen in a game and you do have an absolute shocker, because we all do occasionally.
Oh
then,
yeah.
like you guys just said, don't give up and just try and play it out because you might learn something from the game, and it's always it's good fun anyway. And I know that there are some that you're never going to come back from. Like,
Yeah, I
looking
think-
at Stephen here.
I think one of the things to think about as well is if there's a chance of scoring some points, any points, play on. Keep playing. Keep trying to score those points. And even if there's... I think some people would probably get to a stage, say you're in turn 3 at an event or at a game and you are playing competitively, people might get to turn 3, see the fact that they can't score any points whatsoever, and that's the time to concede. And like Steve says, if you're looking at, you're tired, it's been a long weekend already, and you're looking at your next game, perhaps it's worth it. But I always think if you play those last 2 turns out, you might not score any points, but you learn stuff about what your army can do.
Yeah.
You can learn how to sort of improve your movement phase. You can learn what the opponent's army can do. And you can still gain something from that match, even if you're not scoring points.
It's a great time to practice, and if you think about, I often find that when I'm on the back foot in a game, in those sort of last couple of turns, and I've lost a lot of models, those are like when I really buckle down and fight even harder to try and just like squeeze every point out of the secondaries, like Stephen did in last week's game, where he was on the back foot and he almost pulled it back. If he'd have got off his warp ritual, I think it was, he would have won.
Well, I don't know, there was 3 points in it.
Drawn, so he would have drawn.
Did Jake tell you there was 3 points in it?
Yeah, thanks, Liam. Yeah, he would have drawn because there was 3 points in it. Yeah, so don't ever just give up, and it's good to practice, like Liam said, practice your movement and just try and squeeze as much as you can out of it. That's the way to learn.
Yeah, absolutely. And the last Steve's Vanguard Tactics dice right there. The last point I want to raise, which isn't a super chat, by the way, thank you so much, Mooster Dramas, for the super chat. You super chat tons tonight. You're an absolute legend. But the other point I want to raise is from Gaz Briley. Can you have another shout out for the heart badges? So I don't know if you can see on me and Eddie's chest. Oh, wrong side. Me and Eddie's chest here. And thank you, Eddie. And both on Steve and Jake's chest as well. We've got these badges. They are Models for Heroes. It's a charity where you can donate models for veterans and current serving members of the armed forces. Charity very close to my heart as an ex-forces member myself. So that's what these are for. And if you purchase, I believe if you purchase, I'm sure Steve can correct me, but I believe if you purchase through the Factorum, it also helps donate to Models for Heroes as well at the same time. Or is it £4? Is that the one? Is that right?
I'm not entirely sure.
Oh, I thought that was the case.
I'm pretty sure if you purchase through Factorum, then something happens.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
There's posters around the wall anyway.
But check out the charity. At least check out the charity. They've donated. They've had tons and tons of model kits already donated for Models for Heroes. So yeah, amazing charity. Go check it out. I'm sure if you Google it, you'll find it.
Yeah. And on that note, Gareth also said, whose curtains did Liam make that T-shirt out of? It was actually from a charity shop. We managed to find a pair of really big drapes.
It's
just
made by Under Armour.
Do you know what? I mean, it is made by Under Armour.
That's quite impressive.
I possibly wouldn't normally wear it out tonight, but I didn't have time to get changed. I had a horrendous day. I had a very bad day. To be fair. And I almost didn't make it, Steve, did I?
The fact you're here in general just shows your dedication and how much of a hero you are in general. I'm not going to lie.
That's why I had to sit here. That's why I had to sit here eating a pot noodle on stream. It was by that point cold.
Yep.
A pot noodle's a pot noodle, my friend. You're not paying for the quality.
I mean, yeah. There's still a burger on the side waiting for me as well that I haven't put in the microwave yet, and I can't put it on the microwave during the. I can't have Steve.
I mean, you could, but
I can't have Steve going through a coaching moment and you hear ping.
I think that would probably be
that's when the
strike.
moment hits him. Burgers are done. Yeah, no, I know. I've just cooked up that absolute moment. No, the burgers done.
Thank you so much, Gaz, for insulting one of my new polo shirts. It's
made by Under Armour, and I like Under Armour stuff. So.
Yeah, it's great.
Right, you ready?
It's lovely. Yeah,
I'm always ready. I was born ready.
Awesome.
Steve's done some.
Let
some
me give you a
moving.
round of what I've done. Do you want to go to the overhead cam?
We will.
And there we go.
So this unit over here of Harlequins, they move 6 inches away from the edge, and they've rodded. It's my third rod.
It is your third rod.
Okay. The Troop Master is moved over to here. He's exactly 6 inches away from a model being placed there to give reroll wounds on the incursors and onto these Vanguard Vets right there. This unit of troops just basically have moved forward 8, so they've got literally, they're within 3 of that model over there. That's the intent anyway, so even if whatever model gets removed, I've got literally unfailable charge. Then these Shadow Seers all advanced over to here. I can't tackle the Blade Guard, there's absolutely no point. They've advanced over and they're going to do some smitey smites over to here, and I've made sure that they're over 24 inches away from your deny range, but I am within 2. So I'm in within the -2 aura. I've left my remaining 2 banana team Harlequins in here. They're just sat on that objective, being well annoying for Jake to deal with, and then I've got a potential charge with the green team, okay?
The green team thing.
Now the Incarn popped up over here earlier and has just basically placed himself outside of 18 inches from your Colluxus Assassin.
You had enough of that, haven't you?
But he is deniable, okay? Then the unit of troop that was inside the transport disembarked and moved on to the other side of that, making the Phobos Captain the closest models for their pistols. The Shadows, the Starweaver then flew all the way over to this side of the table to jump on that objective, because once I move these OBSEC models onto here, it may come down to how many models are on that objective. And if I've got that extra model, that may come in clutch. Plus I can charge in, no, I moved 22 inches, so he has advanced, but that is that.
You can still charge, has he got rising, he's got rising crescendo, doesn't he?
Yeah, probably actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jake, I think one of your incursors is drunk. You might want to stand him back up.
Oh.
Anyway.
Oh, poor little guy, what's happened? There we go.
Right.
He's back up.
He's
from the
back up.
dead.
He's ready to fight.
Are we ready then?
Ready
So we're
when
into
you
the
are.
psychic phase. We're going to kick off first of all with a smite
A smack.
from the warlord here, and that goes off an
Ooh.
11.
So -2.
That's a 9.
So
goes
oh,
off.
so still
D3 on those
D3.
Vanguard vets. That's 3
Ooh.
Vanguard vets. Well, 3 mortal wounds.
Hold your horses. We're not playing Grey Knights.
Not yet.
Not yet.
I bet
Jake
you're
that
looking forward to
excited.
playing them next week,
The
aren't you?
next power.
I'm not playing them.
I know you're not.
I know. That's
why
why
I
I'm
said it.
sad.
The next power will make their leadership -1, and that goes off
On a 6.
8. No, hang on, it goes off.
The
a
chat's mentioning the psychic hood.
Mom.
12 inches.
Oh yeah, I'll get +1
Plus
to
one to
deny with
deny.
the Phobos.
Saying, please, for once in your existence, do something. I've actually had it do something in the game once.
So yeah, that doesn't go off because it goes from a 7, unfortunately.
No.
And I rolled an 8, didn't I?
Yeah. So with
Um,
the -2,
So this next one is going to smite. That-
and he does it as well.
He does it. D3.
I'll go
On
back
those
around.
Vanguard vets. Another
Ooh.
3 there, Jake.
So that's
Ooh,
another.
that is
that's
not
another
good.
2 because one was on 1 wound.
And then this one will go with -1 to hit power. That does go off. Okay.
I
So
can't
your
deny it.
unit now is -1 to hit.
That's fine.
And then the final one will also cast smite on you.
Oh, and that's off as well.
That goes off as well.
Strong.
So the D3. 3.
Oh, Steve, that's an amazing psychic phase from you so far.
Well, I mean, the last one was a whiffer, so.
I mean, the last 2 have been a whiffer.
yeah,
Yeah.
to be fair.
You killed.
And then this one
5 Vanguard.
is going to do
No, 4 Vanguard.
mirror mines.
Here
Oh,
we
God.
go. Come on.
It's not off.
Not goes off. Right, okay. That's that. So the Incarn now will cast a reroll 1s on himself.
That's off.
7. That does go off. You can deny that one.
Yeah. I'll let you have that.
Okay.
It's the other one I don't like.
The target smite.
Yeah.
Here it comes.
Does it go off? It
does.
does go off.
Right. So I need an 8 to stop it because I get +1. No.
Now, who shall I
Do I
target?
re-roll it?
Ooh, Jakey's thinking about the reroll.
Because
Is
if
this
I
a
roll
targetable smite?
if I roll a 1, it's 1 damage. If I roll a 2 to
Yeah.
5, it's D3. And if I roll a 6, it's D6.
It's very important. I'm going to re-roll it.
That's nasty.
I do stop. No, I don't stop it because I equal it.
Yeah.
And you spent a CP to do that.
CP, so
Yeah.
2
Thank you, Liam.
CP. So you,
You
can put it on
down
the
to 2 now,
chaplain.
Don't
yeah?
you worry, I'll get you back. I'll get you back
You
in.
don't do wings.
Oh, I could put it on the
Yeah.
chaplain, couldn't
That's
I?
why I wanted to stop it.
Take the chaplain out of the equation.
So it's a bit of a misconception out there that you
But go
have
on
to
the
pick
chaplain,
your
yeah.
target
Yeah.
before you roll the psychic power.
Yeah, you get
actually
to you
don't,
pick
yeah.
after.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
D3
Yeah.
mortal wounds.
I'm excited.
He's dead.
He's dead. He's
3
gone.
mortal wounds. So yeah, with psychic powers, you manifest them first,
And then you
then you
Yeah.
resolve
Does in
them.
death as duty and still let me shoot? Or is it only in fight?
I think it's only fight.
Well,
Oh.
you can shoot if you want, but
Well, it's more so,
I'll double check it, but I'm pretty
because I
sure it's
could
only
shoot them.
fighting.
oh, okay.
Just have a quick
Please
look.
don't waste your CPs on that.
No.
Yeah.
I thought it's one CP.
So
yeah.
it is.
Just don't waste 2 CPs.
It's not been selected to fight. Do not right. It can. Yeah. It's attacking. I think in the
Oh,
fight
okay.
phase.
So I don't get. Yeah, it's the Grey Knight one that lets
What's
me
the
shoot.
Vanguard Vets leadership now? Well, what are they? Is it 8,
Like
9?
8, yeah.
8? So I'm now going to shoot you with...
Oh wait, is with -1?
No, it didn't go off.
Oh, okay,
So
yeah, 8
I got
'cause he's the
3
sergeant.
hallucination grenades over here. They're all going to shoot that unit.
What's a holog?
Yeah. What is a hollow?
I gain a CP to start the turn. So I get 3 of them. I'll do it all at the same time. Do
Yep.
they hit? 2 hit.
It's
The first one, I've got to roll equal over to your leadership. 7. It's not going to go off.
Right.
Next one.
We're all
Fails.
right.
Cool.
Cool.
That was nothing.
So Jake, have you got 2 CP left now?
I do, yes.
Good.
Okay.
Well, not good, but
what
good.
a whiffer, Steve. What a whiffer.
I know. Now I could... no, it's all good. Right. I could spend a CP to fire and fade one of these, but I'm not going to do it. It's all right. I could do it. You know.
I'm not going to.
Just in case you wanted to know.
Have a look at what you could have won.
The 5 pistols into there, because they didn't advance. 1 wound, 1 hour save. You love it. Over there, they did advance, so they ain't doing anything. But the shooty gun
The
on
boat.
the boat is going to shoot you, and that is 5. I did advance, and I'm not whatchamacallit. 3 saves. No armor save. No
Ooh.
changed. Whatever. 1 takes a wound. Right. 5 pistol shots into your Libby.
Yeah, sadly. Whoop. Oh no.
Nothing.
Oh cool.
2 pistol shots here into your Blade Guard. 1 hits. Nothing. Cool. Right, onto the charge phase, the best phase of the game. This unit of pinks will charge into those Vanguard Vets.
Going for it. Going for it.
7. And I'm just going to place them here so that I can get 1 model within 6 inches of my Lord. Then the other unit over there are going to charge. 8.
I'll set to defend there.
You're setting to defend, no
So
problem.
It's a strong
+1 hit.
charge.
Eight's a big
Again,
move,
1
isn't it?
model
Yeah.
staying just within an inch of the 6 inches there, okay?
What's your reasoning for that?
Well, so then get reroll wounds then,
There
you
you
see. And then that means I can put the other models within 2, all on the objective. So now I've got 4 models on the objective and another model, which is that 5th model.
It's a good job you kept it there.
Star Weaver's also going to charge because, you know, he does get some attacks. He might go in. And then we've got over here, yellows are going to chill. The green team, they're going to charge onto the, how many CPs you got, mate?
I've got 2.
You got 2 CPs. All right then, the Incon's going to go
number.
into those incursors.
It's enough.
No heroic intervention.
And then the troop unit is going to go into your,
Both, because I can heroically intervene.
yeah, sure, all 3 of those units.
Yeah. Because like he can heroically intervene no matter what.
Yeah, I'm just going to go into the Libby, I think.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, on a 12.
Big double 6.
You've done a lot of boxcars today. You've
And what I'm
you've
gonna-
rolled a lot of Stephen boxcars.
Oh.
Yeah.
What I'm going to
He's
do,
gonna
look,
he's gonna go up there.
going to go up the
but I
buildings
can't heroically
floor, you
intervene
see.
Look at him go.
Look at that.
Next level plays from Mr. Boxer.
And why is this so important, Jakey? You just mentioned it.
I can't heroically intervene because the building's too high.
Yeah,
There you go.
cool. Because I'm outside of 3.
Yeah.
And then I've got a 3-inch pile in then with the models to
Yeah.
place onto the objective.
So basically, he's going up the building just to go back down the building.
Yeah. Right.
But it stops that heroic intervention, which is
Yeah,
which
but
is
it
clutch,
just
right?
means
Yeah,
that the
it's important.
apothecary doesn't get a fight really, unless he piles into him.
Then the green team is going to go onto the Klux Assassin, the Klux Assassin only.
Yeah. He'll just
Fine.
stare at them angrily.
And I'm just going to go within an inch. Okay. And then I'm going to basically use this movement now to move block and then get within 3 of that character. That's the wounded one. Yeah, can I even leverage that a little bit further? I think I probably can. Go within 2. This is where every single inch counts. Yes, no, that's not going to be good enough, but that's fine. That's a good old cheeky move block there. Right, so I've rodded over here. I've got this objective. I should have that objective.
Objective.
Objectives.
What? Your
Or
objective?
something else. I have to go here first.
Yeah.
Have to go there first. It's going to cost me 2 CPs to get +1. I'm getting reroll wounds. Do I want to get the +1 damage off? I think I'm kind of happy to not at this stage.
Yeah.
Just do single attacks.
Every time you do that, I open up the little
I know,
CP box
just
and I'm
tease
like,
you.
ah,
Yeah.
and then you're like, actually, I'm not going to.
On those rare occasions where Eddie's paying attention, he opens up the CP box.
Yeah, sorry, Liam doesn't have to give me a nudge.
Oh, we're going in the cup as well. We're serious.
He's meaning business.
Here we go then.
Look at that.
Playtime's over, Jakey.
And I'll hit him with a peak slip.
You and your monkey.
Or my raven.
Not bad there, Steve. Not bad.
Not too bad, not too bad.
Back in the cup of power.
Thanks, Steve.
Rerolling the
My hero.
1s, 2s and 4s. No, 3s, I mean. And then these are going to be all on your
These are all on
in-run
the-
saves, mate.
Yeah. So I'll just roll these dice. So it's only 1 damage though, isn't it?
Just
Only
one
one
damage,
damage.
actually.
2 dead.
3 dead because 1 was on 1 wound.
Oh, 3 dead, nice.
So I'm just gonna get rid of the Thunderhammer. The
Yeah, the Thunderhammers are actually no use to you
Useless.
whatsoever.
I did put 1 on the chainsword though, so I have to still take him
Okay. And now I'm going to spend 2 CPs
to
This is-
leave.
to leave combat now.
Eddie, you spend 2 PCPs.
Oh, thanks, Liam.
And that
hang on,
means
let
I
me
can
just put that
go
in.
within 3 of these
It's
characters
a nightmare.
to then get my lookout sir rolls, you
Keep
see,
them safe.
and then also stay on that objective.
I
It's 2
will,
strikes to you from me.
on that
So
note,
far.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
I'll take it.
You're going to interrupt?
I'm going to interrupt over there.
Okay.
You're interrupted
On-
over where, Jake?
On
Sorry.
the objective over there with
That's
my
2
incurses.
CPs, Eddie.
That's
Okay.
2
Cheers,
CPs,
Eddie.
so I'm out of CPs. So 3s to hit, 6s do explode though.
Mm-hmm.
Boop, boop.
Now, what I should have done was spent a CP to give them 3+ invulnerable save. I should have foresaw this
When do you do that?
earlier when I
Oh,
advanced.
okay.
You carry on.
I didn't know if I was going to say. You did
That's
now,
all good.
Sean.
So 4 ups. That unit's gone.
Nice one.
Oh, wow.
That unit is gone.
And that's where a 2 CP spend to interrupt was a useful spend of 2 command
Yep.
points, right?
Yeah.
Now, the great thing is that the multiple charges just means that
Cool.
I'm kind of safe over here. So there's no more interrupts are going to happen anymore.
Yeah, I didn't think I'd kill any of those ones.
Right, now we're going to go with the Incarn 6 attacks onto that unit of Incursors now.
Goodbye, incurses. Or infiltrators. sorry.
Reroll 1s. And then we're looking for 3s.
Re-rolling.
Re-rolling. This is -4.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That was pretty rubbish, actually. Then these are all D6 damage each. First one
So
kills
5
one.
kills. I'll roll that one.
So
Or
roll the
the
2.
only one I'll roll is the 2.
Okay,
There, cool.
so 4 dead.
So 4 dead. I'm actually going to keep him there.
Okay. Then I'll just consolidate round.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
And then
We've had an interesting question from Ollie. Can you pile in or consolidate vertically? It would be over 3 inches.
well,
I wanted to also ask a question about the Incarn as well.
yes.
Can you teleport him? So if he's charged in,
Yep.
could he teleport and then pile in?
Could he teleport and
You
So-
then
have
pile
to,
in?
don't
yeah,
you have
'cause
to
you've
teleport
charged.
outside of engagement range? Oh,
No,
you mean
'cause if he-
consolidate?
so what I'm saying is he charges, so
Yeah.
that means he's allowed to pile in and to consolidate.
Like what I did earlier.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then but you've Padamir, he teleports somewhere else and then he
Yep.
piles in and consolidates. He won't get to 5, but
So
he just
actually,
gets a free
raw,
6-inch move.
I think you probably could.
Because you
So
declared a
because
charge,
you've
that's it.
charged, you successfully charged, which means you can be selected in the fight phase to
Yeah.
fight, which means and charging units, even if they've got nothing in range, they can be selected
Yeah.
to consolidate and to pile in. So if you charged him and then you lost another unit of Harlequins or another unit of whatever your
And then you
Eldari
realise
faction
actually I
was,
don't want him to be there. He won't be able to fight the unit. 'cause
you
it's
wouldn't be
not
able to
the
fight the unit, but you could tag it.
But
So
he
you didn't
means he gets a
declare
free
that
6-inch
unit as the
move,
target of your
basically.
charge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Right.
an interesting play. You think you could?
That's what I did the turn before.
Yeah, that's why.
Over here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. So the answer is yes then, Jake, because he's done it.
Yeah.
So blues
Oh,
on
no,
your
it's more that. Yeah, no, don't worry, it's fine.
blues on your librarian here. I think consolidating down a floor and then with a pile in, I think if you tried to, I'd probably say over the 2 because you could end. I don't know. It's a bit of a weird one, isn't it? But
Depends on the floor.
I'd
mate.
probably say if someone said
Depends
to
on
me,
the
"Look,
floor
can I
plan.
pile in down then consolidate down?" I'd be like, "Yeah."
Yeah,
You're using both
yeah,
those
okay.
movements to do it, but
Yeah, if you're like, I'll use the whole move to do it, then I don't see a problem.
yeah,
And you hit him with
So-
a Beast Lily.
yeah, it's not a great roll there. So that's 5 saves, mate, on the
On
librarian.
librarian.
-4, obviously.
Oh.
-3, sorry.
Oh, okay. 6 up. What?
1 damage each.
6 up? No, he's dead.
Boo.
You took a wound earlier, didn't you?
Yeah, I've got perils, so
Did you manage to shadow step him at any point?
no.
Sadness.
I wanted to shadow set the chaplain over there and then do the litany for the strap, but the problem is if I did that, the blade guard wouldn't have been able to charge.
Fair cop, fair cop.
Right, then the greens onto the Clux Assassin. I've just got the 1.
Actually,
Green team.
6s to hit.
Oh,
him,
right,
so-
yes, right. I'm only hitting on 6s. Nothing.
Nothing, right. He's gonna.
My 3 attacks on my 4 attacks
Ooh.
with the Star Weaver. Let's not
Oh
forget
yeah.
that.
Don't forget
4
him.
hits, 3 hits to wound. The unkillable Star Weaver's done 3 wounds.
And
Oh,
I failed
look at
to.
that! He's killed a guy
So
and
one-
one's on a wound.
Ooh.
That Starweaver's putting
Right.
some work for you, Steve, tonight, isn't it?
Matt, MVP.
And then the Collects Assassin will fight.
Yep.
4 hits.
Mhm.
3 wounds. 1.
Do I refuse to yield? Yes,
He
I
does.
do.
Nice one.
Wow.
Cheeky.
Coming into play again.
Yes.
And
I like
then,
it.
I will get the Infiltrator to fight actually. Ooh, 2 hits. Oh, 4 hits. 2 wounds on the incon.
How many?
2.
2. What takes a wound? 6 plus feel no pain. Takes it.
Alright.
So, looking at heroic interventions, you can heroically intervene within 3 horizontally and 5 vertically. But I guess the question is, could you get down the floor? Is the floor 3 inches and was it within range?
No.
Ollie's chat's about consolidating and piling in, though, isn't it? I think?
Oh, is it? Sorry.
Yeah.
Am I looking at the wrong end of this
That's
one?
it.
All right.
Yeah.
Because the apothecary
Steve,
won't be in.
pile in or consolidate
So-
vertically.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Maybe 3
You need a
inches.
morale check, Jake,
I
on
do.
that.
How's
They've
their
lost
bottle?
7.
And I rolled a 1. So their bottle's
Insane
okay.
bravery.
Insane.
So
in the
brave.
membrane.
All right, and then at the end of that, I get my rod. I get the stranglehold because I'm holding 1, 2, 3 now.
Yeah.
And I've still got my to the last on
Wait.
the table.
You're only holding 2.
I'm holding this one,
Yeah. And
and I'm
I'm
holding this one.
holding that one. Oh, it's just half. It's not 3 anymore.
It's
is it?
half and more. And remember, I'm getting
Oh,
obsec on here as well.
yes, of
I've
course,
got more
sorry.
models, so I do hold 3.
No, that's fine.
Yeah.
Cool. End of my game. Or
So
end of your
Jake's
End of your go.
game. No.
Yes, Jay, that was quick.
Jake scores 5 points on the primary.
Yeah. I don't have my chapter anymore, sadly. Right, we're gonna stay in the tactical doctrine just because it makes absolutely no difference.
Mhm.
It's just more so that I get +1 to hit and wound versus characters.
Yeah.
Rightio. Cool. Right,
Does that mean we're in the
you're in your
we're in
favourite
Steve's favourite phase?
phase. Steve's favourite phase as well.
Yeah, because it means he's going to be fed for another week.
Yeah. He needs his food.
So we've had 2 super chats from the same wonderful individual, the Mustradamus. The first $5 was for me and my dedication. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. But I mean, this is the most fun I have all week when I'm allowed up to play. So thank you so much for the super chat, you legend. And then another $5 from the Mustradamus. Anyone can answer this. What would you consider your play style, and why did you choose the army you did to achieve that style? And I think for this one, we'll start with Steve.
I love combat.
He loves combat
I love combat.
more than life itself.
Because what I love about it is it's the most, in my opinion, the most skillful aspect of the game because there's so many failure points. And you know me, love them failure points. Also, the other fact is that it just gives you so much more movement. The charge phase is great, so it's basically a free movement phase. And then also the pile-ins consolidate. So for me, I love combat, so anything that's fast, mobile. I like an army that is super quick as well. I hate slow armies. Like, I can't play Death Guard. You probably won't see me play Custodes. So yeah, I like really super quick armies that are get around the table and can do the goods in combat. So that's why I like Blood Angels, why I possibly could do a Raven Guard because they're quite fast, but Eldar, Harlequins, Sisters, in particular Bloody Rose, Slanesh Demons I could do, World Eaters I could do, yeah.
And Liam, what about you?
I think I like elite armies, but I'm also a melee fan. So elite melee. So this last weekend, it was all sort of the Scorpec destroyers and stuff like that for the next ones. Like that's,
yeah, you
that's
loved
me.
it. I mean, you were having a great time with the old Nightbringer.
I did. I don't like high model count. I don't like anything that takes me a long time to play on the tabletop because I find that I tend to switch off, or that I'm more. I genuinely believe I'm more open to making mistakes if I have a lot more units on the table because I almost, dare I say, I almost can't be bothered with them all.
I'm just going to predict now that Kylo is probably about to pipe up with Knights.
Yeah,
It's coming.
So I'm like Steve in terms of I prefer combat, but I also prefer elite type armies. So I could play Custodes because there's so few model count. I could play Knights. I liked the high sort of wound count elite army Necrons we played at the weekend. That sort of stuff.
Yeah. What about you, Jake? What's your play style?
Oh,
And of your army and sort of why?
I don't really have one. I like defensive secondaries. Robbie knows this because I said this to him exactly on when we played. I had to go no prisoners and I hated it. No, defensive. So like Grey Knights can play that really well. Obviously, at the moment with their out of line of sight shooting, they're shooting, moving. And then anything really that's just, like got a bit more board presence as well. I don't like sitting in a gun line. Like me and Steve spoke about this when I first joined VT of what armies do I want to play. And I was like, just don't put me on Tau, please.
Jake's not a Tau fan, are you, Jake?
I love the models. I hate how they play at the moment.
Yeah.
You see, I'm a bit more like you, Jake. I quite like a defensive army. I play Dark Angels, so for me, I mean, it's difficult being slow. Obviously, Steam's not a fan. But I quite like being
I'm just slow,
tricky. Armies that have lots of little tricks up their sleeve.
Okay.
Anyway, let's crack back on with it.
Well,
Right.
just before we do, one final super chat from Cameron Wageman. Can we hear Eddie's best wah?
Okay, I'm going to turn myself down for this. Mute
Oh
yourself. Liam.
God, you're gonna set off.
Wah!
There you go. That's my best one. I dropped the volume.
He did drop
So
the
as
volume
not
right
to
down.
deafen
Steve
the
looked
chat.
panicked there. He looked like he was quite worried about how loud that was.
Yeah,
I dropped the volume.
It's frozen. The
What's
camera
frozen?
one's froze.
Again,
Oh, not
have
again.
a look.
Sorry, chat.
they're only watching us anyway.
It was your wall.
Yeah, they are only
Is
watching
camera
it.
one
It's
frozen?
literally knocked the camera out. Bear with us.
Please don't wow again.
I won't, don't worry. It's
You're
a
gonna
one-off.
set them all off in the local area.
Please don't do that.
Camera one.
It was a super chat. I've got to.
I think what we might have to do is sacrifice our own battery
Yeah.
for camera one.
I think so.
Really? Well, we got one on charge still, haven't we?
It's constantly cycling through me and Daisy.
Oh, okay.
Constantly cycling
Yeah,
the same
because
one
mine
through.
died.
Oh,
Your movement.
Well,
No.
we might disappear then, and you can have camera one back.
okay. Right.
Bye, chat.
Let's get on with this, shall we?
Well, this isn't going to take long. So, moved here with the
Yeah.
captain. Apothecary moved round, selfless healed them. Eliminator's moved up to shoot the Incarn. He's moved over to shoot the Incarn. Blade Guard moved to here. So just a bit more round, so then they've got a bit more options on their charges. I've come down here and rodded here for my third quarter. Suppressor's moved up there. Vanguard Vets moved up there, and I've stayed in combat.
Right,
with
Cluxer
that.
Assassin. What's he doing?
He's just staying where he is.
Good move. And I'll tell you why that was a great move. Because otherwise, I pile in when you
Yeah.
fall back.
Yeah, exactly.
So I was waiting for
And-
you to fall back there.
No worries, Steve. This isn't the Death Guard stream. I'm a completely different person, mainly because I have 2 working arms. So, right.
You only just got 2 working on
Yeah.
Jake.
Because
So,
otherwise, what would have happened is the Cluxer Assassin falls back.
and then they
I
just
pile in with the green team into your Blade Guard.
Yeah.
Wrap them up, and then the only thing you can fight with those Blade Guard is the green team, and leaving my yellow team alive on the objective, holding it.
And the
So
other-
well played.
And the other thing I'm going to do now is
Yeah.
I'm going to start with my shooting phase, and we're going to start with everything that can shoot the Incarn, because otherwise I pick up a unit over there and he just teleports.
Bingo.
So right, we're going to go with Captain with his ex Cerberus.
You've had enough of that, haven't you,
All
Jake?
hit.
All hit.
It'll be 2s to wound, 3 wounds to get +1.
Can he shoot him? Because I'm within 3,
Oh,
and you're closer
I
to my
wanted to
unit.
get him.
Okay, so you wanted to be closer,
Yeah,
yeah?
I don't mind taking a heroic intervention in the
Okay,
face.
cool.
Right, 3 wounds,
Mm-hmm.
-2, 2 damage.
So I'm on my 4 pluses.
So only 4 pluses. So 2 fail. Oh no, in the box. 2 fail.
2 fail.
So that's 4 damage.
6 plus feel no pains. Here we go. All gone through.
So he took 1 before. So
Yeah.
how many wounds does he have?
He's got 9, so he goes
So
down,
he's down
to...
to 5.
Yeah.
Cool. Yep. And then oh no, 5. Yeah, no, that's right.
Okay.
No, 4. Because if you had 9,
Yep.
took 1. Yeah. So then the eliminators will shoot. So I'll
Okay.
do the carbine guy first.
Mm-hmm.
Both hit.
Yep.
This will be 4s to wound. No wounds.
No wounds.
And then 4, 2s, 3s, no, 4s because you're having 6
Why are
on.
you getting so many shots?
There's D3 each.
No, they're 1 shot each.
Oh, I thought you
Right.
said they're D3
That's only
each.
for the
so-
mass shooting.
Oh,
so you get
that's
2
fine.
shots.
So we'll do it again. Both
2
hit.
hits, yep.
And what strength are they then, these ones?
The strength 5.
So
5s.
5s but +1 to wound, so 1 wound.
1 wound.
And how much
Goes
damage is
through.
it?
It's 2 damage.
2 damage, so another 2 please.
Cool.
Lovely.
Makes it down to 2.
1, 2, 3. Then... Oh no, 6 up. Yeah, down
Be
to 2.
2.
The Apothecary will shoot his pistol.
Mm-hmm.
He hits.
Yep.
He wounds.
And what's the damage on this?
Just 1.
I'm okay.
He's all right. Cool. I'll do. Oh no, this is where I don't want him to teleport. This is where I have to be really careful. Actually, I don't mind too much if he teleports. So I'll put the suppressors into the troop master there,
Not the troop master.
and the main.
Dum dum dum.
No,
Oh,
I'll
sorry, Liam's just blinked again.
What I have done though, Steve, is I have just spent
Two,
£76
Oh.
on 2 continuous power packs.
2, 4 at -1, 2 damage each.
Always improving.
2 damage
Always
each.
improving.
Yeah.
Oh, he's gone then.
Cool.
Troop master's gone.
Just live bought
Does he
power
wanna
supplies for
go
the
with him?
cameras.
Any other shooting over there?
Makes me sad.
No.
Cool.
Cool.
Watching the super chat at work.
Well, yeah.
Well, yeah, I can go to there. I can't heroically intervene though, so you just
No,
pop
that's
up
fine,
there.
'cause he can-
hide from the
yeah.
suppressors.
Then I will. No, I won't bother. I'll throw a grenade into the Harlequin troop in front of me.
Yep.
So 1 hit, no wounds. Then I will throw a grenade into them.
Yep.
1 hits, he wounds.
I'm okay.
Cool. And then this unit will move after.
Yep.
I'll do 5 pistols into that boat. Just a
Not
quick
the boat.
all hit. 2 wounds.
One
Next
goes
So
through.
it's on 3 wounds. And then charging.
Yep.
So I'll do the Vanguard Veterans into the troop in front.
Mm-hmm.
So they're in. The Blade Guard into
They're
both
setting to
units.
defend there. They're setting to defend.
Yeah, luckily. And banner, basically everything that can charge into them.
They'll set to defend.
So banner, captain, apothecary.
Nice, they're all in.
Cool. Get onto that objective. Get onto that objective. Cool. And then
I'll move your Vanguard
If
Vets
you
in
could,
to try and
thank
take me off the
you.
objective, I'm assuming.
yes, please. And
Yeah.
then
They're into there.
into
Nice.
there. So I'll put 2 into that way and 3 into that way, including
Okay.
the sergeant. Cool. How many CPs you got? 2.
I got 2.
So you can interrupt.
I can. Where are you going to go first?
I'll go with the. I'll go with the Vanguard Veterans.
Go on the Vanguard Vets.
So
Okay, cool.
I've got
3 guys.
3 guys. So yeah, so 4. So these are the chain swords.
But you don't have a sergeant anymore, do you?
No, so yeah, that's still
You-
3 because they're 3 attacks each.
Yep.
Then well, yeah, 2, 3, 4.
Yep.
And 2 explodes. 3s. That's 6.
6 saves.
Yes, please.
Well, all of these are. I should have said you were -1 to hit this unit, but anyway, it's all good.
I get +1 to hit because of
Yeah.
Born
2 dead.
Heroes. Cool, and then the Thunder Hammer.
Okay.
He'll only get 3 attacks.
Yep, it'd be -1 to hit.
Yeah. 2 more, please.
2 more. Both go through, and then your refusal to yield. No, 2 dead. So I'll
Cool.
keep 1 on the objective.
Yeah, and then I'll just. I know it won't make a difference. I'll just move so they're all touching cover.
Okay, cool.
There we go. And then, are you going to interrupt?
Well, I'm tempted to spend the also pass that morale
Yeah.
for later, because that gets me. How many points have I scored, mate, on the primary, please?
So on the primary, you're on 20 in total
Okay.
so far.
Good.
And yeah,
I can't get off that one, so it's pointless doing that over here. I will be getting this one if I can. I'm not going to be able to punch my way out of it, unfortunately. So I think it's kind of pointless doing. I may as well interrupt here, I think.
Yeah. So you're not going to use it for auto morale? Because that's what I'm just trying to do, so then there's a chance he could at least run away.
You kill them.
Yeah.
If you kill them, which you will,
Yeah.
then if you kill these guys, which you probably will with the Blade Guard, then obviously I'm not on this objective.
No.
So yes, that is a problem, Jake. Jake, you've done this very well, Jake.
Yeah, I've been this is why I've been a bit quiet, because I keep thinking about it.
Yeah, 4 CPs would have been great at this point.
Because he's got his Tenetimber gun.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to save my CPs.
Cool.
Don't know if
So
I should have, but I've gone for it.
Blade Guard Ancient.
Yep.
3 saves onto that Harlequin troop, please, Steve.
Yeah, okay.
Ooh. And then I've got the captain with his. Oh no.
Oh yeah, 'cause
3 more, please.
one dead.
1. Cool, that's enough for me to get the objective back. And then the apothecary.
Maybe I should have interrupted. And I'll go off actually. I'll go off that model there.
Yeah.
Okay, hang on a second. Before you roll that, now I will interrupt
Yeah, that's fine.
because now it matters.
Yeah.
Okay, so now I'm going to interrupt and go there. And
that
spend
puts
my
you down
2
to
CPs.
0 CP now, Steve.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
So you can go onto the apothecary,
Yeah.
the chef.
Well, I can actually. If I tap them, yeah, to go there, I can put
2 and 2.
get within half an inch. Pile in.
What do you think of this move, man?
Well, I'm conscious that we can't see at the moment because Robbie is live changing the top-down camera battery, so we can show you guys what Steve's thinking.
And then I'm going to put all of
We're
their
putting out
attacks
fires.
into all but one into that unit there. Okay, of the incursors.
Cool.
And a big shout out to the legend Robbie that's given us the top-down camera back. Legend, thank you very much.
So what I've done is I've waited to spend my 2 CPs. I've used my pile-in to get within half an inch of half an inch. And actually, because I'm there anyway, ending close to this apothecary, I can get within an inch of him.
Yep.
So I'm going to put all my attacks onto that Incursor unit.
Amazing.
And I'm hitting on 2s because I set to defend earlier. I did get lucky on my rolls on my saves, and I've only lost the 1 model from the captain. So that is that many saves on those Incursors.
On the Incursors, so they're
This
-3.
hopefully
aren't
holds
they?
me on 2 objectives.
They're -3, yeah.
Yeah, so 6
sixes.
pluses. Then 6s again. They're
so
just
that's
gone to the man.
Do I get to fight with either of them? I do get to fight with both of them. 1 hit, 1 wound.
I'm okay.
This is some real power
They're dead.
playing.
And then the Apothecary's attacks.
And then the chef. So I killed 2, you've killed 1. Cool, all hit. 4 wounds.
4 saves. Wow. Apothecary, he gets 5 attacks.
Because you charged him.
Nice.
What a monster.
One more dead.
So, but sadly not enough.
I've got the objective though.
Cool, and then the Blade Guard.
I'll pick all these up.
Yeah, that's cool.
Well, you whiffed it
'Cause
last time, but we are running out of time a bit, aren't
Yeah.
we? So I'll be quick.
I get +1, I'm getting exploding
Yeah,
6s.
it's all good. We'll pick
And
those
then,
over.
cool. Well, then the Vanguard Vet's already fought. I'll do the Incursors just to see if it actually makes a difference.
Oh!
Because it
Ah!
oh,
Just
Oh,
dropping
no.
Harlequins on the floor.
That was a real scream there, Steve.
That was. Oh.
The pain.
No delicate models then.
Yeah, luckily they absolutely bounced.
Good.
In the death shelf.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's a
Is
lot
this,
of dead
is this
clowns.
on my, not on my unkillable?
on your plan. And
I would have gone first, but anyway, I'll let you
Oh.
off.
Okay.
You'll
Um,
still, if you die,
I
This
explode.
is a dead
but
shelf.
do you get to fight me back?
If we don't come down hard on these clowns.
2 hits, no wounds.
cool.
Cool.
So he
Pick up my weights.
dies. That just guarantees the grind, basically. So
Then, the only thing I've got left to do is morale over there.
yeah.
And it's a 3, they're
And
okay.
easily fine.
So, at the end of that,
So I'm going to get engage for 3 points.
Engage for 3 for Jake.
I'm going to get rod for my 3/4, so I'll be on
8
8
points.
on that, and then
Yeah.
I'll get grind for 3 again.
Grind for 3 again. Good pick that grind at the moment.
Mm.
I guess that's the risk with Steve
Oh,
running
no, he's
multiple small
back.
units of Harlequins.
He's on 2 wounds. That's my only saving base.
no, actually, I'll stay over there.
You can
because-
go with the transport wars if you really
Yeah,
want.
yeah, I'll just go there on
Yeah,
the transport.
cool.
Yeah.
That's what I had. That's what
Yeah.
I thought.
Okay,
Right.
right. So, start of my turn. I hold 2
objectives.
objectives, so I get 10 points.
Another big 10 to Steve on
Mhm.
battle round 4.
Yep. Oh, this guy didn't even fight back, by the
No,
way.
go
Oh
for it.
dear.
He's hitting on 2s. And he's wounded 3
Oh,
times.
no.
That's on your invens, mate.
I fell 1.
1 takes a wound.
1. I think 1 was on 1 wound anyway. So 1
Oh, yeah.
dies,
The
so
Thunderhammer guy, yeah. Right, so, my turn.
Yeah, you've got 10 points on primary.
Got 10 points on the primary. Lovely. So he's just going to fall back over to there to claim me that objective. I need to try and keep my to the last alive. I need to try and tie up as many units as I possibly can at this stage. I've got an OBSEC unit here. They're quite cool, just chilling. The Incarn, I think, will handle those with smites
Yeah.
in.
And targeted smite.
There's no
and
more denies
combat.
anymore. And I can easily get outside of that 18 inches. So these models are just going to move in advance over to there. Once they're going 9, the first one. The next one is going to go 3, 12. The next one, 5, 13. Something like that. This unit over here can just go to the 8 to get 3 models within 3 of that there. The suppressors are a bit of a problem, to be honest. But it's all good. It's all good. They can just chill like that. So they're outside of 18 from my -2. I can leave you on that objective. You'll move and probably hurt me in a minute, but anyway, that is what that is. Over here, I'm no longer in combat, so I could charge or I could just rod in the... Which corner do I need now? This quarter over here, don't I?
Yeah.
Yes, that's
But
the
I'm
last one.
currently in combat, so I can't actually do that at the moment. So all I can do is fall back and charge. These eliminators are a bit of a... but no, I need the stranglehold. So actually, I'm better off just falling back
It's outside 3 inches, so you can't be. You
Here.
can't be hooked.
Yeah.
Nice one.
We do have a super chat this phase, Steve.
Well, I'm going to go
And
in.
it's a monster.
I'm going to charge back in.
It's a big super chat, Steve.
Yeah.
The Mostradamus
Yeah.
back in with another super chat.
Yeah.
He's
He's
not
been on
missed a
fire
single super chat
All
phase.
night.
$60 US.
Oh wow.
Last super chat of the night from me. Just wanted to say thanks for all the content and being excellent, lads. Much love to the VT staff.
Oh,
Thank
thank you very
you.
much.
Thank
guys.
you,
so
Mr.
much.
Adamus.
It's very, very
You've
kind.
been a hero tonight.
Honestly, thank you so much. That is most appreciated.
And I also want to give a huge shout out to Robbie, who's been running around like a lunatic, hot swapping batteries. And sometimes you might look at the screen and go, "That's not the camera angle we should be seeing," and that's because Robbie's hot swapping batteries for us. What a legend! Thank you, Robbie.
Thank you very much, Robbie. Right, psychic phase. Let's get on with this extremely quickly. The goal here is smite them off.
And potentially.
And potentially smite here off and see what happens.
So
Okay?
let's see what happens.
The income first of all, though, with the reroll
Or do you want
hits
to
of
just
1,
I
and
don't
then
know.
smite, target smite
Target
even,
smite, yeah.
goes off. I roll a dice.
It's a Z3 mortal wounds.
On
or
the
whatever it
incursors,
is,
just the 1 incursor
and
gone.
that kills one because one was on 1.
Then over here, we're going to do the -1 leadership power onto, because this is a targeted one. That fails. I'm going to keep my, I've used all my CPs, I'll just get 1 now. Do I re-roll it? It is worth a D3, but we're not going to do it because I need to keep my model alive. In case I perils his next one, he's just going to smite. Goes off. This will be on the suppressors there. They're closer to 1 suppressor
Got
gone.
1 suppressor gone if you just pass them in.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Then the next one is going to cast the smite, but it'll be from this one onto the,
Onto the
Vanguard
Vanguard
Vets.
Veterans, that's off.
that goes off.
For a mighty 3,
3.
so that will put 1 on 1.
And then he's going to target smite on this one over here. The path, that veil, that goes off. You'll be -1 leadership. It's D3 mortal wounds, 3.
So 1 and one's on, he's on 1 wound.
Okay, very nice. And then the other powers are going to be the other one I'll chuck off a smite now. 8, that will go off because this is the 3rd time I've cast it.
Yeah, so I can't stop it.
D3 mortal wounds.
That will kill him.
That kills the last
He was
suppressor.
on 1 wound, sweet.
And then we've got 3 shots here. 3 units of the Harlequins grenade launchers, whatever, into this model there. They all hit.
They will hit. -1 leadership he is.
First one,
He failed. You do it because he's leadership 7.
and this one more win, so he's
That
gone.
kills him. Sweet.
That's that handled.
So that's 2 units for grind for the purposes.
Right,
Job done.
right. Well done, guys. Well done, team.
Well done, team.
The pistols into your apothecary.
Yep.
1 hits. No wounds. Into the almighty charge phase.
Are they going to charge?
They are actually,
Yeah.
into your apothecary. So they're going to go in. 8,
Or do you want just on the other side so I can't correctly intervene?
pretty much, yep.
And then Yin Khan's just going to
Tap in.
smash them.
Yep. And then that's that. Yeah, cool.
Just for the sake of it, I'll transhuman the King curses.
All right. Okay, cool. So he'll go first with his 5 attacks.
Yep.
6 attacks
6
even.
attacks. So 2s.
He hits.
And then 4s re-rolling. Oh, that will pretty much kill the unit anyway, I think. Yeah, that kills the unit.
Well, it depends on what I roll. As long as I don't roll any.
Basically, roll them all if there's any 1s. Sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
That was pretty extravagant there, Steve.
Just make sure they're definitely dead. And then the 3 guys over there.
Yeah.
Into your apothecary.
oh no.
Oh, how many
3.
wounds you got?
He's got all his wounds.
He's got all his wounds left. How many?
Uh-oh.
How many wounds has he got in total though?
5 because he's a Primaris.
That's not
apothecary.
gone well for me, that actually. Okay, so I will have to. It's not gone well at all. No point even doing a reroll at this stage. Okay, cool. So
So 6s.
followed by
6s.
6s.
So he's on 3 wounds left.
Maybe I shouldn't have charged.
Yeah. Mr. Chef. Just use that. 2,
Is he about to make you feel the pain?
Oh, yeah.
5.
5 saves.
5 saves.
Right. Okay. Come on.
This is
Hold it. Go on to CP. I will CP.
Do you want to
No.
wait till the last
I've
one?
gone just a
Yeah.
dice cam for this, Steve. It's tense.
Hold it.
Uh
Oh,
oh.
no.
Uh-oh.
Right. 3 more. Okay.
Oh, dear.
Uh oh.
Doy.
I'll CP reroll that one. Oh my days. Oh.
Wow.
So Chef has just done it.
That's not gone well there.
You don't see it every day, chap.
That is
An
not gone
apothecary bringing the pain.
Yeah, should not
It's
have
quite
happened.
ironic, isn't it?
Yeah, that is. It should not have happened there. Anyway, so I should have just basically. Anyway, I should have knew.
You should have picked him up.
Should have knew. Dice rolls
Dice rolls aren't
never
your friend
fail. I should have
sometimes.
moved back basically and not charged.
Yeah.
Cool.
Anyway, just took the objective, played the mission, and I didn't. I was trying to wrap it up quickly, and look what happened. Got punished for
Punished, yeah.
Right, so at the end of that, I don't get my stranglehold because you hold 2, I hold 2.
Yeah.
So no stranglehold for me. Also gave Jake 10 points rather than 5 on the
yeah.
primary. So that was a massive, massive whiffer there.
Haven't rodded.
Sorry?
You haven't rodded, have you, this time?
No, I can't
No, you
rod
couldn't
either.
rod. So I got a rod in this zone.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sorely tempted just to move this unit back in there.
Yep, it's
So-
turn 4, isn't it?
Yeah, so I gain a command point.
Mm-hmm.
So I gain 10 points. So this unit's going to move over here.
Very nice.
So then they're rodding.
Yep.
The Colexus will just stay in this building, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Apothecary will move over to this side of the line to get me engaged. Oh no, the
Just
Eliminator's
just
already
glide
there.
round, okay? Just glide round with these floorboards.
Yeah.
I'm worried about this dice cam
That's
camera.
right. And then
Glide
try
round,
and
Jake.
kill the Incarn as
It's
well.
the batteries you got to worry about, Steve.
Glide, Jake.
I'm
Glide,
trying.
glide, glide.
I have just sat on Amazon during the last battle round and spent £145 on permanent battery packs, extension leads, just so that next week we don't have the same problem.
Right.
I like it.
Trying
He's
to do,
pre-putting out fires.
right, trying to do it as quick as possible.
love it.
So, shooting
Yeah.
Eliminators into the Incarn.
This is big.
So, I don't get the +1 to hit and wound anymore because
No.
we're not in the tactical doctrine anymore. He fails it. And then
Fail
the sergeant guy, he also gets 1 shot.
Yep. And he misses.
But then they get to
Move.
lol and leave.
Lol and
Glide,
leave.
Jake.
I'm
Glide. You're not gliding.
I'm
Glide,
outta here,
glide,
baby.
Glide, glide.
I can't see him.
The Incarn, no.
No.
Does that mean we have to get Jake a one wheel just to hover on the table?
Yeah. Carefully.
And then I'll shoot the suppressors
Mm-hmm.
into... Oh, actually, I can't get grind now anyway because I had to kill the Incarn.
Well, no, you've already killed one of my units, remember?
Yeah, that's what I mean. So
But
I need
I've
to kill
killed 2, haven't I?
Oh, actually, no, I have got an idea. They'll shoot all into that one model there.
Yeah, I'll pick him up.
Cool. So, do you want to move the Incarn? If you do, you don't have the
Steve.
objective.
No, I'm good, thank
Cool.
you.
Okay.
Steve,
And then the suppressors will charge.
do you know there's a cheeky Harlequin in a ruin right here in front of me?
What?
Is he supposed to be
He
there?
should be a little dead Dave.
There we go. I'll take,
Okay, so he's not supposed to be there.
I'll take him off.
What?
I don't know what he's doing, he's lost.
You would get to heroic into the... Oh, no.
I could just see him on.
Cheeky devil.
I could just see him on camera
I'm
one.
going
and I
to
was like,
hero
what are you
intervene with
supposed
a
Oh, wait, no, you
non-important
could.
one,
That's
okay?
fine.
And the one that you probably won't kill, so he's got too many wounds.
I'm just going to put them into the troops anyway.
Okay,
So,
you're looking for the grind, aren't you?
twos, yeah, then put that in. I'll only get to match you.
He's
on
hunting
top
for
of
it, Steve.
There you go, that many.
This many 4-ups. Here we go then.
And it means I can test that objective.
Oh no, they're dead. Oh no, not yet.
Oh, no, you do
Refuse
get
to
your
yield.
refusing to yield.
Oh, and I've refused it once, but not enough times. So that's those 3 gone.
Cool. So then that gets the grind and it gets the
Not yet.
contest. Oh, potentially.
Not yet, son.
Hopefully.
Do it both at the same time. And then we're looking for 3s.
Ooh. What's the minus?
I think it's -1. Let's have a quick look.
Let's have a look.
It's exciting. It's tense.
It's very tense actually, because I think it's a D3 damage.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Big play from you, Jake.
Suits you, sir.
It's -1, yeah. One
Oh,
gone
one
through
gone
at D3
through.
damage.
Legend.
Here we
I
go.
need
Come
to just
on.
kill one.
No!
CP it.
I don't have a CP. I spent it on the
Oh.
reroll earlier.
Yeah, he's out of
So you've
CP.
contested the objective
Right.
then.
So
Big
I'll
Jake.
get.
Clutch.
Sure can.
So I'll get engage for 2, rod for fall, and grind for 3.
Okay, nice. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear.
Looking for that eyebrow.
Don't like it. Don't like it.
So now at turn 5. So you'll get 5 points.
Can't believe it. Can't believe it.
Only 5 points for Steve, Eddie.
What's
Cheers,
the score?
Liam.
What's the score on
Did
the
you
doors?
get my scores?
I'll
Eddie,
give you the
for
score on the doors in a second.
We haven't got
It's
Jake.
getting
in
quite
yet.
close.
Did you
And
put
also
Jake in
put
the
mine
region? You
to
got
top.
those.
I'm almost there.
Hello everybody,
I did
my
put them
name's
in.
James.
I'm
and-
just-
That's
I'm tallying them
all
up.
right.
I'm tallying them up.
There we go,
Just
and
score
yeah,
one.
Not
welcome.
quite.
It's awesome
There's
having
a
you
super
here,
chat
James.
there. That
So,
should keep you busy.
yes.
Okay, here's a
Sergeant
super
Angle,
chat
how are you doing
from
today?
the legend that is Ginger Steve.
Yeah, I'm doing
Oh,
really.
I was
wondering where
really
you
well.
Yeah, he's late, but he's here.
You little hero.
I think we should.
$9.99 from
Let's
Ginger
really
Steve.
go for
Here
it
is a
today.
little bit towards the battery
Let's
pack
go for
funds.
it.
We all know Liam is only doing this so he can see Valrak tears in beautiful 4K from multiple angles. Still Team Valrak.
Ginger Steve.
You want to be glad that this is Steve's stream and not mine, otherwise I'd be saying horrible words to you right now. Bring it on, Liam, undefeated. He's only undefeated because he's played 1 game.
That is true.
Yeah, but you're still undefeated though.
That is
Doesn't
true.
matter.
Ginger Steve,
Matter
I
really.
said nice things about you last night, and I can instantly retract all of them.
There you go.
He did. He was
There you
really,
go.
really nice.
You score at the end of your turn, don't you?
I will.
Damn it. Okay, so here's how we're going to do this. I'm going to keep the incant tucked in, though, behind the
Tucked.
obscuring. Okay, so
So
you
that
can't
much
shoot it.
eliminators have to go round, or even
Well-
charge. I don't think they'll even get an angle,
No.
sergeant angle.
Then what we're going to do is
Or an
basically...
angle.
We're just going to smite you out of combat.
Yeah,
All right?
you go for it.
First one.
Cool. That will kill 1 and maybe 2. Kills 1.
Okay, kills one.
The one's on 1.
He will then target smite.
Yeah.
Or she will. Fails. The next one will smite.
Cool.
Goes off. D3 or 2D3.
Yeah. So that will kill the rest of the unit.
Yeah. And then
So they're both dead.
mirror mines.
They're dead.
Oh,
They're,
perils.
they're
Great.
dead. Steve, you don't have to do it. They're
Oh,
dead.
okay.
Yeah, take that psychic test back, Steve.
I'm
Take
going
it
to
back.
stop then. I'm going to stop.
They're dead. They're dead. Stop it, man. They're
That
dead.
was a hot potato.
That is then that. Cool. We'll just call that there.
Oh, and then in my go, all I would do is just move that there.
Mhm.
I'd run the eliminators.
Yep.
Cool. I'll just roll in the tray. 9.
Mhm.
So I can get 1 there, 2 there.
Yep.
I don't think I'm going to be able to stay outside 3.
No.
Oh. I've got to do it because otherwise.
Yep. So I hurricane intervene,
And then I can move him there.
and we'll see what happens over here. The make or break.
This is the decider.
I would have cast reroll ones on myself, obviously. Let's see if that goes
let's
off.
see if it goes off. Cool.
It
yeah,
does,
goes
yeah.
off.
3, 6.
Oh, could the collector assassin shoot one of the shadow seers?
Potentially.
Did you score anything at the end of that turn, Steve? I don't think you did you?
No, I didn't know.
No, he's not in range. Don't worry. You go for it.
Wounding on. Yeah,
Yeah.
that many.
So, yeah,
6.
they're dead. Oh, cool. I had to
Um,
do it because
You had to try, yeah.
had to
First
try it.
one, yeah.
cool.
Yeah,
Oh, they have 6 wings anyway between them. So right. So at the end of my go, I'm going to score 10 points on my primary.
Yep.
I'm going to get 2 points for engage, and I'm going to get
Do you get 2 points for engage?
yeah, 1, 2,
Oh,
3.
yes, cool,
and
nice.
then grind. I'm not going to get any points on.
And I get 15 on the old to the last.
Eddie is totting up the scores right now. I think you've already got the last in there as well, have you, Eddie?
Yeah.
I have got the to the last in there.
I think it's close.
It's
It is
close.
very close, actually. So the final scores on the doors are 69 to the Raven Guard and 77 to the Harlequins.
It was close.
Yeah, that was
8
close.
points.
Very good game, mate.
Came down to it.
That was so
that
close.
that didn't matter then.
And some impressively speedy play in the last couple of rounds.
I think someone was maybe a little bit worried about battery power.
Yeah.
Also, it's 10:30.
Yeah, it's quite late.
We've got homes to go to.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do.
I've got work tomorrow.
We don't
You
want to keep
have.
you waiting
You
too
have.
long.
I just crawl back into the toilet and wait till next week.
That explains the smell.
Yeah, the toilet troll.
That was close though. 8 points in it.
Yeah.
That's
I think
Very
you played
good.
that. I'll be honest, Jake. You played that super well for the first time. The reason why I'm acting slightly surprised is this is the first time you've used this army.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
I
did
think
really well, mate.
You really have me on the ropes.
Yeah, I
You really
did try. I think it definitely helped that I knew how you play this army and what all the tricks. So all the obviously whole. I put an infiltrator there purposely, so then if you did try it,
Yeah.
it's not happening.
And then not falling back over here. Yeah, you
And
really
also
counted
just
a lot of my tricks.
just
Yeah.
picking like I'm going to shoot the incom first because if I shoot him and you move him, then
Yeah.
it's pointless. And
So you really counted my playstyle.
You made him work for it, Jake.
And obviously the Clux is coming in clutch. In
Yeah,
those,
really
the
helpful.
2 turns you needed it. Otherwise, you can see how much mortal wounds the 4 psychers do.
yeah,
It's a lot of mortal wounds. So having that Clux assassin in there,
really.
and like I
useful.
said, just having him on that front line, or if he was on the back, that would have made a big difference. So
He's
Yeah.
such an incredible unit for any Imperium army.
He's a
pretty
real
much, right?
powerhouse.
that's why
unit.
I've just converted one for my army.
Yeah.
yeah.
Little hero. that
Now
is.
with these, grey suns coming out and these 1,000 knights, it's gonna be psychers everywhere. Get the Clux assassins in.
Yeah, I think
Seriously.
drop your psychers, put that in, take a board, take
And the
him,
fight
sort
last
it.
that they provide, amazing. They've got so many traits.
Yeah.
He's
Love
a
it.
hero.
Really
that we
good.
all deserve.
Guys, we'll wrap this up pretty quick, but I just want to say a massive thank you to all of you for all the super chats tonight. Thank you
It's
to
really
this
kind.
amazing stream team as per usual. It's been a great production. I've really enjoyed watching what we're doing.
Yes.
It's been awesome. And I think this is a super fun game to play. I was a bit
Really
tired
close,
today, but I
had some
think
banter.
I've really had a great time. So thank
It's
you
been
all.
good fun.
Again, if you want to join the academy and improve your confidence and clarity at the game, then the link is below. Give it a try. I know that if you join the academy, you are going to love it. You will not think twice.
We all
I've
love it.
never heard a bad word said about it.
No, same.
Not once.
Thank you.
So,
And thank you to all the guys from the academy that did all the super chats, and to everyone in the chat that did some incredible ones tonight. It's been absolutely manic.
I also want to thank the chat for being patient with us because we have batteries dropping all over the place, and Robbie running around like a lunatic swapping batteries out. What a hero! Thank you, Robbie.
And
Thank you, guys.
soon we're going to do a massive, incredible giveaway. We have had from Ben Jones, one of our coaches, his brother.
This
He's
is awesome.
painted the most incredible Imperial Fist, hasn't he? And it is a limited edition Primaris Lieutenant that he's
Wow.
painted.
It is the event model from last year that was only, which technically there was no events last year.
Yeah.
So he's very, very limited. I've seen the paint job. He's basically Golden Demon-esque standard.
Yeah.
It is incredible. It took him 5 months.
Comes in
to
a
paint.
wooden box with the Imperial Fist logo on, and on his backpack he's got the VT hand painted on.
It is upstairs.
It is an incredible model,
It is
and
amazing.
we're going to be doing a giveaway for this, and it is going to be all those donations will be going to our Movember when that time comes.
Can I enter the giveaway?
You can, yeah.
Because I need to win it so I can just hammer it in front of Valrak.
Yeah, I was just about to say
just
that.
smash it with a hammer in front of Valrak.
Well, no, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that.
It's a beautiful model.
Honestly, Liam,
That would
this
hurt
model was
me
insanely
deeply.
well painted.
I mean, that would hurt me.
Ben's brother would probably cry. I'm not going to lie.
It's incredible.
I'm joking. I wouldn't do that. Honest.
No smashing Golden Demon standard
But what we
models,
can
please.
do is use it and then beat Valrak with it.
Yeah, okay, that works.
That would be
too.
even
That
funnier.
sounds much better.
Could I
into the
use him as Lord Cypher? That'd be hilarious.
Yeah,
Yeah?
why not? Cool.
You use what you want.
Right, guys, we're going to love you and leave you. We'll see you next week, 4,000 Suns versus Grey Knights. It's happening, the showdown of who is the greatest Psyker
With
next
no
week.
Collector's Assassins.
What we didn't have, though, we didn't have the dance-off tonight, so...
Yeah, we didn't. Yeah, come on.
There we go.
There we go.
But
A
anyway,
little dance off.
see you next week, 7 o'clock. Be here, or be square.
That didn't
Or be
rhyme.
a Collector's Assassin.
Cheers, guys.
Bye.